we have a romantic time. Get
You
it
know,
poppin'.
I'm gonna go. I have yet to walk inside a Whole Foods. Like I've seen a couple here and there. I just never actually tried one out. But
Yeah,
now, goddamn it, I think I want to give it a shot.
but you know the Whole Foods I'm used to, man. The table's on the other side of the register, not on the food side.
Oh, the
You
one
ain't
I
sitting
went to.
nowhere.
Oh, the one I went to, they had the food, and then they had a register for like for the cooked food, but then they had the prepared, the still it's a meal, but it's cold, and you got to pay at the other register. So I get the cold one, but then they had this little dining area with two microwaves in it. So I warm that shit up, and they already had the bottle of wine right there. I pop a wine, and they had little concerts, little jazz bands. It's a whole energy, bro. I'm
Yo, I
chilling.
think you should stop telling that story on air. Only because one day you're gonna go in that bitch and you're gonna see like a couple of niggas and their girls in there, and you know it's gonna be ruined forever.
Yeah, niggas, yeah, you ain't never lied. Niggas can't do nothing right. They don't know.
I'm telling you, you can't be giving niggas the secret on shit. Like niggas got to discover their own low key shit and then learn not to share that shit with nobody else. Like that's just one of those. That's like the maturity process being a black man. You got to understand. Listen, if I share this shit with niggas, they're just gonna fuck it up. So why would I let you niggas ever have anything nice? Go get your own nice shit.
You know what, man? I swear to God, I say that every day. So, hoorah!
Hey, call that the nightclub paradox. You know, the joint will be like jumping.
Bro,
It'll be jumping until like too many the ratio of Negroes will show up and scare off the women, and now it ain't jumping no more, or they shoot
it's
up
a
the place.
whole life cycle thing. It really is like a nightclub life cycle. It's not even a paradox. It's expected at this point. They just understand you probably got a good 5 year run with a nightclub. And that was back then. I don't even know about nowadays where like clubs ain't really popping no more.
Now you're gonna have like a year and a half as a lounge. Some chick gonna come in there trying to finesse dudes or whatever for like what was it like it was like 38 like what was it scallops? No, what scallops? Oysters.
Oysters, bro.
Oysters, yeah.
Oysters. I don't even think I might have ate a live oyster once or twice. That shit is not worth 38 of them. I don't know how you a nasty throat bitch. I swear to
Oysters
God.
are fucking nasty.
38 oysters is crazy.
Yeah, your throat is just slimy. And you just used to having a slimy, rotten throat.
I'm
Like
about
there's
to say,
something wrong with that bitch
Yeah, that's
life.
kind of gay.
she full lesbian, bro. 38 oysters, bro. That's crazy.
Bro, that's like the pound for pound equivalent of four whole vaginas.
Dude, she basically just drank a gallon of nut.
Wasn't
Hey,
a little, that's some little chemistry right there. Wasn't a
Ain't no
little.
way, bro.
hey,
Ain't no way.
hey, don't forget she ate the crab cakes and had some drinks too. Don't forget that.
So she drank a gallon and she ate some crocodiles and washed it down with a gallon of nut.
But here's my thing: oysters are
She
supposed
didn't
to.
even get the gallon of nut though, because the nigga dipped on her. I mean, she probably got a side nigga, but I don't even think she that type. She probably got a whole girl at home. She went
Yeah,
home and had a whole nother oyster.
facts,
Nah, bro, that's what the oysters are. Basically, it's basically fucking drinking baby batter.
bro.
Oysters, mussels, clams.
Come on, man. Is that kind shit? I'm just curious, guys.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Chuck, your definition of mollusk is very interesting. All of a sudden, like you have a very weird take on seashell life forms. Like, what the
Dude,
hell's
you
going
open
on
it
in
up
there,
and
bro?
dude, you open up the inside of them motherfuckers and it looks like
It's not
somebody
full of skeet,
it
bro.
looks like somebody used it as a container to store their baby batter in.
You
I'm
you
just
just
saying, like you described it like the whole thing is a shell full of skeet. Like,
That's what
I
it
mean,
looks
really?
like.
All right,
Shit's
bro.
nasty.
Have it your way.
all ski motherfucker. All right, look. All right, we was kings. All right, all right.
Chuck just has a weird thing with shellfish. I
I
get
just
it.
don't like
It's
shellfish.
okay. People don't like seafood. All right, I get it.
No, I like seafood. I just don't like shellfish. Shellfish is like it's the bottom feeders of the. It's basically like the cockroaches of the seafood world.
Yeah, but all the crustaceans are.
Right, and I don't eat none of that shit because it's nasty.
You don't eat crab?
No, it's nasty. It tastes like shit.
You eat
Oh,
pig?
I don't eat crab
Oh
either.
yeah, dude, I'll eat a pig that rolls around in its shit all day long.
and chicken. And chicken.
Well, see, it's just rolling around in its shit. It ain't eating it.
Chicken? Chicken ain't the industrial farm chicken ain't eating its own shit.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to
they're
go
all
to
breeding their own shit at the very least.
Hey, do I got to take you to the farm, Chuck?
No, I know all about the farm, dude.
Yeah, chickens are pretty disgusting at
I
times.
didn't say
Man.
anything. You're the one that brought up chickens, not me, sir.
I said it. You didn't deny it. You
I
don't.
did.
Okay, so you don't eat
I
chicken.
did not. Look, I didn't. I neither confirmed nor denied.
Okay, so direct question: do you eat chicken?
Yeah, all the time.
All right, see, there we go. Hey, I'm glad you didn't lie during this Black History Month. Thank
Dude,
you.
I cook chicken like an old black man.
See,
I
you
can.
always trying to grip this way into black culture. You want to be a king.
No, I don't. I already am a king.
No. But you
See,
gonna be
I'm a
you gonna be
king
a
who actually.
king.
See, I'm a king who actually made a queen.
No,
You
you
know.
gonna be a king though. There's a difference.
Yeah, I
If
want
you
I
say
want to know
Clearly not the same.
how the races are going to break up in the upcoming Civil War. I'm definitely looking at the draft right now and seeing who's who.
Yeah, that's racist. You absolutely right, Cybertoxin. That's racist.
That's a wild question though, because I mean I ponder that sort of shit every now and then. Like they got that movie
Right.
that just dropped a month or so ago about like a civil war in America, but I don't know how it's really gonna look out because you can't trust Hollywood. Like Hollywood small hats are trying to script the Civil War, so I don't think it's gonna go the way they script it. But at the same
Right.
time, I can't imagine it just breaking down like on pure Republican Democrat lines either.
I don't know why would it? I mean, because there's some people that I mean I might share politics with, but man, I wouldn't share a meal with them.
Mm.
And the race thing kind of goes in the same way too. Like there are a lot of black people who like, especially like urban inner city areas. I mean, they're probably gonna, God knows what's gonna happen to the urban inner city blacks. But don't be surprised if you find a few black people interspersed in this or that militia here or there either.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
like think about The Walking Dead, right? You know how like after any kind of dystopian novel, whatever, where there's like a population drop and all that stuff, it's only gonna take like anywhere from 12 to
Well,
24 hours, man, and you're gonna have like a mass like just extinction. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's gonna be
you know,
go ahead.
nah, I didn't want to cut you off. No, I'm sorry. The thing about The Walking Dead, bro, and I love The Walking Dead as like a series. Like I rewatched the OG like original season. I mean, not the season, the
The,
original series or whatever.
the first 8
And
seasons of it.
right, I mean, I like it all, but I tell you what, it all went to shit after Rick died on that bridge. Quote unquote died, right? Because
Dude,
he's about to come back.
I didn't even make it to that. I didn't know Rick died. I haven't even.
Yeah, no, well,
I
bro,
stopped
you
watching
suck.
after
This shit.
season. Dude, I stopped watching after season 6.
I mean, you gotta describe the season by the battles or whatever. I don't have them
Yeah.
numbered like
See,
that.
the last season I watched was the season where Negan had taken control of everything.
Oh,
So
okay.
you didn't see you didn't see the total completion of that story,
No,
No, I didn't.
no, because like
right? Because
there's still the Jamestown and then the Hilltop. I stopped like halfway through
right,
the Hilltop.
Okay, so
right,
I
but
remember the Hilltop, but that was still in the. See, look, there was a season with Negan where it ended. This he was in charge and he ended it with Sloth and Glenn with the bat. All right, and then I watched about half of the following season coming up, and that's where they brought in the Hilltop and shit, and I just kind of lost interest after that.
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like you got traumatized by Negan. You just like fuck this shit.
Nah, dude,
That was a
I was down, dude.
traumatizing
I liked
episode.
Negan. No, Negan was a shit, dude.
He
I
was
mean,
my favorite guy ever.
dude, the best fucking scene was when he slothed Glenn because I was not expecting his eyeball to pop out of his head and him look
But
like the sloth off of fucking Ice Age.
And
that
then he was
wasn't
like,
that was
"Holy shit! Did you see?" He even talked about it.
there was people that stopped watching it because of that, and then because of when the governor chopped off old boy's head, the old man.
Yeah, even that wasn't as like traumatic as the whole Negan thing, because the Negan thing was like brutal. It was over the top,
Negan, dude,
grotesque, gratuitous violence.
he was like the Thanos of the Walking Dead universe.
You, you know,
Kinda.
He was a necessary evil. He
hey, he
was the
turned into
equalizer.
a good guy though,
He
Chuck.
brought balance to
Whoa,
shit.
wait.
But hold on, wait. Before we start, flating Negan too much, The thing I wanted to bring up Walking Dead, the reason why I wanted to bring up Walking Dead is we're talking about black people, and this is something about the apocalypse that I kind of, Walking Dead doesn't quite speak to this, but you realize that there are no major black populations after The Walking Dead kicks off, right? There's just a handful of niggas that pop up because, white people wrote the story or whatever, but most of the black population is essentially done.
Yeah, but like even with that though, there's like too many black people that pop up as like loners, like
Way too many niggas.
and,
Yes, even
and,
then.
and then I'm like, how do you survive so long on your own? And then like two, like if a black
Like,
person is
bro, hold on, bro. Hold on, bro. I got to point this out. You mean you tell me, as a black man, you just survived 4.5 years in the zombie apocalypse and you ain't got no white friends? I'm gonna shoot this nigga for lying to me.
Hey, here's my question. No, for real, on the Civil War thing. Here's my question, right? So, and I'm being dead ass, right? So this is what I learned by doing my Marcus Garvey, but I already knew it. It confirmed, right? Nobody likes American blacks. They just grifters. They grift even better than Snowman because people play crayon games, right?
Nobody grifts better than me. Take it back.
No, them
Take it
Nigerians,
back.
them Nigerians and Kenyans grifting like a motherfucker,
Dude, you
man.
better take that shit back.
I mean, you're the YouTube grift champ, but I mean, real life, they grift hard, bro. So on that Civil War, bro, it ain't gonna be black and white because look, don't it's gonna be African Americans, and they not gonna really be together because it's gonna be the dudes that can survive and the dudes that'll die for mama, and then everybody else.
to Jim Powers' comment about how he doesn't see any black zombies, it's because if you see and pay attention very carefully, for some reason, and it's like a thing going on chat boards because I remember reading about it or whatever. I was like, they eat the black people down to the bone.
What the fuck? How does he? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yo,
Go
it's
ahead.
wild, man. It's wild because you remember in the prison when the one cat died or whatever that everybody had an affinity to the black dude with the bald head. They ate him to the bone, man.
That's
There,
crazy. Black
there
people.
is no flesh. There is no flesh
Damn,
to walk.
we are fucking delicious, huh?
Hey, but it makes perfect sense though, because on Two Piece Tuesday, it's only a sale on the dark meat. They ain't never a sale on the white meat. Hey,
That's crazy, bro. I don't know if we should be happy or feel some type of way about that. We got to have a blind concave to discuss that, by the way. Chuck, we're going to get back to you in a little bit. We got to discuss this to decide how we feel about this.
but dark meat being well, nah, I think dark. That's even worse because that means white meat is still more delicious, but black
It's
meat is
not.
more
The white meat
affordable.
dries out.
No, yo, speaking of the white meat, listen, we got what do you call it? From the horse's mouth tail. I played the clip earlier. I can't pull it up right now because I'm on my phone. I'm actually driving, but I played the clip of some guy somewhere. I guess that's in Africa somewhere. I don't know for a fact, but he was talking about back when they used to just wait in the caves and find white people to eat. Apparently, they were delicious.
Yeah, I saw that clip, man. I find that interesting, being that there's been that big movement and push here as of recently with this year's Victimhood and Oppression Awareness Month that white people used to eat black people all the time.
Well, Chuck, I mean, as the you are the panel's white guest right now. You have to speak for the entirety of your
Yeah, for
race.
the
So
entire white. Yeah, I got you.
no no pressure, no pressure. But I had to ask you this question: what is it like to be delicious?
Hmm.
Hey,
That
hey,
is a good question, and it's one that I've never been asked. I may have to sit and ponder on this for a few minutes before I can give you an actual legit answer.
I have a
hey,
theory.
before you go though, before you go, did you know about the albino black people in
Yes,
Africa?
yes.
Like how they were being hunted or whatever and like eaten or
I,
like the
I hear
bones like
I hear they are the other white meat actually.
How
You know,
dare you take that from the from the pork?
and they have to be a better brand of white meat, and I'm gonna tell you why. I had a I asked other ethnic groups. I was like, yo, because I figured that white people eat dogs, right? Because that's what they smell like. Because everybody else smell like they food, right? So I'm like, yo, Arabs smell like curry, like, man, Mexicans smell like paprika. I was like, yo, what do black people smell like? And everybody said we smell like cooking grease. So I'm assuming that if you have to like bake a black to get the full flavor out and let the juices pop out, kind of like a turkey. I don't
Hey,
think that like you can grill us though. Like maybe
wow. Hey,
Nah,
shout out
dude,
to
I think that
Freeman.
you guys would be easier to grill. I mean, it'd be like, do you like a hog roast, man? Like a Hawaiian style hog roast? You
that,
know,
that might
dig
work.
a hole in the ground, get some coals down in there, going real good, man, and just throw you in there and bury you in the ground with the coals.
Nah, I think that's probably how they do the white meat in Africa, because they got to cook the simple way. They don't have like a Buford grill or whatever it's called. So they just dig a hole and throw a white guy in there. That's probably, and then that's eventually, once white people stopped getting captured, they started cooking pigs in there.
Two things. Two things. All right. First off, shout out to Freeman's jury, Freeman's Journal for saying that black people must have like Lowry's all throughout them.
That's
That's pretty
funny.
funny. That's pretty funny. And then
Lowry's
two,
and Tony Chachere's.
yeah, and then two, like freaking Africa, you know, I guess outdoor cooking much greater than the India stuff, the India street food.
Bro, I would never go to India. Listen, there is not, because I could never pack enough food, right? Because you got to understand, India is far away, and to get back to, like, I don't know, civilization, if you want to call it that, it would take a long time, and I would be hungry because I can't eat while I'm there, and I can't drink, I can't eat. I mean, like, India is a wild place. If you watch the videos they make about India, I put out a tweet before, like, bro, India just is not a real place. Like, the shit fights and the street food shit fights. It's all hell, bro. It's all hell.
I, yeah, I give you that. I give you that. Now I'm confused. Now I want to eat a black person and a white person and have a taste test. Now I'm curious. I got to go to a Chinese restaurant because you never know what they mystery meat is, and then I'm gonna ask them after the fact.
Nah,
He
you
gonna be
got you
like
got to
that.
get a passport. That's one of those things only like really rich people get to do.
Hey, he gonna be like the dirty. Gonna be like that CNN anchor that ate that person didn't not knowingly until they told him after he started eating.
Oh, the guy who ate brain.
Yeah, live on TV.
Latina asked, "Do the ladies smell like toilets?" It depends, yo. It depends. So, so honestly, a good lady tastes like water, but these bitches they be doing wild shit, so they kind of smell like potpourri because they all use FDS to mask the smell. So I don't know. I don't know.
Nah, that the videos. The videos were so funny, bro. I don't think I talked about this once on air, but there was a little beef. There was like a brief Twitter war between Africans and Indians at one point, and like the Africans were literally making fun of Indian shit, street food. And you gotta understand, food really isn't the most sanitary ever either. But just generally watching it compared to the Indians, yeah, I would eat in Africa, bro. I can say I would eat in Africa. Probably would be suspicious. Like, I know this nigga probably slipped some monkey meat in there somewhere,
That's
but I
racist.
know he didn't like rub it across his balls before he slipped the monkey meat in there.
Yeah, that's racist, bro. That's racist.
You
That's
know,
reverse racism.
you know what's wild too, man. Like in the East, like a lot of the dudes are like super repressed. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like they're like absolute horn dogs, like crazy. But over here, it's the opposite. But there's no middle ground. You know what I'm saying?
No, repeat that, please, because I missed something.
So the dudes are like they're like super repressed in the East, like India and all that stuff. So
Right.
if you like talk to some of these Indian dudes, be just like talking to Americans and all that stuff, they just like horny teenagers. And a dude might be like 26. You know what I'm saying? And just
Oh,
like ready to go all the time, just over the top.
okay. All right. I get what you're saying. I don't totally disagree, but I will say this. I learned this from social media too, by the way. Apparently they sexually repressed here too, but the difference is over there they're promised seven virgins. I don't know why virgins hurt, but we gonna promise people seven griffins, man. That's what how we gonna get out.
Indians don't get that. Yeah, Indians don't get the virgins though. I think they would like some Griffins. You can probably get you some Indians on your team if you added Griffins to the contract.
Yeah, I think the Griffins is a better deal. Um, that's crazy, man. I want a Griffin. Yo, well, here's my thing. So black people believe everything but the truth, man. I've noticed that because we kings, right? A Griffin though,
Being a king is making your own truth. What
you
is
know,
kangier than making the truth, making your own truth?
bro, bro. I, if I told you that, and this is documented. If I told black people that between the 1900s and the 1920s, all of their black leaders were paid for by white people, right? They'll call me a coon and say I'm illiterate. But if I tell them that they had griffins, they'll be like, yeah, because we was kings.
They would make a movie about the time the white man stole the last griffin from a little black boy.
Like the
Hey,
like the last buffalo, like man, we had griffins and now they extinct because white people came.
Right, because this is what's going to happen. The griffin is going to sacrifice himself to save the little Negro child, and that's going to be like the sad point that the movie ends on. Like the little Negro boy probably killed a white man after the griffin dies, and then the movie ends or whatever, and then we all hate white people for the rest of February.
No, here's what no, but here's what you guys don't understand, bro. This is why I'm harping on that point. So I changed my religion, right? Because I want to be a slave owner. So in the Native American religion, they worship three animals: the black bear, which is indigenous to America, right? The the wendigo and the griffin. But maybe I just lied about the griffin. Maybe I just heard that on the show. But the wendigo, I'm like, what the fuck is a wendigo? Like, how do you worship a wendigo? So if they worship the wendigo here, I could see them worshiping the griffin in Africa.
Wendigo, I think, is like ugly Canadian Bigfoot.
yeah, yeah, it's like a slimmer version, right?
I'm gonna look up a wendigo.
Almost like a
I think
almost
the
like a wolf
closest
on two legs.
Yeah, I think the closest thing to a Bigfoot we might have in American lore is like a skinwalker or something like that. If you ever heard of what that is, it's sort of like skinny Bigfoot, but he can like possess your body or take over people, and some people can become a skinwalker. Some wild shit going on. I haven't really listened to Coast AM in a long time.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm done with you colors. I want to be a king. I'm done with you colors. Yo, they're just going in on me. I feel bad. I felt bad. Thank you again, man. I'm looking at all the comments on my. I went viral. Shout out to that. I finally got a
Yeah.
video that went viral.
What
I
video went viral?
it's going viral. It's in the process. They're sharing it like crazy. The video I did about Marcus Garvey, about how
Oh, I mean,
yeah, how Marcus Garvey was a RBG scammer and how he was trying to
Oh,
take you back to Africa because he was really a Jamaican that plugged up with the white clan leader to help fund the trip to Africa to make America pure and white. And now they're saying he's a great man, and I don't know history, even though I showed documentation and photos and everything else. But whatever.
and it's not just Garvey too. Like, there's this one channel I follow, the guy Karimeo, whatever. And listen, a lot of his shit is kangaroo. I ain't gonna front because he got a video about that Queen Khalifa, the bitch with the griffins. He believes in Queen Khalifa too. But still, a lot of stuff that he brought up is actually interesting, and he kind of was digging deep into the origins of the pro-black movement. And one of the main reasons why I like this guy Kurtemayu is that he'll actually bring up documents and literature from the time period. Like, he'll bring up period evidence, and he started digging into the origins of the pro-black movement. So, like, you get into the origins of the NOI, and like, bro, there was like I don't want to call him a white guy because to American ears, white is just Bubba and Chuck and them. But this guy was a very, very white-looking man, and he was basically this. What was his name? I want to say W.D. Fard or something like that. But he was like I don't know, a Semitic foreigner. Let's put it that way, a very light-skinned Semitic foreigner who started the NOI. And a lot of black folk don't really know that the NOI was essentially created specifically to appeal to Black Americans in particular for political reasons. And it wasn't exactly created by a black guy either, you know. But you know, some black dude had to take the ball and run with it because that was the plan.
Yeah, and when you think about it, you know it's true because the NOI is not recognized as a form of Islam from people who are actually Muslim. Even Malcolm had to denounce him in order to be a real Muslim when he took the trip to Mecca.
Yeah,
But you can't tell black people that because we had Griffins, bro. We had Griffins. So
yeah, the NOI is a political body more than it is a religious body. Like, I had a homeboy one time who was really deep into it or whatever, and like, you know, I'm not gonna like just try to totally tear apart one of my friends' religions or whatever. But I was like listening to him describe it, and you know, I'm asking probing questions and open-ended questions to see where the answers are. And what I realized is the majority of the conversation was about black, not about Allah. And I'm like, huh, that's odd. You know, to be a Muslim, you don't really talk about Allah and the Quran all that much. That's so weird, bro.
yo, and you know what else? The 5 percenters who weren't really Islam, but they kind of steal certain parts of Islam. That was started by a street gang, but nobody wants to give Jeff Ford his props. Um, it's just weird, bro. Like, but you can't look, bro. What I understand is when you're black, you have to be a monolith, even though they say blacks aren't a monolith, right? So,
It's always funny after they say that they say some monolithic shit right after that.
so I don't. I'm gonna try to get through Black History Month. I'm gonna still make people mad. Maybe I can go viral again, but yeah,
Just pretend it might be the last one ever, all right? That's my secret today. We gotta pretend it's the last one ever. You never know.
it might be, bro, because you got Juneteenth. They like, what else do you want from me?
Right. Listen, Juneteenth and four Taco Tuesdays, that's all you get.
Yeah, bro. I look from. I think we should get rid of it. I'm gonna tell you why.
Uh-oh.
If all you're going to get is misinformation, part of the indoctrination, so you stay a victim, then you could be a victim without a month of the only 3 people. And I think that's why I make people mad. I'm like, yo, I don't want to do Malcolm and Martin. Give me some examples. And they telling me like Noble Drew Ali. They're giving me great examples, and I'm gonna go through all of them. But people get mad when you talk bad about their hero. And I'm like, how is he your hero? And they're like, that's why the dysphoria don't even like African Americans. I said, well, thank you for being honest. I've been saying y'all was grifters.
I realized this a while ago, especially like getting into YouTube, kind of because I was motivated to sort of research and learn and broaden my knowledge or whatever. I begin to understand that a lot of this is literally a pseudo replacement religion. And
Yep.
it's a replacement religion, but it's a pseudo religion in and of itself, right? Because you're making yourself the god of your religion. Like, we are the main character in our own Bible. Like, that's a bit weird.
No, no, that's not what's weird. Making yourself a king is not what's weird. Being the hero and the victim simultaneously is weird. You normally pick one. Like
Well, I mean, you can be the hero. I mean, like in the was it the hero's journey or whatever, or the monomyth or whatever that with Frank Campbell, I guess. You can be the victim, but you have to go through the transformation.
no, that is called the hero's journey, though. There's
Yeah,
no journey here. It's just victimhood.
yeah, but
Look,
people are staying stuck in one part of the thing. They want
There,
to.
there is no journey in demand and begging for freedom, right? And in
Yeah,
a country that freed you a long time ago, by the way.
Not long
but
enough ago, sir. Not long enough.
yeah, but you got so many people of all different colors, background, religion, creeds, races, everything under the sun, right? That are running to slavery. Dirty folks is going to be like very, very in demand here soon.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I keep trying to tell people, man, they better invest early or get locked out. Like
Hey,
this.
look, Chuck, I'm gonna tell you like I told Reinhardt earlier. Okay, you guys were this close. You almost had it. You almost had it, but you lost a couple of key battles, and then you know you guys did march to Georgia, the march to Atlanta, whatever. But Chuck, don't cry now. You guys almost won. All right, don't.
I'm
It's
not.
not
I'm
my
not
fault. You
trying.
fought hard and you lost.
Hey, look, I got to take my own advice. You know that I give the blacks that are angry about slavery. You know, if we're going to be the losers, I got to accept that I'm on the losing team right now.
I'm
But
not
I
even
was on the winning team for what
at,
400 years.
at one point. Actually, less than that. But look, here's the
Hey,
thing,
I'm
though,
just going by the colors math. They're the
man.
ones that say
The
400
color.
years
Look,
over and
That's
over
what the
again. So
boxer guy said. 400
look,
years. I mean, maybe it was just him. Maybe he's really old, but he
look,
said he'd been at it for 400 years.
look, bro. The blacks still have the meter running on the cab. They're still in slavery. If you listen to them, I have listened to it change from when Public Enemy came out in 1986. They done added 30 years on to the total that Chuck D said then. They still got the meter running. I don't. I do understand. Look, slavery was a shit, right? I want to be a slave owner so I can make black people happy, right? It's for them, not for me, right? When you think about, you know how they take you through all these like the slave towns and they show you the shanties that slaves lived in and all that. And Chuck can vouch for this. When you drive through Ohio, all the homes look like that. That was just the average home of the time. It wasn't a slave quarters. It was just where the slaves lived, but it was the modern house of their day. Y'all drive it.
No, no. Here's the black pill. Not to go defending the institution or whatever, right? But there were a handful, probably more than a handful of situations where bought and paid for slaves technically lived better than a lot of the free poor. Like especially if you start looking at like urbanized England at that time. Would you rather be like poor in urban England, London? Would you rather be a poor chimney sweep in London or work on a tobacco farm in Virginia?
Bro, that's a pill. And I agree with that pill. People look, what I have learned is that black black is a matriarchy. So if you know black is a matriarchy, you know women hate everything. They're never happy. So no matter what the situation was, they're gonna be unhappy. I'm tired of hearing about. I'm not saying that grape juice didn't happen, but I also know that everybody wanted a beige baby with good hair. It was part of the survival tactic to have a light skinned baby that could pass for white so your baby can have a better life, which means you had to sleep with the colonizer in order to accomplish your goal. That's why hair is so important to black women because they want to dye it, they want to curl it, they want to make it look white. It's a
Bro,
survival technique.
the
It,
fact that you got women right now, I went through this years ago. I played these videos. I did a whole stream on this type of shit. But you got women right now who will flat out make the argument like, why do I have to listen to a black man? Like you niggas lost. You was the slave. Fuck, I look like respecting the slave when I can just go straight to the master. And you know what? As much as I don't want to listen to a bitch like that talk, her logic really can't be out argued. That's why you just got to keep it pushing. You can't even deal with that bitch. But that's what they on. What make you think they wasn't on that from jump? You think she just woke up in the modern world and was like, "Oh, you a slave, and I should just go to the white man"? Bro, that's how it works. It's
yeah,
always worked that way.
yeah, I had that clip. Here's the thing though, but they don't. It's not even the people. It's the logo. Girls sleep with the logo. If you give them a supplemental logo, they'll become juice and berry bitches that want to be uh Hebrew Israelite. They'll do whatever to join a logo. Bro, y'all saw School Days, man. She slept with Sweet Pea. Like what they'll do whatever for the logo. Black men want to include black women in too much shit instead of excluding them, knowing that women can't let you be happy, so they'll follow you to the ends of the earth if you look happy without them, and be like, "Look, shorty, this is a requirements to be part of the logo." Like, but there's something basic human nature about being a man that black men don't have.
Yo, like what's wild is, man, how the narrative has like shifted like every 5 years. It's like shifted like vastly different. You remember that show, A Different World?
yeah, I do.
The chick,
Yeah,
what's her
that
name?
that show was probably that show was literally responsible for the black woman's push into the college world. By the way, it was all a part of a program. But continue.
So the chick that played Whitney or whatever, I can't remember her name. Um, anyway, that chick or whatever, her parents, it was revealed that they were not her parents, but her lineage comes from slave owners. And I remember she got all kinds of shame. Some of her friends didn't want to. And you see how easy from early in the show hood that Sonny Holston like just moved past that point. Like, I mean, 8 years ago, you couldn't just move past that point. People are gonna look at you a different way. They're gonna look at you as other. Now they're just like, oh, well, they didn't know about it. It was really all those mean white people. I don't understand. Like, yo, the person owned slaves here on this soil.
And chances are that person was a black woman that owned slaves.
Chances are they don't ever want to admit that part either. But chances are you're probably right.
I mean, there was a lot of women in general.
Yeah, there were a lot of women plantation owners.
Yeah, and when they talk about how bad the plantation was, it was those plantations run by women. Women are sadistic.
But yet you still want to vote them into positions of power, you big gummies.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, these crayon politics must stop, man.
There's a move right now, man, talking about old girl, old Kamala, talking about how all the stuff that she did as DA or whatever that she got outed for on the campaign trail, how that all got debunked. But then you ask people about the stuff, man, and they don't want to say nothing because apparently she's black now. She was Indian then, but she's black now.
She Indian again after she got in office. Remember the party she had, the first Indian American vice
Well,
president?
What that was
yo, I
that
did a
wasn't with the
whole
vice
show.
president.
I did a whole show about Kamala's black birthday because we had to track down when she literally became black. And the best that we could discover it was essentially on the day she announced her candidacy running for the president. Because before then, she was announced in Congress as the first Indian American woman. She campaigned, she existed as an Indian American woman in politics. And then suddenly she wanted to run for office, and it was happy birthday, I'm black now. And we had to do the whole show. I was doing like YouTube investigations, and we cracked the code. We figured it out, bro.
You know the crazy thing about that though is her being an Indian, she got to go to Howard, which means her grades probably
I
weren't that
just
good.
taking cut like maybe that
So
much.
she went to Howard University, and then all of a sudden,
Out in there.
Chucks and pearls
Chuck,
is the
mute
thing.
up. Chuck, mute
Sorry.
up. Talking.
Sorry. I'm done. Sorry.
Yeah, Chucks and pearls were the thing, right? She went to Howard University. That's how she got her black card. But there's that sexy piece of white meat that's down there in Texas A&M or whatever, and they like, yo, she's a white girl in a black college. Yo, I like white meat. One, I like Indian food.
Speaking of Indians in college too, I hear Indians are kind of getting in black colleges. Indians are like keeping HBCU numbers up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they are.
I mean, it's not just Indians. Like, there was this black HBCU that had a pilot program that basically paid for like I want to say like 75% of people to be pilots, and like it was all kinds of white dudes like jumping up in there that circumvent the whole thing,
Oh,
and they were like putting out all these white pilots.
you know what's so crazy
That's
about that?
hilarious. I
No,
want to see that. I need to get a news story on that.
no. I might do a on air report because this is not in the news. This is something I've seen with my own two eyes. Chicago has a black community college in the heart of Inglewood. All black people attend there, except for one of the best dental programs in the city where there's only Asians. So these agents come from all around the city to come to the hood just to learn how to clean teeth. And the black people who can get the class for free off a Pell Grant don't want to be dentists. It is the most bananas thing. But they all want to be social workers though. It's crazy. But taxpayer jobs, right? 70% of all those jobs are taxpayer jobs, teachers, social workers. They like that.
That's kind of like the wage gap myth or whatever, where they'll tell you that, oh, men have these jobs and they make this amount of money because racism, and then not only is men go out of their way to keep women out of these high paying jobs, right? But then when you start getting into the numbers and the practical realities, you find out girls don't even like to do the shit that pays a lot of money. And so they start rigging the game so girls can start making a lot of money.
Or girls can't do the job. Okay, truck driving, right? Truck driving is a man's job. Women have
You know,
become truck
wait a
drivers.
second. Wait a second. Dirty folks. I just realized somehow subconsciously I just associated the black community with women in general, but
Yeah,
please continue.
no, because you did right. Women, gays, and felons. So truck driving is a felon job. You got a felony, you still want to make good money. Boom, you get become a truck driver. Cool. Felons and people with Asperger are truck drivers. Cool. Now, with that being said, when a man is a truck driver, he brings home all this money. I know female truck drivers. They say that men get paid more, but I'm on the phone with your goofy ass while you paying the Mexicans to unload your shit, unhitch your trailer. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to pay out because you're not supposed to do the job. And that's the wage gap. I don't make as much as men. Yes, you do. You spend
That
more.
that probably can. I wonder how this works if you start talking about inflation. But there essentially takes what 3 or 4 women to do the job of one competent man.
I would assume like 7 women because it takes 7 lawyers to screw in a light bulb. So I assume 7 women for incompetent man.
All I'm saying is, in the grand scheme of things, the numbers got to be fucking up the money flow. Like this is what I started talking. That's why I was referring to inflation, because when they start talking about women entering the workforce and all that, like, well, yeah, it will totally fuck up the financial scheme if it takes you got to pay 7 women when you basically could have paid just one guy, and
I
that
mean,
one guy could have had a wife and 2 girlfriends, and everybody would have been happy.
and,
Well, look, an easy way to debunk the wage gap between men and women is if there was really that big of a wage difference and women were really getting paid that much less than men, then it would actually serve corporations. It would actually help their bottom dollar to hire more women than it does men, rather than these being more men dominated spaces. I mean, because
I've
if you
heard
can
that
actually get
before.
you can get the same amount of work out of labor out of someone and pay them less, why wouldn't you do that if that's going to bring you more money
but
on the
Right.
bottom
Why
line?
okay,
not
here,
all women? Why not just hire all women and save money and let the men figure it out?
here's the flip side to that though, and I agree with that, and I'm not going to dispute that. That's not my dispute. Slavery, everything's about slavery. Okay, cool. So you have a low entry job, not low pay necessarily, but low entry. Like you could be a girl to do it, right? It's so easy a girl could do it, right? And then you subsidize their employment. So if I have 12 or more employees, it makes sense for me to hire women to do girl stuff because the government is going to pay me more than what her salary is. So I have to have the upfront cost, but on the back end, I get paid to hire her. And she's the most educated because depending on how lazy she is, she either has to get a job at Walmart or she has to go to school. So now they're going to get degrees just to keep their benefits. The hustle is the hustle. The whole thing is girls can't think 3 steps ahead, so they think they're winning, but they're only winning as long as corporations do hire men because men have to pay 70 something percent of the taxes to pay women's salary for the bullshit careers that they get, just so they don't need a man.
Hey, this sounds like that flow chart, man, that I tagged you in, Hood.
So yeah, bro, that's all that shit is, bro. Like
No,
women not needing men is taxpayer.
I was thinking about the video I played earlier. It was a couple of streams ago when I was talking about globally there's this trend where men are pushing to the right wing and men are kind of being forced right wing is the way I describe it. Men are being right wing in a reactionary sense, whereas women are just driving to the left. It's like women hate men, but because men see the women hate them, they're moving to the right out of defense. But women are basically driving men to the right wing, and it's a global thing. And so, in that video I was playing, there was that one guy who broke down how like women say that they have to step up and do more because men don't make the same amount of money. But the problem is, these same women who complain about having to step up and do more will then turn around and vote for policies and laws that will automatically place them over the men. So now you have to actually earn more money. Sorry, as a woman, you're now taking all the jobs that the men you want to have would normally take. So there are less jobs, or there are less men with high-paying jobs to go around because women have legislated themselves into high-paying jobs. That's essentially the conundrum. And like once you kind of see it that way, like how do you not become right wing?
And not only that, but the saddest part is today's right wing is 1990s Democratic Party. Like we're not even. It'll eventually go far enough right, but right now they're just asking for Clinton economics.
Right. This is why, like, I don't even like talk about being Republican and all that anymore. Like, honestly, look, between the election of Trump's robbery or whatever, and January 6th, and then all I've learned over the years, I'm just not excited about politics and all that shit. And so that's just a whole, that's a whole other thing by itself. But then you realize like how much women are just politically against you, and it's like, bro, I'm not a Republican. I'm a far right fascist. Now what?
But
Oh,
I'm with you, bro. Try, but bro, look, this being and I'm not gonna go deep into this because niggas steal shit when they get a little piece of information. But this being a corporatocracy, bro, we can have what we want. America's a place where you have default, right? So if you're proactive, America will let you do whatever you want. Proactive plus $2,600, do what you want, right? But most Americans are reactive because 74% of Americans are functional illiterate, right? So they complain about child labor and custody laws and all that, but they're not mad enough to make a change. Like the Amish and the Mormons and um a lot of people, the Hebrew Israelites. Like there's a lot of people that move a certain type of way. The Hebrew Israelites don't work because they cater to black women because black women is God. They're the first organism, right? But they would have had a good thing going had they had any type of masculinity in them, right? So bro, basically, man, you got to branch off, man. And I'm gonna get reparations and everything, bro. Watch, we're gonna get reparations in this bitch.
hey, hey, I got to push back just a little bit, dirty, because they're going after the Amish like hard to paint right now.
Yeah, bro. I saw him
They
fucking with how.
are.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
saw
like
him fucking with how.
nobody's talking about it, man. But they gonna get them up out of here, man.
Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to it, but I've noticed that. You know what's fucked up, bro? Every now and then I gotta do like some routes into Amish country or whatever, and it's like lower Pennsylvania. They call it Dutch country, but it's like lower Pennsylvania outside of like Philadelphia, like between Philly and I think Hanover, maybe Pennsylvania. There's like a lot of Amish territory. I think that's literally Dutch country, but PA in general, bunch of
They go
Amish
from
people.
well, they go from there through all the way through Ohio, all the way up into northern Indiana, is where predominantly
Right. No, no.
Amish
The
country is.
Amish community is that wide, right? I'm just literally talking about Pennsylvania Dutch country. But yeah, the Amish community is way wider than just PA. But they're like the last white holdouts. And it makes perfect sense that the government's finally coming after the last white holdouts.
Hey,
Well,
you.
a lot of
They're
the reason why
literally
they're coming
German
after.
stock.
Well, the reason why they're coming after them too. Well, the reason they're using that they're coming after them too is because they are selling uh unpasteurized and
Right.
unhomogenized foods
I was about to
to,
say they sent the
to
FDA out.
private citizens, and
That
they also are.
pure white milk. Just
Yeah,
say it. You're not allowed to sell pure white milk anymore.
Hey,
you're not.
which is funny because they used propaganda during that whole hysteria thing because it was actually factory farming where that came from anyway. There's many books on this topic. Most of the time when you get all those recalls and stuff, it's the big places
Right.
Well,
It's the
yeah,
that
they're
companies.
receive
actually
recalls.
there's a couple Amish farms that are under litigation right now in Ohio for selling unpasteurized milk.
Yeah, but there's even rules to it. You put, hey, not for human consumption because you can feed it to your animals. You
Dude,
know,
I can take you to stores in Ohio that still sell unpasteurized milk.
yeah. Just I mean, there's so much wild stuff, man, that's going on right now, man, that nobody's talking about. I think it's more to do with that whole pure blood thing. With the last 3 years, how they weren't doing that particular medical procedure.
Well, yeah,
Could
the Amish
could be.
they survive COVID better than anybody. That's the secret right there. They don't want you to know. I bet you Amish birth rates went up during COVID.
I mean, why not? They don't have nothing else to do. But yeah, like, and that's all I was gonna say. But Dirty Snowman said it, bro. Like, it's they using the FDA to go to war with him. I
Did
thought
you
that
just call me Dirty Snowman?
I showed the fuck did. I'm sorry, angry snowman. I've been talking about dirty snow so long, man. You've been wanting to grift for a minute. I gave you a grift. You like, did you just grift me? Shut up. Anyway, yeah, bro. That's crazy that he used the FDA. That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
But
Like whichever way they get you, man. Because you remember Al Capone, how they got him?
yeah, they got
Tax
him.
evasion.
Yeah,
Yeah, like there's many ways to strangle the cat, if you will.
yeah, yeah. But but I think the Amish gonna beat it. People don't understand that the Amish also has some of the best lawyers in the nation.
Where are you from in Ohio, Snowman?
The Auglaize County area, which is in between Dayton and Lima off of 75.
Oh
Please
wow, okay.
introduce yourself too. I think you're new to the show, by the way. Welcome.
This is Leek. She's from my channel.
What is
All right,
up?
cool. Welcome.
Oh, hey, Leak. Earlier, if I said oppressed, I may have misspoke. I meant repressed.
Oh.
That was a Freudian slip, is what that was, wasn't it? True.
Hey, that's a good callback, man. I like that.
Hmm.
I think we got somebody else on the panel too. Is that Nick?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Got Nick the
What's
New
Great.
going on,
subscriber.
man? What brings you to the panel, bro? I know there's a lot of shit that we talked about today.
No, I disagree with what y'all was saying. Um, Going back to something earlier you was discussing. Well, it's kind of like a couple of videos I was watching with you talking about like how, oh yeah, going back to the home mat thing, like in education where you're essentially paying as a taxpayer to pay into like a system that's like against you, and you don't gotta look furthermore than like college. I'm currently in college, man, and one of the classes I take, which is like sociology, the professor is like essentially teaching us how to be a leftist, how to support like feminism and all that. Like the last class I was in, like every class she say some like insane shit, like where if you really think about it, like wow, this actually makes no sense. But the last thing she said is like how the father in the family has essentially oppressed the woman, the man, and how these myths are about like the child, like being oppressed by the man, and how like, you know, essentially in history women have always been victims of men.
Huh.
And it's like basically white man conquered the world, like basically what you say, but women and children have like always been the victims essentially.
I mean, you know,
College
it's
is
so
just the
funny.
indoctrination.
You know the funny thing about that. I've been playing with this idea in my mind for a little bit now, so I'm gonna just let it out here on the air. I think the feminists were right, but not in a way like they tell the story of, you know, the white man was, you know, he conquered the world and he's bad. And I'm like, no, the white man conquered the world. He was the first badass. Like, it's not his fault you guys weren't badasses ahead of him. If you discovered badassery before the white man, you would have conquered the world too. Like, I don't tell the story in a way that's like accusatory and just you're automatically evil because of what happened. I'm like, hey, that's the way the cookie crumbles, man. You wish you were the guy crumbling the cookie. That's all it does, right? But here's the way feminists are actually right, and I'm going to give them some props. Yes, men have oppressed women.
Pause.
Now we have
Pause.
oppressed women. No. Listen. Don't you dare back out on me now, white friend. This is the main reason I need you here, white friend, is
You're
moral
giving
support is suppressing the women. But
Yeah, but you're giving
look.
too much power to the women right now.
Hey,
Let me
let him
explain.
get it out first.
Let me
Yeah,
explain.
I
And you
gotta
tell
hear
me
this one because
you tell me if I'm wrong. Listen, we had to oppress y'all. You know why? Because without oppressing y'all, you would have never created the patriarchal network any other way. You would have never succumbed to rules and order without oppression. You would have never done the right thing without men to force you to. We had to force you to even understand what the right thing was. And then knowing you would still do the wrong thing, we had to force you to do the right thing anyway. And so my whole point is as society, as a civilization, no civilization could exist if the men didn't put some restrictions on the women. And don't get your panties in a bunch, because men restrict men all the time and nobody cries. But the minute I point out the fact that women have to be restricted as well, somehow you become the bad guy. No, we have to put rules and order on everybody. And it just so happens that men are the last word on rules and order.
I'd like to push back on what you just said.
Feel free, madame. Feel free.
Um, I disagree entirely with the idea that men have oppressed women for centuries, and oh my god, woe is me. Like, fuck all that. Okay. Um, to be oppressed is to mean that you're being abused, maltreatment. No. Now, obviously, there's cases over time where shit, a husband might have beat his wife, whatever, but people always have to go to the most extreme fucking examples, right? We're in the position we're in right now in America because men pretty much gave the baton to women and said, here, you can start making your own decisions. And look at where we're at right now. We're in fucking clown land.
I see you belong in the advanced class. It's good to know. I didn't know that when I first met you. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
so the whole idea of and it's sad, when it comes to the whole college thing. College nowadays it's a fucking indoctrination camp just program you to be this crazy leftist, power to the people, let's hate men, we're oppressed, and oh my god, like it's a bunch of BS, because if anything, women are oppressing themselves right now. Men aren't oppressing us. Are you serious?
No, here's I agree with you, but here's the thing, right? The funny thing is going to be the implosion, because men are still going to get blamed for the implosion, but
Mm.
it's
It's
still going
all
to
Jermaine's fault.
it's all men's fault. Men didn't stop us from being dumb, right? So no matter what happens, it's men's fault, right?
Right.
What
I,
what women
go ahead, too.
what women did, and this is what I'm looking forward to, and this is why Snowman gonna be my token white friend. What women did was they promoted racism, and now they're about to end racism, because people are like, yo, if you really think about the most racist things that happened, it all happened over either a black girl getting pregnant by a white guy, now we got a picnic, or a white girl getting whistled at by a black guy, now we got a barn burning, right? But it normally starts with women, right? The more desensitized men get to the cries of women, the cries of a wolf, the more collaboration men will have to fix it, because it's a group project. We all have to train our toddlers, right? So America will be a better place after you guys try to burn it down, and we just build from the ashes like a phoenix.
It's been on fire for quite some time.
But men just found out. Like it look, it took Kevin Samuels to die for black men to realize that black women don't like him. I've been
Nope,
telling that forever.
nope,
Hold on,
nope.
They,
what?
look,
Kobe,
look, look, look. They didn't
Kobe.
even learn with Kobe. Nope. They didn't even learn
They
with
didn't even learn
Kobe.
with Kobe.
It didn't even happen. They was just like, oh, damn, these bitches is tripping. They just thought it was like regular shit, because, bitches be crazy.
Hell, I go even further. Dudes that wasn't even a part of the so-called black female fuckery, like my man ARC and Simple the Pete, they went after them too. So I mean, shit. Hell, did, have you not learned? Have we not learned?
You,
They the ops, but we
you
like
know,
fucking the ops, right? Dirty.
nah, you know what's so funny? Now she started rattling off a couple of names. And this is something else I've noticed too. The matriarchy really hates male friendships. You notice how, like, your girl will always say you gay if you rather hang out with your homeboys than listen to her bullshit. Like it's almost like
That's
a natural
wild.
response. Like, bro, listen, I've heard this shit so many times. Like, not just personally, it's not just me. I've experienced it and I've witnessed it, right? But like,
Hey,
there was just this weird effort to attack male friendships.
Well, it's an isolationist
look,
technique. With the certain people, they have to isolate you to be able to control you. So if you have your
back.
friendship, you have somebody to like kind of lean on. And they don't understand like how males like bond with each other anyway. So like to them, you're like not to all women, of course, but to these particular ones that we're talking about right here, that you're a defective woman.
Hey, can we stop with the not all crap? I mean, I'm the what's the name?
No,
When
no,
they talk about
no,
black men,
no, I get you,
wait,
but I'm trying not to get pigeonholed because my voice goes a lot of different places, and I
gotcha.
think it's stupid to really have to say that, but I do that because like if I get clipped here, I don't want to have to like spend like an hour explaining myself somewhere else.
It's
Right.
almost a
That's like
And
habit
the
that's some
though.
pause
If you
thing,
live
bullshit
with
right?
right
someone.
there and right. Oh, go ahead, Lee. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say it's even a habit for me, not necessarily because I think I have to have it. It's just because there's always some person. Oh, not all, not all. It's
Oh,
just
I,
like, come on,
And they are
who said that?
snowflakes. They are fucking snowflakes. Look,
I,
what's this country called? What's this country called up until this point? I don't know what's gonna be in the next couple of years, but up until this point, it's called the United States of fucking America. We have this thing called Constitution, and one of the first amendments is the freedom of fucking speech. I could say what the fuck I want to say. If I want to say it's all these bitches, it's all these bitches until I'm proven otherwise.
it
You
is,
did?
but it is all, and it's not until you prove otherwise, until they prove otherwise. Here's the problem with that, and there's stereotypes for a reason, right? It's a survival technique, right? So the thing about being an exception is you become exceptional, right? It is it is it is conservative saying things in a certain way, and then uh I'm sorry, I forgot your name, love. But her saying, nah, I think all this bullshit. And he was like, oh, you in an advanced class. Like you have to prove yourself to be not, but there's a default of, right?
Yep.
So
Oh yeah.
you just have to assume that every woman is an adult sized 4-year-old until proven differently.
Hey,
Right.
now let me go back to the original point. Now, y'all did say, and I agree that it be the women talking about you niggas is gay because you all you want to do is hang out with the guys. I hate to tell y'all, guess where they got that so-called philosophy from, and that's why I hate these old niggas. They going out with the greatest generation right behind them. I hate these civil rights silent generation motherfuckers. These are the old motherfuckers that put that shit in these bitches is because they were trying to fuck their little under age asses. The reason I know, and my father ain't did none of the shit, but he said the same thing. And I quote, he's like, how come y'all always want to hang out with the guys and no one hang out with none of the girls? Because I'm trying to get money. I can only get money with the guys. The bitches want my money.
Well, there you have it.
Look, bro, I think
The
yeah,
silent generation of boomers, that's where it fell off at. Look, them
okay,
niggas woke up one day. They woke up one
Hey,
day after drinking that Ripple, that night
well,
train, and smoking them damn joints from the brown
okay,
paper bag. They
I,
was like, oh,
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But I think the real tragedy is that baby boomer men, regardless of race, move like Karens. So when
what
Karen
about
got
the
a
silent generation men? Look, we keep on letting these niggas become the scapegoat. Those civil rights generation assholes, they left their wives and their girlfriends because they won't go march with Martin Luther King and fuck
no, no,
white
no,
girls.
no, no, no,
Come
no,
on.
no. Whoa. I'll tell you what the silent generation happened. What happened to them? The silent generation was born during the Great Depression. They lucky to have a girl. These motherfuckers went to the army and everything just to get a couple of dollars. They were soup kitchened out, right? It's hard to be the man in your house when you can't pay your bills, right? It's hard to be the man when you last hired, first fired at the factory, and your girl got to go in and pull a titty out so somebody else kid could drink the milk to help pay the light bill. I understand their situation more than I understand the time of plentifulness with boomers, and they all decided to be androgynous and make single mothers behind trees at Woodstock, and then blame the kids that they procreated at Woodstock.
Now, Dirty, you know I got a 90-year-old father. Now, you know I got he still got his
hold on. Before we go too far past that, this is an interesting like dichotomy. I associate Woodstock and hippies and whatnot with like white excess of the '60s, but black people weren't really Woodstocking it. Like they were, civil rights and protesting. It was a
nah,
different
nah,
thing.
No, no, no,
no.
no.
Go ahead, Dirty.
Okay,
Tell
all
them.
right. Tell me wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Tell them, Dirty.
In the 1960s, if you look at those we shall overcome ass shits,
Mm-hmm.
those were 40 and 50-year-old people in three-piece suits. That's the silent generation.
Mm-hmm.
Their kids were 17 at Woodstock.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, two things can be true at one time. The kids were enjoying some of that good old integration, trying to get some white trim. It was two different struggles. You're looking at the boomers were the first generation that got targeted as children, right?
Yep.
So they was the first generation with TVs. It was like, yo, y'all the biggest generation. We gonna sell y'all toys and cornflakes.
Hey, Dirty, I'm gonna go even further. The silent generation was organization, Black Panther Party. Boomers, gangbanger. The Black Disciples and Gangster Disciples. Do I have to say any more?
Yeah, but actually they was started by the what they started by the silent of the boomers. But
No, boomers. The boomers.
yeah, the boom, yeah, the boom.
Hoover. Yeah.
Okay, but well, no. But check this out. The boomer. Okay, here's the thing with that. The gang thing happened because all the woodstockery that was going on, nobody was there to protect the communities. So all those gangs started with like 14-year-old boys that was like, yo, we ain't on this bullshit. It's not like
Hmm.
grown men was like, well, it was really the youth. That's why I say these youth are retarded. They still rapping. They ain't made new music or nothing. But like most movements, they started with the youth, and then as they matured as people, they put in rules and structure and things like that. But now we're at a point, and Israel said this yesterday, and I had to agree. Generation X is the only generation smarter than our parents and our kids. Like normally, kids supposed to be smarter than the parents, right?
I agree with you, except for me and her service.
That
We
is
the only
sad though.
we the only millennials on this
I
panel
mean,
that
even
got the higher kill, but
even the millennials, 1980s, it's still whatever.
early '80s, only early '80s, '81 to
Up,
'86.
Right?
up,
Yeah, I'm 81.
right
See,
up to the crack generation when they found out what baking soda was in
I
'86.
was born in 36.
There ain't no way in hell.
Hey, that's
But nah, yeah, that's a crazy thought though that we are the only generation smarter than our parents and our children. Like we hit the peak.
I mean, we middle aged. Look, everything
no.
comes from the
It has nothing to do with being middle age. It has to do with we are the first gen. Well, baby boomers were the first generation
fuck
that was.
up.
No. Baby boomers were described by their birth rate. They were the boom of babies, right?
Oh yeah,
The silent generation was the silent generation because white people didn't say anything. Black people call it the civil rights generation. White people call it the silent generation because they
Yo, that's fucking crazy.
yep.
They were silent in the face of they were silent because of us. That's
right,
why they got the name. They were like, you know what? We ain't even gonna say nothing. We just gonna let these niggas fuck it up and then they gonna
right,
see.
right. Generation X got the name X because we were the experimental generation. We were the control generation. Like we could, like, because what they thought was going to happen is since the boomers got high, they thought their kids were going to get high. What they didn't realize, the boomers weren't going to take care of their kids, and their kids was like, "Yo, we don't like what we just saw." We were the last generation to get a real education before they put all the they took out music and changed it with LGBT studies. You know what I'm saying? We were like, what'll happen? Let's see what'll happen.
Just like our generation in the hood, we was the last ones to have recess.
Bro, I remember
Hold
saying
on,
the
what?
Pledge of Allegiance, bro. Like, yeah, I don't think they really have recess like that. Not a lot of schools. Not
Hell, we was the last generation to write in cursive.
We the last generation that
That's
had to
actually
pass a
not
con.
true.
We the last
What?
generation.
Because
the
What?
recess thing.
I'm a Gen Z, and we had cursive. Actually, I think I'm class of 2016. I was the last class to do cursive.
It's recent that they just cut out cursive.
Matt,
So
Right,
Matt,
I'll give you that one.
from my understanding, we the last generation that had to pass the Constitution test to get out of eighth grade.
Nope.
yeah,
I had to take it too. I had to take
The
it too in
con-
2001.
well they made it a regional thing though because I'm class 2001 high school and we
you
didn't
talking
have
about the
to take
Bill of
that.
Rights testing?
No, the whole Constitution. That's why That's why us niggas in Chicago know our cases in law so much because we all had to go ahead and master that damn preamble.
Yeah, we didn't
Holy
have that in
rumble
eighth grade. We
shekels.
we
Wait,
had
wait.
to test
I'm
on the Bill of
sorry.
Rights.
I'm sorry. My excitement is getting the best of me. Do my eyes deceive me? Is that a super chat? Holy rumble shekels. I
Yeah,
got a.
that's coming
That's
from
my
my
first.
channel.
That's my first rumble. Oh, that's from your channel.
Yeah, because I'm simulcasting your stream. That's why you've gotten a lot of new people that you
I'm
already see
like,
their
why?
names.
Why am I getting a super chat? I thought it was like from Rumble or something. God damn it! Get your money off my screen, motherfucker.
Hey guys, thanks for
Fucking white
donating
man's money.
and making and forcing
Hey,
him to steal
hey,
my
Angry
money on
Stone Man,
his
I
stream.
got
I
I got a
appreciate
bone
that.
pick with you, sir. I got a bone pick with you. You just said about an hour ago about Ugg boots being for female, and I have to tell you that Uggs was
Hey,
started by men.
hey, it's not my fault if you are wearing women's shoes and people question your sexuality, sir.
No, I got the boots. I got the boots,
Hold
sir.
on,
I'm what
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm being petty, and you'll forgive me. Nigger warning here. But I don't think I like this white man making money off my Black History show. This does
Hey,
not feel right. All right, my
hey, just
melanin is
I
outraged
I
right
feel
Yeah,
now.
Ron
straight.
DeSantis making money off of Black History. Why not?
hey, just so
Amy
you know,
Snowman.
Hey, but
just so you know, Hood, freaking Dirty Folks makes money off of my streams every time we simulcast.
But that's
Every
reparations,
But
bro.
time.
there is no
That's
White History Month.
One day I made $20 and this motherfucker racked in like 60, and you
yo,
think he's fucking with me? No.
that's reparations, sir.
hey,
And
hey,
and
hey, hey,
and I
Snowman got that
He made
that
like
Sunny
60.
Holston
He
thing
made
going
three
on.
times what I made on my own stream.
and I still ain't seen that money because they super chatted it, and I still ain't got no
Hey,
money.
hey,
Damn.
Hood. Hey, Snowman got that Sunny Holston thing going on. His people might have got cashed out the wrong spot.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yo,
Nope,
you
I've
really
dropped your link
finagled
and
your
told them
way
they
in
can come
here.
over here. I've dropped your link and told them all to come over here and sub and like your stream and all that shit and donate.
I'm gonna make you pay a white man tax now.
That's what I'm
This
I've
is
talking
been
about.
paying.
outrageous.
Hey, you know
Charge
what,
him a
sir? I've
poll
been
tax.
paying you. I've been paying you regular reparations since you went to bat for a honky that you didn't even know. So I don't want to hear it.
You know what? You know what? Respectable. See, you guys don't understand. Me and Snowman, we actually have a bond based on real events. There, what he said is true. I'm not gonna get into the details of it, but I'm like, nah, y'all just
And
being black. Stop
I
fucking
That's
with
would
him like
like to
that.
say
that sound
that
racist. That's
I'm
racist.
offended
It
because I'm being
was.
oppressed by men on a panel right now.
You're
Okay,
not offended because you like it.
I'm saying that you're not oppressed because you're clothed.
Hey,
I'm
all right,
I'm
so
what?
You're clothed
you
and you ain't in
close
the kitchen. You're not in the kitchen and you got clothes on. You're not
But
oppressed.
hold on.
and
Oh,
got
so
shoes,
are
probably
you
got shoes
saying that
on too.
are you saying that if a woman's in the kitchen, she's oppressed?
That's what women say. I thought she was hungry, but they say it's oppression. I'm like, okay.
I think that's the best place for women to be.
I,
Look, that's literally why I frame it that way about. I mean, honestly, I was being dead real when I was making that speech about feminists being right. Listen, women would not have family lives if it wasn't for oppression. Like you have to force them into the nuclear family situation. There's no other way around that. The women got that right. The women are telling us, they're showing us right now what they would do without oppression. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you need to be oppressed. Deal with it.
Yeah,
but
But
but like,
that being said, girls call everything oppression nowadays. So
Right,
half
it's
the time when I
everything,
talk
everything.
about it, I'm
Oppression,
really joking.
everything
but
now.
oppression saves lives. Again,
It
oppression
does.
saves lives.
well, they say marriage is tantamount to slavery, and providing nutrition for your kids and your husband is a tantamount to like being oppressed. That's crazy.
Those chicks are like children that just use words that they heard their parents say,
Yeah,
but they have no
yeah.
yet they have no idea what they
But
actually mean.
but
You know?
you know what's wild? Like the whole society, especially people that tend to be on like one political side, the extreme left, if you will, they have to control speech and they have to conflate everything. So like these particular women are doing the exact same thing. And if words don't mean anything, then we can't communicate with each other. If we
You
can't
know,
communicate with each other, it's all
Exactly.
confusion.
Well, you
I
know,
don't know if I ever brought this to a panel. I don't even remember. But this whole
Artie.
thing about this whole thing about when I did that stream a while ago about men going to the right globally and women going toward the left. Like I don't think I've gotten too many guys' opinions on that. But what do you guys think about that whole thing? Because I think this is something that like we all can't really escape. It's weird. The future seems to be trending right wing. What are your thoughts on
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
Civil
You
War.
make a good point. You
What
make a
makes
good
you
point.
guys
I'll just
say
say,
that?
but it has to be that way.
It
There's,
has to be.
I'll tell you why. Because women are not vertical thinkers; they're lateral thinkers, and they think one step ahead. Right? They really don't think in contrast to how their actions reflect other people. That shows when they say that they don't need a man because they make their own money, then say men should pay all the bills. Right? Nothing they say
Right.
is really rational. Right? Like, and they say dumb shit without a comma. They be like, "Yo, I don't want to date my best friend because it mess up the friendship, but I want to marry my best friend." Like, what the fuck? Look,
Yeah,
like,
really makes
like,
no sense.
anytime girls have clothes on, I just assume it's dumb. But
Yep.
here's the thing. So the in order to say like, I see where this is going. I see this is going to go all the way bad, right? We have to stop this. So now you're like, yo, but here's the issue. Are you sleeping with the enemy and are you willing to stop the enemy in your bed? That's the problem that men are having. Like, can I stop the domestic terrorist in my bed? And that's going to be the
Domestic terrorist. Why are you
yeah.
even
Yes.
with that woman in the first
Yes.
place? That's the problem. Let's
No,
start
no, no,
there.
no, no. Let's not start there because you never know if she's going to be a kidnapper.
Nope.
You never know if when
What?
she gets a kidnapper. That's what happens when women get primary custody. When men get custody, men don't keep their kids away from the mother. Women will move all across the country and say your daddy dead.
And you know what?
Oh,
I wonder how many cases of that you hear. You know what? You know what you hear? You hear the rare extreme where, like, he took my baby back to Pakistan or something like that. But for the most part, like, American Western men, we don't really believe in breaking the family apart and being vindictive with the children the way women do. It's a very feminine
Bullshit.
tactic.
Bullshit. I'm a different breed. I'll do it. I'll
Well,
do it.
Dude, you are still in the minority, and we'll
right.
still be cool. But I'm just saying, you're not. You're a special nigga.
Case in
But
point, like even some of the cases, I really don't like using celebrity cases, but Erica Mena and that Safari dude, she got pissed off at him because she wasn't get as much child support. Then she freaking moves to Florida from whatever state they were in, I think Georgia. He buys a house there, and then she gets pissed off that he bought a house there and then moves back to Georgia. You know how much money she's costing this dude? Like
right,
just that little dust up. And there's so many dudes that deal with crap like that, man.
right.
To
But
where
you
they be petty, and you got to pay the bill just to see be in
Hey,
your kids' lives. Then
oh,
they
what
get
about
mad
these
at you.
old hoes? What about these old hoes like what's her name? Dre Michelle and all these other hoes getting these bitches is fucking 40 years old getting knocked up by these little teenage little 20 some millionaires and shit like
I
that
mean,
and they
but you
run
know
off
what
to
that
the
is.
fucking sunset.
Yeah, but you know what that is. That's their retirement plan.
yeah, that's a, but even with that, the fact your coochie your retirement plan, but you don't need a man, but you need a man's resources is also
that's
part of the
why
problem.
you guys got to stop listening to what women say in general
Oh,
because usually it never makes any sense.
but
Again,
men
we don't
don't.
listen to what no clothes on.
But we
Yep, you only
don't.
talk to a woman when she has her clothes off.
Right. But with that being said, that goes back to why are men becoming more right wing, right leaning, and the reason is because
I don't know if
after.
I believe that.
But nah, you
It
whether you
it,
believe
it,
it or
it
Because
not.
our
happens.
country, from what
Okay.
I understand, are mostly that like it seems like most people they actually don't care that much about the regular values of how things are supposed to be traditionally versus anything goes, everything's on the left. Who are all these people that want to be on? Take the political shit out of it. Who
No,
are
no,
all
it's
these
the
people
benefit.
that value these traditional values?
No, no, but it's the
Well, I mean,
benefit.
the
We talking
It's the
left
about
is
benefit of.
mostly
liberals and conservatives.
But
yeah, the
but it's
left is
it's the
mostly like women, gays, and hats, bro. That's outside
So
of
you're
that.
telling me there's no straight men that are on the left? Come on.
no, no. But
No,
check this
what
out.
yeah,
Check this
go
out
ahead,
though.
Opportunists.
finish.
Check
Only
this out though. The
opportunists.
Overton window shifted so far and so fast to one side, it has to go back. It's a pendulum. And
Right.
like, and when we're saying right, we're not saying like,
Republican.
1950s Leave It to Beaver. We're talking about like going closer to the center. Because like the traditional center is like where we were in the 90s. Closer
Hell,
to it
That's
I
the
anyway.
I
problem.
go
People
I go
need to
back
pick
even
a
further.
side.
We
There
we
is no
we we'll
center.
sell in the middle of like the Wonder Years. Can we just go ahead and be like the Wonder Years, like a
Okay.
motherfucker?
Okay.
I
Okay.
think people need to pick a side. There is
Okay.
no middle. You
Okay.
can't
So
have
that
one foot in the door and one foot out.
and I agree, and that's
Says
why.
who?
No, no,
Speak for
no.
yourself.
That's what
No.
people are literally
I
doing. That's why
agree
we're
with
here where
her.
we are.
I
That's why
agree
we
with her.
are where we are right now.
I agree with her. That's why I always say slavery. I never say yo equality. I'm like yo, we need slavery. You
No,
need
see,
to.
I disagree with that, Leak, because I think that
Oh,
people do need to be a little bit more objective.
I
You
just
know,
saw
the whole putting all your support on one party just because it's the party and
That's why
everything
I
they
said take
stand
the
for is
political side out of it
Let-
and
Take,
just look at
okay,
the values.
the value. Okay, the value system of women
but in
controlling
the
power.
political side of it, doesn't the political side of it kind of
No, no, no.
dictate the values of a party?
No. The people dictate what side the politics are going to go on. I think one of the worst things that happen are women and gays being the loudest squeaky wheel. Men don't speak up. Men just adjust.
Well, it's only like that
We
because
adapt.
we could not
Right.
be, we couldn't do that if men didn't allow it. We already know that.
I totally
That's
agree
true.
with that. I totally agree with that. But this is the thing. So in black politics right now, they have a whole thing going toward black women saying, "Yo, black men aren't voting with us anymore." Like they're abandoning our political values.
Oh my God, what is that?
What type of domestic violence is
Somebody
going on?
babysitting.
Oh wow.
Hey, it isn't me for a change.
Type of, I
It
thought
isn't?
Ain't
somebody.
me.
Yeah.
Hey, cause like my money would have been on you, man.
Yeah,
I know it would have. It ain't me this time.
yeah. So you have a whole. No, we're not talking about politics. We're talking. Well, we're talking about values. Black men's
Oh,
values are
is that his
shifting.
kid?
It sounds like a kid.
I know, right?
I
Black
mean,
men's
yeah, but
val. Damn,
what's
whose
wrong with
kid is
you?
that? That is you, Snowman.
No, it's not me. It really isn't.
Who the hell's in the background?
I don't know. It
Hood,
sounds like a
is
kid
that you,
though.
Hood?
That might be Hood. Hood ain't.
No, that was somebody kind of new. I think it might have been somebody from your audience,
It
Snowman. But
ain't from my.
yeah, I just dropped them back down. It
What was
was
her
a
dad's
weird
name?
distraction. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. One second. Is this not a name I ever? Just a rando?
I don't know
Just
who that is.
No, no. It says Annette.
I don't know who that is either.
But yeah, that was a interesting segue. But okay. Anyway, continue.
but yeah, so you're looking at a you're looking at why women. Here's the thing: the whole part of being a matriarchy is listening to girls with clothes on,
Yep.
and
Oh
what
my god.
and what's happening. I mean, I'm being honest.
Hey, I just want to point out, Hood, too, that I am finding I found the only level-headed black woman on YouTube, and you're speaking to her. Her name's Leaked.
All right,
Link. Okay, I didn't know if you were black or white, but
She is black
you
as
you
shit, man, but
all
sounds
right.
white as fuck.
I'm
you are
actually
in
not
the
black as shit, according to the black standards. Actually, I'm light
okay. You're
skinned.
less black, fine, but you're still in the advanced
I
class,
had
so
to
just
troll.
bear
I'm
with us.
sorry.
All right. It doesn't change my opinion though. Like that's a huge part of taking women's thoughts and feelings in consideration, even though you know she's gonna say some dumb shit, but you just want her to be quiet, so you say yes, dear, and you let her have her
That's the
way.
problem.
And I didn't say it wasn't the problem, but the paradigm switch on that is like, look, we let you talk, and all you said was dumb shit, so now we're not listening. We have to do what's in our own best self interest, or everybody's gonna be fucked up out here. And now the whole thing is, oh my god, I can't believe they're saying we're fucking things up. We're the best thing since sliced bread. Oh my god, without us, you wouldn't be able to know how to brush your teeth or comb your hair. And you're like, what? Like, okay, so that's where we are right now. And to be perfectly
Dude,
honest
what was
with
the
you,
purpose of my mom then? Because she didn't teach me none of that shit.
they didn't teach their kids none of that shit either. They just fucking liars. Anyway, but that and that's the argument, right? Like, yo, you won't feed us. You won't. You're playing uh what do they call it? Prostitute games, but act like it's relationship goals. So there's really no purpose. I got $40. There's no purpose. So we should do what's best for us, right?
Well, what
Yep.
the one thing is like the short sightedness, right? That's like would lead to like ultimate destruction, and everybody like trying to do this like hedonistic kind of lifestyle or whatever on one
Oh
particular
yeah.
side, and then
Mhm.
like you have to like balance out, wants versus needs kind of thing, and dudes are being more pragmatic, at least on the benefit piece, and that's the reason why they're moving more toward the other side because it's
Man,
like.
they ain't being pragmatic. No, 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 no. These niggas just bitter and mad. I ain't gonna even
Not,
lie.
not,
These
not,
niggas just go ahead.
Yeah,
some are.
but even if they are being bitter and mad, they're still saying like, "Hey, what's the point of
Hey,
me?" Like,
shout out to Deplorable. You ain't wrong though with that $5 ball. Sending my
look, man,
Chicago money for rent at Angry Snowman. LOL.
Hey, no, hell no, bro.
Getting paid in Black History Month. This
Chi-town,
is a
baby.
fucking
Chi-town,
Hold on,
outrage.
Inglewood.
hold on. Hey, wait,
Dude,
man.
if this
he's
ain't
shouting out people.
gentrification, I don't know what is.
Man,
Hood.
he's
I
shouting out
don't.
people on his cash app on another man's channel. Man, hold
Man,
up.
and then he from
Chi-town
Chicago,
shit. That's Chi-town shit, man. That's how
and
we
he
get
from
down.
Chicago too, man. That's crazy. You ain't even support the Shot Town people on the look. Fuck you. Fuck that. And cancel this dude, man. Boo this man. Anyway, look, I understand. Look, I don't even understand, right? Because here's the thing: being pragmatic means you're still looking for a way in order to make it a win-win situation, and that's normally what men do. That's how every deal is made. If we won't get everything we want, but if you get enough of what you want, I get enough of what I want. I could be happy with 80% of what I came to get.
Mm.
Generally
We
speaking,
compartmentalize better than regular people. That's what we do.
nah, I mean that's the nature of sales. That's the nature of life. The problem is women want everything and nothing at the same time, and they'll raise the village in order to get their way.
This
Yo,
what this what women want. All right, they want a seafood broil. They want the whole fucking crab legs, lobsters, and shrimp, and a fucking what's the name? But they don't want to get the bad stinky coochie and bad breath after eating it.
Now it's not even that. They want they want the oysters, but they're allergic to shellfish, and then they're mad at you because they get sick.
That's
Oh,
funny because I'm allergic to shellfish.
wow. That must be real interesting at certain places you go to.
Not
I'll just
really,
say this.
because I mean I don't go like I eat fish, but like I don't go to crab boils and shit. Like I didn't grow up eating stuff like that anyway. Neither did my mom because she's allergic to shellfish as well. So it's kind of like eh.
It's
And then
probably
you
You
easier
just you
to like
just you
live
just said
someplace.
crab boil like it was the N word. By the way, I haven't really quite heard that.
hey,
Just this
hey,
nigger bullshit.
no, no, Hood. That
That's
that
what I
is
heard
a
too, Hood.
that is a thing, man. Some people they just look down on those things,
This
man.
shit looks gross anyways.
yeah, I can't eat it
The way
myself.
people eat it.
I don't look down on
Hell,
people.
like I went
I don't.
to a crawfish boil one time, and there was a chick. She wasn't eating any crawfish, and I was like, "Yo, what's up?" She's like, "I don't eat anything that I can see the face." I'm like, "Well, just pull the
Oh
head."
my
I,
god,
I was
I
like, "Just
can't
pull."
stand.
I was like, "Just pull the head off." And she's like, "No, no, no." So like, she's like disgusted by the crawfish, but she's eating the hell out of corn, potatoes, and I think it was some sausage or something like that that was in the same water as getting boiled as crawfish. And I'm like, you're still eating stuff from the same thing. What's the which is the boils down the whole thing we've been talking about, the attitudes of a lot of these women, everything and nothing. So she's eating the stuff, but she's disgusted by the same stuff that she's eating.
Look,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, but that, yeah, I mean, that was a great analogy to be honest with you. I'm not even gonna try to top it, but that's what it comes down to, bro.
What it's gonna
Exactly.
come down to is men need to stop settling for these birds.
No, the
Eh.
thing is, all of you are birds. That's the problem.
No, we're
No, no, no,
not.
no.
No, we're
Okay,
not.
all right, cool. So, but the whole problem is, I expect women to act like women.
But
So
that's the thing.
no, no,
Y'all
no,
say that and then y'all just settle for
no,
trash.
No,
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 no, no,
no,
no.
no,
That's
no,
not
All
my
women are
no.
fault.
birds. Lee, all women are birds. Now we got some
No.
buzzards. No, no,
No,
no. Listen, look, we got some buzzards. We got some vultures. We got some once they put their head in the damn sand, act like they don't know what the fuck going on. And we got the rare ones like you. You a fucking owl.
I ain't even say that part. You added that shit. You pandering. But here's the thing. My point is that
Just a little bit.
people people only operate with penalty. Women are getting all of the reward with none of the penalty. It's a
Okay.
participation trophy era, right? Everybody gets a
Right.
trophy. What I am saying is you have to have a penalty. It doesn't matter who the girl is as long as she serves a penalty. Like I crack jokes, and
It
I'm
matters who the girl is. That's
not
the
not not
problem.
not really. Girls just think that. But here's the thing. So
Okay.
you know what's so weird about girls? And I'm not. This is so weird. Women act like that every man in America dated the same one girl. Like she has various ages, races. She lives in every region. Like we all had that one bad experience with the same one girl. Like we don't
But
all go through the
actually, to
same
be
type of.
fair, it's men that have come out and they've been speaking up for quite some time now about what they're going through.
Right.
It's what's generally happening is the same bullshit, regardless of what
I know,
woman it is.
I know. I
But,
understand.
So you
hold on, hold
saying
on,
that
hold
we're
on, hold on.
saying
Wait a minute.
something.
Wait a minute. If it's the same bullshit, regardless of what woman it is, out of your own mouth, then the issue is women all do the same
No,
bullshit.
it's not. No, it's not. You're missing
You
what I'm saying.
okay? We'll re-say it because
What
you
I'm
just said it.
trying to say is
Okay.
because of the shitty climate we have in this society right now, unfortunately, most women are full of shit. Okay. So most men get with these trash ass women and they're having the same complaints. There's a minority of women where this is not happening. The issue is just that I know that doesn't make the rule, right? So it's just to just say, well, all, doesn't really make any sense because, well,
Ev-
Well, what changed? What like my question is, what changed because it flipped because it wasn't the case? What changed?
what changed as time has gone, because of course the happy wife happy life shit didn't start just a decade ago. That started decades ago with what, the boomers.
No,
you
no,
know
no. The silent generation. It was the silent generation. They started that bullshit.
okay, let's go with the silent generation, right? So this has been going on for shit almost a century. So they dropped the ball. And let's keep it real, if men would have rose up against feminism and thrown the fucking towel, we wouldn't even be having this fucking conversation right now. Let's just keep it real.
okay,
Yeah,
that's fine. But
yeah,
men,
but it's
Yes,
still
we
by a
would.
thousand.
Yes, we would.
no,
This
no,
is
We
no,
nothing but a
wouldn't.
repeat.
wait, hold
Yes,
on.
we
It,
will.
it's sent by 1,000 cuts though. So like it's every incrementalism. That's the reason why we're here to this day. And like because people like were like, well, it's not that bad, it's not that bad, it's not that bad.
Right, right,
The
right.
boiling frog kind of thing.
Right. They didn't. It's not up until recently where people are like, oh my god, like you just said the boiling frog thing. You know, you're
No,
not
but
realizing you're being boiled until it's too late.
Mr. O,
Go
Mr.
ahead.
check this out. I don't even remember this, but he remembers this. Once upon a time, he met me in real life. He said I gave him some games, shook his hand, and dipped off. Right. The things that I was saying to him in the early 2010s, I've just become more steadfast in it now. It's not that men just started saying stuff. Men just had a vehicle to communicate with large groups of other men. So it's not, yo, I ran into dirty folks and he told me this, he gave me some game to live my life on, and I roll with it. It's yo, it's I went through that too. Like, okay, I have friends for
Pretty much.
like 30 years, right? 30-year friends since we were kids, right? But we fell out of contact for like the last 15, 20. People moved around, I moved around, and we all ended up back in Chicago at the same time, the same place, and we're talking. And they were like, "Yo, bro, woo woo." When we was kids, you got on that bullshit. I was like, "Bro, low key, bro, that wasn't even me. I was trying to defend my parents because they was on bullshit, and I was just eating that for the last name." And they was like, "Oh, nigga, you could have told us that all our daddies was weak and all our mamas was bullies." But that's
See,
not a conversation that you have until you're amongst those people, right? So it's so now there's a bunch of guys who have been shamed that think that dysfunction is normalized, and then they hear somebody say, "Yo, no, that's dumb shit. Don't go for that." They be like, "It wasn't me. I'm not crazy. All black people said I was crazy."
Well,
Like,
you
nah,
operate in your own silo too a lot of times. So it's like it's not going to come up in regular conversation. You
right,
would you would you would have to like be like what I'm saying, you working on something and your boy be like, yo, what's going on with you, man? Because he can see the frustration on you. He know there's something else. But like most people aren't around those kind of people anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like most people are in their own little thing, and then
hmm
there's a bunch of people that don't give a shit about anybody around them.
hey yo, check this out. Hey Lee, let me give you a history lesson. Let me go ahead and get you in real quick. Check this out. We in the same time
Okay.
period. We in the same time period over 100 years ago. What happened over 100 years ago? What that character by the name of Susan B. Anthony? Even in her time, the chicks around this time thought that bitch was fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And salute to the lost generation, the last good generation. Them motherfucking people, even though they was fucked up, they was drugged out just like the damn boomers. Where you think they got the whole be free, let live, and all that shit from that damn lost generation? Them motherfuckers, they just let everything be. It's the same thing we're doing now. It's gonna cause a national or global catastrophe, something like a depression. How many recessions have we had in the last 20 years?
I
Well,
don't know,
well,
I'll
plenty.
well.
wait. I'll wait.
Honestly, we've been due, and we've been sustaining. So guess what? It's going to be larger each and every time we stave off the minor discomfort, and it's going to get worse.
Yeah, dystopia. Fuck a depression. It's gonna be a dystopia. And just like our lost generation, greatest generation counterparts, Gen X's and millennials are alike. It's gonna be us that gotta go ahead and ride this thing through and basically bring back some good character. But
I wish I knew
uh,
who was speaking right now.
it's Mr. O with the info. Give me what you need to know, but you ain't here for me though, dog.
He got a whole tagline. That's hilarious. No, but to answer your question, yes, all women. All women, any woman who's not is an exception, and exceptional people know they're exceptional, so they don't even care. They don't. You can't
What do you
have.
mean we don't care? We do care.
I didn't say you was exceptional, but that's crazy. Put we in that though. But anyway,
I
but
mean,
but
it doesn't really matter if you say it or not.
but
No, no. The thing is, though, what he's trying to say is that, like, if you understand that you aren't a part of the majority, your existence doesn't cancel out the overwhelming majority.
Right, I know that, which is why I speak on this so
but
much.
no. But the whole thing is choose better doesn't make you the exception. That makes the average. To say
That's
to tell men to choose better, given the information that men have, right? Then there is no better choice if every single man is choosing wrong. If marriage rates are projected to be 2%, that means 98% of men are bad choosers? No.
Let's just keep it real though. Most men are simps though.
Yeah,
That's
that
true.
is
In
true. That is
America,
true.
But
yes,
But
even
most
but
that,
men are
also
simps. That's the
also
problem.
a lot of women though are operating from this hive mentality. If Cardi B
The-
does
but
something,
but that's my point. That's literally
yeah.
my point. But the
Get
thing
this, get this.
is,
You have to change the inputs though.
uh,
So like the same guys that don't want their woman or whatever to take the damn kids away because the guy's gonna have structure. Her doing that is actually subjecting them more and more to this BS. So they're gonna be more
that's why you.
inclined.
That's why that's why there's a lot of men who are online with a lot of good information, you know, that are helping men to understand what to do and what not to do. I know you made some mistakes in the past with this chick. This is how you move forward. You do not have to stay where you are. That's why there's information out there like that right now. Now I know
Well,
that's
let
not going
me
to reach every single man, but there are a lot of men who are coming out the matrix.
let me point something out. Choose better is not horrible advice in a vacuum, right? In and of itself, saying choose better.
Shit, men
But
say
the
that to
problem is,
women.
I know, but women are playing a different game. Like telling a woman to choose better when everything is in her favor hits a lot different than telling a man to choose better when everything is stacked up against him.
I
And
Yeah.
disagree with that
Nope.
that's
completely.
but that is the fundamental
How is
situation, though.
everything? Okay, it's a little vague to be
Men,
fair.
men literally simp for women. So if women are having a hard time in relationships, it's because they're picking the wrong guys off rip.
But did you not just agree that most men are simps
no,
in
he said
Again,
America?
that.
so if most men are simps and women are getting their heart broken, they're fucking dumb.
Hey, but
Yep.
check this out. Check this out. You can
But
be a
that
simp. You can be a simp. And you can still provide. And you can still be actually a good person.
you're missing the point though. Okay, some of us women, you know, we actually want a strong man. We actually want a man to lead. We actually don't. We actually are not okay with the current climate that we're in with that the women are, you know, they're making it hard for everybody pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Some of us actually don't like simps. Some of us
Mm.
think they're repulsive. I don't want to be with a man that's scared to talk to me. I don't want to be with a man that's going to worship me. I want
I
to be with
I,
a man that
I refer
understands
you.
his position in this world, that he is
I, I
above
t-
me.
I
I don't want
refer
to be
you
with a
again
man that
to the
believes we're
minority.
equal.
I refer you to the minority majority fallacy that we keep trying to explain here. That's You're not wrong, but you're like one out of 99,000.
I get that, but I'm trying to make a point here.
And that's not even
My
true.
point, my point is, well, I doesn't really make a difference because I'm very consistent with the things that I say,
I
regardless.
understand, but you
Yes,
keep
he
being
is.
consistently wrong. Look, let
But
me.
I'm not consistently wrong though. That's the thing, because you can agree to what I'm saying right now.
I could, but I don't because you're wrong.
How am I
Yeah,
wrong?
yeah,
I'm
we're trying to
wrong
convince.
about.
You're trying to convince. We're trying to explain to you exactly what you're getting wrong. That's why I tried to say that the choose better thing in and of itself isn't wrong, but you're kind of not seeing the entirety of it.
I'm not
Choose
seeing
better
the
in a game
entirety
that's
of
kind of rigged
what.
against you. All right, so when you say choose better, do you assume that there's an exceptional woman waiting for every
No,
average
no, no.
man?
No,
So,
no, no, no. That's not what I'm saying.
well,
Well, get this. Well,
so
get this real quick. Here's the example. Okay, Steven Crowder. He was married to his wife for how long?
Oh my god.
No. Seriously, seriously. Like, no. He was married to his wife for a certain amount of
What he's
time, and then
making
he
is
decided.
what he's making is actually a really good parallel
Yeah,
because what they've been trying to tell you is the difference between the game that men are playing and the game that women are playing is women already for the most part they're given
they
an
play the
idea
game
of
on
what they're
easy mode,
purchasing.
right?
You know that they already
I
know
get.
whether or not the man that they're with is wealthy or
Hold on,
not.
let him tell the crowd a story. Yo, what up? What up, man?
well, I wasn't even gonna tell the Crowder story. I was just gonna say, okay, he was married for what, like what,
I
six,
don't know.
7 years, something like that. Okay, and then all of a sudden, like what, year six, the wife jumps bad. That I don't know if you can choose. You can select out for choosing for that. If she's
I,
gonna jump bad at year six.
I,
Well,
no, it's not even
well,
that. It's not even that. Here's the fallacy of all women's arguments. Women are chickens, men are foxes. It's the chicken trying to teach the fox how to hunt chickens. But what you end up getting is a warthog teaching a Simba how not to hunt warthogs.
but that's the thing. Whose fault is that for you guys listening to women?
That's why I'm not listening to you, but you keep saying that you're right.
To be fair,
Touche.
this is to be fair. This is a panel. and we're having a conversation.
I understand
So
that.
it's very ignorant for you to just say that because I'm a woman, everything that I'm saying is wrong.
No, what
That
I'm
sounds
saying is
stupid as
no.
shit,
What
by the
I'm
way.
saying is the prey can't teach the hunter how to hunt prey.
I
You can't say
already know
choose
that, but
different.
that's not. I'm not here to
But
teach
that's the
shit to
argument.
y'all.
The argument is
That's
choose
not the
better
argument.
prey. That's
That's
the
not
argument.
the argument.
I am in a pack of porcupines. Choose better
That is
porcupine.
not the argument. You
Okay.
guys just again, you just and that's where the bias comes in. You just assume because I'm a woman about
No,
what
I
I'm
don't
going to
assume
say and
because
what
you're
I'm
a
No,
woman.
saying.
no, no, no.
Hold on,
Now
hold
Yes,
on,
look,
hold
yes,
on.
yes. I've been on
Tell
this
us,
panel
where
many
you think the
times.
argument is. Tell us where you think the argument is, because maybe we're having a little translation issue. So if that's not the argument, what is?
The argument of what choosing better
Right. That's kind of what we were all getting stuck in the back and forth about. Like you mentioned choosing better, and we were all kind of
because you
like,
hear
eh.
that and then you guys just say, "Well, all women are going to be the same anyways." Okay, so what the fuck's the solution? You guys just put your head in the sand?
Oppression.
That
Oppression is a
sounds crazy
solution.
to me.
Oppression is a
That
solution.
doesn't sound like men that actually want to see a change.
No, no,
No,
no. There's
the
plenty
actual
of
That's what
solution
you're
to the
saying.
problem,
Let's just stick our heads in the sand. Fuck it.
no,
Let's allow the
no,
women
the solution
continue
to
to
the
take
no.
problem
over.
You
is
literally just described the birth theory that I have said previously, but go ahead.
no. No,
uh,
there's plenty of solutions, but it's a multi-pronged, multi-year.
it really isn't. It's a
No
Yeah.
real
shit,
simple
but you guys
solution.
aren't.
You
You
just don't
guys
fuck
aren't
with. You just don't.
discussing
If you
that.
just stop fucking with these daggles, that's the solution. That's literally the
How
solution.
was that?
Stop fucking with them.
That's
Yes.
true. That's
Stop.
true. We
Leave
will.
them the fuck alone.
Okay, cool. So check this out.
They in high
But you
abundance
guys
though.
hate hearing that
No, no,
shit
no.
because
It's
you
like
want them. You
it's
want to
not.
continue to fuck with these
Hold on,
female
hold on, hold
men.
on, hold on,
And
hold on,
how
hold
would
on, hold on, hold
that's
on, hold
no
on.
fucking choice.
Order in the court, order in the court. Somebody was about to tell the Steven Crowder story, and we kind of
No,
interrupted him. Can
he
we go
told.
back to that?
You guys
No,
have
he
been
told the
over
crowd a
talking
He
me
story.
already
the
told
entire
it.
fucking
He
time.
told
I
it.
can't even get a point out without being jumped.
No, here's the
No,
thing.
no, no. Like I wasn't gonna tell the story, Hood. I was just saying, like at year six of a 7 year marriage, your wife jumps bad. I was like, how can you choose better? Like, there's no way to select for that.
There's no
He
way.
didn't turn on to be a piece of shit out of nowhere. There's so many red flags usually. The same way when if a chick claims that he was this amazing guy, and all of a sudden, a lot of times, there's fucking red flags that people ignore. Let's just be honest.
No, no,
Yes,
I give you that in
you want
certain
fucking
relationships.
blindsided every
No,
fucking
no, no.
time.
But I get you that in certain relationships. But if your wife just like up leaves and takes the kids or whatever, I'm like, there's certain stuff you can't select for. And if she's
Yeah,
like a good 6 year actor, like that'll be very hard to
I,
like
in true Hype's defense and everyone else's defense up here, it's kind of hard for a man to be able to tell and predict the future that 10, 15 years down the road, this woman that says she loves me now is going to divorce me and
That's
take
why you
everything I
don't
have.
just choose so fast. That's why you don't. But that's the thing. Most guys
Well,
just
that,
That's
want
all.
the fucking dicks. They're not looking at
well,
the
That's
woman
all.
that's
Yeah,
what
Okay,
first.
Reed.
that's what I've been on for a while. Is yes, men can choose better, but at the same time, you know, you can't put all the onus on vetting, because you can vet all you want. Vetting someone doesn't predict the future.
Of course it
That's
doesn't.
true.
But the same way you guys are saying that women want guarantees, you guys sound like you want guarantees.
No, women
The
are
only
great.
guarantee I want is if I to put a ring on your finger that you're going to fucking go all the way throughout that whole that marriage with me until one of us die.
And
That's
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 not
where
even
vetting comes in.
and that's
But
not
no
even
one's actually
guaranteed.
doing that anymore. We're just
But
we're just the vibe, the vibe. She's
okay,
cute.
Again,
Well,
leak,
I'm
leak,
cute.
leak. The vetting doesn't prevent that though.
I never said it prevents it, but it's a process.
just
Let's just
kind
be
of said it.
honest.
Okay,
Most people, the way, let's just be honest, in general, the way we're doing the whole dating thing in America is far from what the way people used to do it back in the day.
hey, what no no like here's what we need to do. We need to like rip the band-aid off. We need to stop talking like soft about this. It's retarded. The way we're doing it right now is retarded.
It's very
Yeah, it's a bunch of
retarded.
retards breeding more retards.
Exactly. That's literally my point. It's not working. So
okay,
the idea
okay.
of continuing to try to
I,
continue to try to
uh,
reinvent the wheel is not working.
Okay, cool. So I'm not trying to actually I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm going to backward work. When you're talking about things working, it's because men enforced that women could not leave. It's if you got pregnant, we sent you down south and we came back, that was your little brother now. When it was shotgun marriages. It was men enforcing that women couldn't have frivolous flights of fancy.
Right.
That women couldn't talk when men are talking because girls don't know shit. They just do shit. But they do good shit. Women are great interviewers. Women can get any job off an interview, but they still want to go home an hour early as soon as you hire them. You can't vet for that.
Dirty fucks. I'll just contend that
How was that any
solution.
different than what's
Oh,
been happening for thousands of years?
That men aren't enforcing that women can't be frivolous. So if here's the thing, if men are problem solvers and women are the problem, then man, my structure is the solution. But you don't want that. You want to negotiate the terms of
But
agreement.
that's my you proving my point.
I'm not, because
You
you can say
are.
that you want a strong man, and I'm telling you, shut up, because you don't know what you're talking about on this particular topic, and you're saying no, I have a voice, and I'm saying no, you don't.
You're
You can,
assuming that I don't
And
know
you
what I'm
got to
talking about when
understand, no matter.
we actually have the same standpoint.
Yeah,
What are
but
you
listen,
talking
your
about?
your your individual standpoint doesn't change how everything else works. That's why I'm like, you
I
kind of keep fighting
understand that
reality because you're
though.
different.
But that's the thing. I already admitted that the exception doesn't make the rule. I already admitted to that. So what you're saying,
So hold on.
I'm
When
literally with you guys. But
when
you're
he
saying no,
says
I'm
the
not.
solution, when he says the solution is actually oppression, we're not joking. All right, we don't mean it in like the worst way ever, but almost, because it's like, listen, remember what I was explaining earlier. Without being forced into a nuclear family pattern, women won't just naturally do it.
Hold it. Let me
Being
speak.
forced is oppression.
Let me
that's
speak a little bit.
definitely what oppression
Let me
means.
speak a little bit right now and everything. And I think Leak I might have to defend Leak because she does have a point when I heard what I heard when it comes to vetting process. Number
I
one,
mean, she a big girl. You don't have to defend her. Y'all on the
no,
same
but I
side
want to
though.
say my point of view though, still. So either way, I take it either way. But the reality is, yes, she does have a point. Vetting process always work because the game starts off with you as a man individual. And when you know what your identity is, when you know your masculine identity is, everything, you have a specific program that you want that woman to abide by. I hate to say this, a lot of dudes do not pay attention to a lot of red flags even before she put that ring on it. And
Facts.
if you look back right now, because I can even admit some of the relationships I had my troubles in my past. I know a lot of the flags and everything because I wasn't securing my masculine and myself and my identity.
Okay, but
Now I'm the man I am now. I can vet a woman 100% and still get what I want out of her. Period.
okay, cool. But here's the issue. You just gave a feminine attribute to a masculine act. If you know what
No,
you
dude.
want, no, no,
That
no.
no,
Listen, what?
no,
No, no,
no.
no, no, no. Listen, what I'm saying. I'm kind of with you, but I'm saying you're giving the wrong credit. Look, if you know
No,
what you,
I'm
no,
not
no,
giving
no,
you the
no,
wrong
no, no,
credit,
no,
bro.
no, no.
dude, let him speak.
Let him get it out. Let
Yeah,
him get it
one
out.
at a
And then
time, bro. One at a
Nobody
time.
interrupted
Yeah,
you when you were speaking,
You
Mel.
get the
Let him
floor
finish
back,
his
Mel.
thought.
You'll get the floor back, Mel. You'll get a rebuttal, but one at a time, please. We need order.
if you know what you want as a man, as an employer, and you're hiring your secretary, if you know what you want, then it is your purpose, your reasoning that is what it is. She conforms to you. That's not her natural state. People conform to their job. You've had a lot of jobs. You have to do a lot of different tasks and duties for each job. If she wants that position, she'll conform to your rules, and that is fine. That is what God loves. I'm with you, but that's the vetting is for you, not vetting her. It's the hiring process. Are you a good candidate? And then she says, "Do I want this job?" But it's still all about you.
Duh.
She's a random variant. And even if she is the type of girl that'll burn your car, if there's a penalty to it, she won't burn your car. So there is no time in which I'll give you a perfect example. I ain't going at gunpoint. I'm just not going. The amount of girls that I've watched try to line me up, set me up for failure, and I ain't going. Eventually, when they realize I ain't going, they'll start cracking jokes and talk about all the guys they dated in the past and had their cousins stick them up, pop out the closet, hit him with the pistol, hit her with the pistol, make it look real. Like, ha ha ha. I'm like, damn, bitch, you toxic. She's like, but you still want some pussy? Like, I take the pussy, but we can't be nothing more than friends. Because when I'm standing on my square, all she could do is capitulate. But it ain't about nothing she wants. It's about everything I want. It's the 300 in this motherfucker. Take everything, give nothing. That's so, you know what I'm saying?
But why are you okay?
Hey,
You being that you already know these chicks was toxic, but you still want to smash them.
Oh man, because
Why you still dealing with them
That
chicks?
yeah,
Period.
yeah,
that's
but
what
you're
guys do
yeah,
though.
but you're starting from a premise that everybody up
You see,
here is
hold
not
on.
on.
You see. That's the point I'm
You
making. Like,
realize you're talking about him as if he lost, though. Like that's kind of the weird. What do you mean? What do you mean? He
no,
didn't lose.
no.
He
I know
danced
he
with the
didn't lose.
devil
I
and he
know he.
walked away.
I know, but see, this is one of the points I was making earlier. The small red flags. Sometimes, you. Hey, man, I see as this. Some females, I call them Medusa pussies. Because we all know the story of Medusa. She was very sexually attractive, and then when you walk towards her, she turned into a beast and turned you to stone. Not all
No,
females is worth your
No,
Yeah,
time.
that's not
wait,
that's
wait,
not
wait.
the
Medusa.
That's not
Medusa
the
Hold
story
story
of
it,
though.
hold it.
Medusa.
Let me finish.
That's
No,
not the
that's
story of
that's not the
Medusa,
Let me,
though.
Medusa
let me
story
finish.
though.
That's
I don't
that,
care how it is. It is what it
see,
is.
but
How I
you use it
described
as an
it.
example, so you should know the story.
Exactly, because that's the true fact.
But it's
We're
not
gonna
the
be
fact.
Wait,
You
wait,
got it
wait, wait,
wrong,
wait,
bro.
wait, Mel, Mel. I'm gonna give you a chance to make a second run at this, but your incorrect usage of a mythology kind of nullifies your point. So take another stab at it.
I get it. That's on you. Yo, if you read Greek mythology, and I've read it so many times, you see Medusa. She was a beautiful looking woman, but when you get closer, that's how she trapped you.
Yeah, but that's not the story of
That's not
Medusa
the
though. The
story of
story of Medusa
Medusa,
is
bro.
she was
She was
in
a
I'm not
Athena.
beautiful
talking about
working
that on
woman
the
No,
and
cross.
no,
I'm
touching
not
no,
and
talking
like
about
no,
loving her
cause,
that.
and
no,
stuff.
because it doesn't matter though.
I know about the background history of her. I'm not
Oh,
talking
well,
about
no,
that.
no, wait, what? But
But
she
you're
was,
giving, but you're law,
she was in.
you're
Yeah,
giving the
you're
wrong
mixing, you're
representation of
mixing
how
up. You're
Medusa
jumping all
actually.
over the place though.
That's not the point I'm
Medusa
making.
was a pretty woman, and she got turned into a gorgon because she was in Athena's temple,
Yes,
and
that's how
somebody
she
took
fooled
advantage
a
of
lot of
her.
dudes, man.
No,
What you talking
somebody took
about?
advantage of her. Like did
Oh,
the
I don't
R
care
word.
about all that. Damn, motherfucker, damn, fuck.
But you didn't say that. You jumped to the wrong damn point. So now people are looking
Bro,
at you
you're trying to
crazy.
change my shit, man. What the fuck?
This is like
Pay
arguing with a
attention to what I'm
woman.
saying.
All right, so
The
check
You
this.
know
reality
what?
is,
You know what? I
dudes
take it
got
back. I
dudes
side with
together.
Mel now. Like we didn't need all that. I side with Mel now.
Yeah, like damn, you're going too much into it. I'm not focused on all
You
that. The reality is, most of us run into females that look good, fool us, and then when we get close to them, boom, we get trapped in it. That's my point. That
That's
the
still
same
not the story.
period.
Medusa was a gorgon
Who
100% after
cares?
that
Nigga,
incident
damn,
happened.
bro. You
So
damn
she wasn't
nerd,
pretty no
bro.
more.
No.
She wasn't pretty
Listen. You
no
just
more.
gotta
Damn it.
listen. Look, can we
Gives a
just
fuck,
stuff?
man.
Just
Word.
stuff it. Once you look at her, you turn to stone. That's the moral of the story. All right. Never trust a big butt and a smile. The girl is poison. We all
Exactly.
know the old mythology. Like your background is accurate, but I get what Mel means now. We didn't need to go there. I see what he was talking about.
And the only reason why I went so far into detail is because she wasn't pretty anymore when
Yeah,
by
and
the time
it
she turned you
wasn't her
to
beauty
stone.
that seduced men; it was her voice.
Yes. She was basically like, and actually, if you wanted to use a more accurate like mythology kind of thing, you should have went with the sirens.
There you go.
yeah, Cyber's
Man,
cool.
that's all voice right there, man. Y'all go, y'all read too much into that.
Exactly.
I
Like,
mean, because
most of
seriously,
the voice.
they did that and they lured you to your death.
Like, damn.
I know you're not frustrated, bro. That's crazy. Part of being a man is being able
Frustrated
to be
on niggas
correct.
like that, man. What the fuck?
Niggas like that, you're
He
wrong.
couldn't even prove his
Grown people
point
told
without
because he
getting
didn't have a
shot.
point because he was
Really
wrong in
going
his
into
premise.
too much in the analytics. Like that wasn't even my
Nah,
point. Something like that.
you literally started that because
Listen,
you
listen. Y'all niggas gonna respect his mythology. Is all I'm saying.
The
man.
mythology was the wrong mythology to use, though.
I know, right? And niggas that to kill you over a bitch is like my number two rule in life, bro. Look,
Fuck.
part of
Look,
being
I'm just going to say, if I got to get Black history right when I'm talking about things on a black panel and stuff, then you got to at least get white mythology right when you use it as an analogy.
You know, I'm glad Ragnarok isn't here.
I mean
Yeah.
Oh
Griffin's here.
shit! Yeah, hey, because he's normally the one that does all the deep dives.
He like,
No,
you
he
know
doesn't.
that,
He
but
just
that's my
rambles on about
Viking
nothing.
ancestor you're talking about.
Nah, dude, he just rambles on about nothing and tries to pretend to be the white man he ain't.
Hey,
And
Chuck, they didn't call them white; they were Greeks.
I was talking about Ragnarok. He pretends to be white and black and Asian all at the same time.
oh, that's crazy. That's kind of hilarious.
Hey, also, which leads me to another point, right? So by accepting this whole framework of like white people, we've gone away from the whole tribalism or the whatever state you come from or flag as dirty folks is, um, and we kind of accept this framework that somebody else provides for us. We kind of got to stop doing that.
I agree with that. I here's one thing, bro. I was talking to one of my mentees one day, right? And I said something, and I don't know what it is that I said, but he was like, "Yo, like I want to correct you, bro. It wasn't that exactly. It was this." And I was like, "All right, cool. Good looking out. My bad." And I kept the conversation going. And he stopped me like 3 minutes later. He said, "Yo, for you to be," he's like, "You said my bad," and I said, "Yeah, nigga." He was like, but you smart. Normally, smart people don't apologize when they don't know stuff. I was like, bro, I ain't God. I don't know everything. And it was so minute, I don't even care. Like, that's something you know better than me. Thank you
You
for
know, you
correcting.
know, one thing I'll say about like especially disagreement, one of the main reasons why I do enjoy having arguments and debates and whatnot, especially like this public YouTube forum, every now and then I just might be wrong about something. Like there was a few minutes ago I was saying something, and you was like, no, 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 it's this. And I'm like, all right, tell me why I'm wrong. I want that to happen when I'm wrong because the next time I won't be wrong.
So I don't know if you saw the comment out there, but Not Lost made a comment. He said, not using violence or force is the direction mankind should head. It's the biggest missing component for us understanding ourselves. And I don't know about you, but me personally, how do you stop something when the only way you can stop the very thing that you want to stop is by using the very thing you're trying to stop it?
Yeah,
Uh,
people who say violence is never the answer haven't asked all the questions.
hey, violence isn't the only answer, but it is an answer and a pretty effective one.
Well,
But
and violence and force are the only things that stop violence and force.
and I can almost agree with that. Um, there's different disciplines, those sanctions, incarceration, whoopings, timeouts, take their allowance. But but at the end, the threat of violence has to be there, right? It's how you look at your kids, and every man give the look, and the kids sit down. It's the threat has to be there for the discipline to happen.
Yeah, they got to care. And if they don't respect the fact that it could be an answer like the nuclear option, then you effed up.
Yeah, they'll
And,
I
fuck
and,
you
mean,
up.
and you know,
violence and force is what created the civilized war.
violence kind of speaks directly to the self-interest argument. This idea that people are only motivated by self-interest. Everything that people do can be sort of boiled down to that basic concept, right? Once you add violence to the equation, now you're self-interested to avoid violence. It's a very base arithmetic, and you can't escape it.
Hell, like if we want to go to the political piece, look at the summer of love. You can't point to that and then tell me that violence is never the answer.
And economic loss, that was also part of it. But you're right, violence was an answer. I don't you look. I think it should be the last resort, not the first resort. But I think it should always be on the table.
Violence seems to only be the answer when violence is only enacted out of an emotional response. When it's not enacted out of an emotional response and it's enacted out of an actual concern for the betterment of the country, then it becomes violence.
Well, that's the difference between an execution versus a murder. Like a person who's committed a severe crime against like the town or whatever, they lynch him, as they used to say, right? Whereas you just can't get mad at somebody and shoot them in the bar. That's probably a murder. But that's kind of the difference. Some either way, somebody got killed by somebody else, but there's a certain order to it and a rationale. It's a response to a series of behaviors.
Most likely, one is not a selfish act. The other one is.
Hey, you're a little low, man. Can you repeat that?
I said one is a selfish act, and the other one's not. They say I go off and kill someone just for my own pleasure, for the hell of it. That's psychopath thinking. Versus I'm killing someone to protect someone. And it's the woman
Yeah.
that's speaking low.
Mel, speaking of psychopathic thinking, how do you have that violence is never the answer in the face of actual psychopathy?
It's pronounced psychopathy, sir.
Psycho- thank you, my good white friend. I appreciate that. But how do you do that in the face of psychopathy, motherfucker?
Psychopathy.
But no, seriously, psychopathy though. But you get what I'm saying though. How do you do that? How do you deal with actual severely crazy people when violence is never the answer? You understand they're only going to use that against you. Now you're dealing with like the Joker.
That's what I'm saying. And look what Batman does. He has to use some sort of violence against the
But
Joker.
he does
The
not. That's the
Joker was an
problem.
anarchist.
And you
Exactly.
know what? Yeah,
And
I've been watching a lot of like animated, like superhero stuff, like DC Universe shit, and I've come to the realize there is a huge psyop in these comic
Talking about
books,
from the
right?
'90s. You talking about from the
Well,
'90s
just
of the
just just the entire concept of it all, right? Because when you think about it, you guys ever see The Boys, that TV show?
Of course, that's
Heard
family.
about it,
Yeah.
never seen
Dude,
it.
that is
Favorite
the
I don't
television
watch.
greatest.
show,
That is the
period.
greatest superheroes series ever, man.
I
That
Ever.
that
no, I
is
don't
the
do that.
You
only
vouch
Don't
hold on,
for
hold
it.
on, hold on. You know why?
You
You know
vouch
why?
for it.
Because that is the only sort of human, realistic version of what people would do if they actually discovered they had these godlike abilities. You think most
Okay.
people would be like Superman? Most of us would be savage assholes and we'd have to be killed by the state.
Well, Hood, the reason why it
Are
works that
controlled by the
way
state.
is because if you recall the backstory and the premise to that is they take that V shit and they actually
Compound
take
V.
normal people and turn them into superheroes.
Yeah.
They aren't. It isn't a natural
Okay.
process. It's a forced process.
Okay. So
the
both
peers
you
are the
gentlemen
ones.
No,
vouch
no,
for it.
nobody in the DC, no superhero has gotten their powers through a natural process. I mean, hell, even Clark Kent, he's not supposed to be here. He's supposed to grow up on a red sun planet, walking around like regular people.
And no. Normally in the superheroes like beginning or whatever, there's some kind of accident or
Right.
there's
I get,
something. It's like they're not
but it
born
isn't
that
a
way.
Talking about
government in.
volunteering.
It isn't a government inoculating you with a
I,
substance to make
I,
you
I
Well,
that
think,
way.
I
I
think the
mean,
MacGuffin, I think that's a MacGuffin that don't matter.
I think one is Captain Adam. He had volunteered for his experiment, and that's like
Captain Adam and the other famous captain from Marvel.
yeah, Captain America, Steve Rogers. Both
Right.
volunteered for the experiment.
But the overall point I'm kind of focused on is superhero the superhero world, the genre has convinced us that people will like save you.
No,
Right. If you look
That was
at
the
if you
whole
look at
concept of that was the whole concept of Watchmen. Also, the comic book series I'm talking about. Yeah,
well,
not
but
not.
if,
Watchmen was darker though, and it was closer to the boys than it was like Superman. But there were so many different types of superheroes. Like if you went to the X-Men and went deep in the crates, there was people that acted like in their own interest or whatever and used their powers
Mhm.
for whatever. But here's what I look at though. Superman is like our version of Mount Olympus. This is our modern mythology, and
Yeah, the
the
DC
reason why
comic.
you have that example is because you want an example to look to your higher ideals, not somebody that's like perfect. Even Batman is like a broodier version of that, but he gets a little gully sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But he still has
well,
his rules and
Even
has his
even
framework.
even Batman, even Batman's position, because that was the thought that brought me to this
Batman
whole
has no
somebody's
power.
somebody's echoing. Please meet up for a sec. But the thing about Batman not wanting to kill the Joker, that is a huge philosophical conversation in and of itself. Like, is it better to at least kill? I mean, at least kill the worst of them. I'm not saying you got to kill like the Penguin. I'm not saying you got to kill, Two Face, but the Joker. Yeah, you could at least murder the Joker. You could beat him to death in
No.
front of everybody, and it'd be
No,
totally
no,
No.
fine.
no.
The see,
Kill
the
him.
see
Dude,
with that is
You
if you
can't
saw
kill
the
the Joker.
if you saw the
Batman
movie
went.
if you saw the
Bat,
movie Under the
Jesus
Red Hood,
Christ.
yeah, if you saw the movie Under the Red Hood, he actually admitted that to Jason Todd. Yo, that's all I ever think about is ending his life. But if I do, I'm not coming back from that.
Yeah, there
And
is
he
no
knows he has
Batman
the
without
ability.
Joker.
Thank you.
If he starts killing one kill, he knows he's capable of killing, but he has to have some
Okay,
type of respect for himself.
all right.
You're
So
not trying to get away.
hold on. Let me smooth this out. You're not making like a grand philosophical statement when you're saying there's no Batman without Joker. You're saying that if Batman kills Joker,
No,
he pushes himself beyond the edge and
no,
he can't come
it's
back.
not no, it's not
Yeah,
just Joker.
Batman.
That's why he has that no killing rule.
Batman's
Period.
identity is, is
Uh,
is basically built around the idea of Joker and him
yeah,
being
And
the
here's
people in life.
adversary to him.
yeah.
Well. All right.
Here's
Let's take Batman. Go ahead, Trey. Go ahead, Trey. You're making a point.
let's say one thing: if Batman kills the Joker, he becomes the Joker.
Yeah.
Once he
Yep.
crosses that line, like that's it. Like there's no going back from that. Now, even like okay, you consider it in how we're right now how law enforcement is dealing with the kitty gloves with a certain demographic. Once those gloves come off, we're back to the Jim Crow days where okay, you kill a woman, you do something in the
Mhm.
street. All right, we're just gonna get a rope.
I'm
Yep.
unused to I'm unused to you dancing around the terms when you say a certain demographic. So just pause for a second. Let me help the audience out. When he says a certain demographic,
Say it the right way. Niggas. Us. Yep. Niggas. Yeah. Niggas. 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 Roll off the tongue. Niggas. Niggas. Not nigger, but niggas. That's right. Hard. Always bad. Always bad. Yeah. But you can say, what up, my nigga? What up, my nigga? What's the deal, nigga? What's the deal, nigga? What y'all niggas doing? What y'all you niggas doing? Look. What y'all niggas doing? What y'all you niggas doing? Nigga. What? Look, what? What? Y'all niggas doing. What y'all niggas doing?
Play my clip.
I know he fuck white women telling him.
Yeah, so yeah, Trey. When you say a certain group of people, I just wanted to make that known. I wanted to make it plain for the audience because no cute language up here.
Okay,
But
man.
I
I
want
was
to iterate
I
that
was
too.
really talking about redheaded midgets, but
I want to iterate that what Trey was saying also too, because there is a storyline in the DC called the Death Metal event, and there's a version of Batman that he actually does kill the Joker, becomes the Joker. He's called the Batman that laughs, and he is far worse than even than the Joker. Like, it's just,
Mm.
There's also a theory that the reason why he doesn't kill the Joker is because the Joker's his half brother.
That's
Oh
it.
God,
that's not true.
that's deep.
That might be like one of those spin-offs,
You
like
can say it's not
reimagining.
true, but it's still a feasible theory.
No, but I'm saying like there's reimaginings, and they do that multiverse shit all the time. Like
Yeah,
Owlman, like in Infinite Earths or whatever. Like even in the cartoon recently,
the
like
crisis.
Owlman wants to like destroy Earth Prime, which like destroys everybody, and he's
That's
like
also
a nihilistic version of Batman.
the
Actually,
theory behind why the Joker doesn't kill Batman too.
I,
So
I think
Yeah,
speaking of having a secret brother, if I'm not mistaken, there is a canon storyline where you find out this is the Court of the Owls storyline where you find out Batman was I don't know if he's really a Wayne. There was actually a different son
Right.
that they had, and he comes back to be. I think that was Azazel or Zazel, whatever his name,
no,
Azrael.
that was
Uh,
retcon. I know what you're talking about. No, that wasn't true. Yeah,
It
okay,
was
maybe
like
yeah. I know the story was real, but I don't know how it actually fit into the canon.
what
no,
like
no. I mean,
well,
no. That's what I'm saying.
we
No,
can take this
there's
back to the
retcon
red
that in
pill.
the story. That wasn't true. You never
Yeah,
had it.
it was
we
like it was a spin-off.
Yeah.
yeah, we can take this back to where Mel, came about, back to the whole vetting thing. Now here's the thing. Even with Bruce Wayne, multi-billionaire, we don't know where he's sticking his dick at. And okay, I'll drop the non-colorful language. And we don't know like what Mrs. Wayne was doing because we know how Bristophilia is real. She up there in Gotham City runs across, a real nigga out in the streets. We know what that does to women. So we don't know whose kids are whose in these worlds. We know that 30% of men is running around here raising kids that ain't theirs. So even if you put it to the canon, like all they doing is writing real life in the comic books.
Hell,
I mean,
Damian
look what
Wayne
happened
was
with Damian Wayne.
well,
How
yeah, he was a roofie baby.
exactly. She stole Tyler stole
Yeah,
his
that's just
sperm,
crazy.
pregnant
But
himself, and
you
breeded Damien.
you know
Many
what's
years
so
later, he's like, "Yo, this is our son."
crazy? Yeah, that happened too. You know what's so crazy about them saying 35% of men are raising kids that's not theirs? Those are the 35% of men that went to court. If you look at Jamaica, Jamaica is 69% that ain't your baby.
Hell, France stopped testing. They actually made it illegal because the number was like creeping up.
You know what, Dirty? Speaking of Jamaica, I was looking at that one third number. That's a national average in America, but I'm almost dollars to donuts sure that if you would have just focused on the black
It's
population,
two
it's
thirds.
way more.
I bet you it's two thirds.
At least 2/3. We
I
hitting
bet you
Jamaican numbers because
I
we got a lot
bet
of Jamaican hoes up here.
I know, bro. They hey. Anyway, look. At least, bro. Like, and then they say, man, choose better. Choose better than what? I chose. Oh, well, she cheated on you. Choose better. What? Like, there is no, there is no way outside of chaining your wife to the radiator that, and that's not even true. My homegirl Zenobia, I love Z, but my homegirl Zenobia, her man had to put um I don't know why he's still with her. He had to put locks that lock on the outside on the doors and put gates on the windows to lock her in the house while he's at work because she was letting dudes in and having them climb through the window and shit.
Bro, the only way, like, okay, before I believe, totally believed in that vetting shit, like before, but honestly, there's only one way, and I wish I would have known this 20 plus years ago. Is dread. That is it. Dread and not giving a single fuck what the fuck she does. It's like, okay, you want to do this? Cool. Out. That's it. And dread. All right, cool. I'm gonna have like 5, 10 other bitches around. Hey, you want to be the top? You want to be the bottom, bitch? Put in that work. And they gotta know that you don't give two fucks. That like you gotta look at
You
like Ken
do.
Styles says about me. You gotta look death right dead in the face and smile. Don't
You
even
know,
blink. That's it.
yeah,
And that's something a lot of dudes do not know how to do and stuff
and,
like
That's
that.
literally my point.
Because
and
of
what's so
what
crazy?
what they feel like they deserve.
And what's so crazy is, bro, I call that a secretary pool because I call girls secretaries. But you're right. You, the only way that you can keep a girl on the straight and narrow is have two other girls that she knows about, and they have to compete. And they're really not competing for you. They just compete with each other because girls hate each other. But that keeps order. That gives her something to have chaos about, and then you could be your full patriarch. And you just break up fights from your little girls, like daddy, daddy. This is what happened. Like, all right, I'll break it up. But
Yeah,
that's the only way
polygyny.
it works.
Now,
Yeah,
now,
polygyny is the way. Like, hold on real
It
quick,
really
man.
is the way.
go ahead.
Yeah, all these blue pill, beta dude. Oh my God, one man, one woman. About man, fuck them niggas. Guess what? If niggas out there, they gotta pay for it. If they ain't procreating, fuck them. The only way real niggas out here gonna make you work, white, black, Chuck Black, Asian, Mongolian, is to get a couple bitches and like Dirty said, let them bitches battle it out in the battle royale.
Why
Now
do you
you
even want to be with
Don't even-
bitches? Isn't that the problem?
but see, this
What?
is this
Yeah,
is
what they are. They are. Excuse me, man. But I mean, at the end of the day, y'all are all the same.
You
Shit.
just proved
Just,
my
see.
point. You
but see,
literally just
but
proved
see,
my
the
point.
the only main reason
don't,
why I
don't.
would push back on the only main reason I would push back on polygamy and everything is that not a lot of dudes not know how to handle that.
They don't know how to. They don't
Fuck
even know how
them
to handle
niggas,
one
bro.
woman, let alone a
But hold, hold,
circle.
hold, hold, hold the
You gotta,
fuck up.
remember,
Mel,
but you gotta remember, Trey, when you want to do it that type of way, and telling it's happening right now, but so many dudes is doing it sloppy, stupid. That's not the way
bro,
you
do you
handle
think
it
I
over
give a
there,
fuck?
bro.
Man,
Do you
tell
think I give a
what?
fuck? When you at the top, bro, you can't give a fuck about niggas down at the bottom.
I'm
They
trying
can
to
look
tell
at
you.
your life, see what you're doing, and they can emulate. If they don't emulate, nigga, you want to die, simp, do all this dumb shit. Hey, when your bitch got another nigga running up in the spot like Dirty said, hey, you should have listened to me.
Hey, look, man. Some niggas play at the park. Some people on the team. Other niggas are stars that sell the jerseys, baby. Like everybody can't be LeBron, baby.
Hey,
Like,
look. Go ahead. My bad.
nah, I'm just go ahead, bro. I'm just saying I don't give a fuck about the people who can't. I just
I,
don't want them around me because they'll kill me over a bitch. But
I, I,
And that's all about that's all
Most
about to
men
make
are
this point on
average and
what you
most
just
women
did,
are
Dirty Folks, right
average.
there. That's why I said what I said because you do got some dudes
Dirty.
that's hating on you because you got all of the pies.
I
Most
ain't
people
no
And
all of the
that's
pie.
hold on. That's literally why we evolved out of just raw polygamy. Like rich men will always have whatever the rich can afford, and that's a
A
separate
harem.
conversation. But the idea that these niggas will kill you over pussy, you realize that those odds go up like infinitely once no niggas is getting pussy but the handful of rich niggas. And
But
so that's why the rich niggas decided that, you know what, maybe most men should have a wife, therefore most of these men won't kill me for a taste of some pussy.
okay, but here's the
I
flip
wouldn't
side of
even
that,
say
right?
rich dudes. Even some dudes
No,
is not
no,
even rich
you're
got
just dudes with
multiple
game. But
women.
here's the thing, bro. You are colored, and as a colored, it's what 7 girls every nigga, some crazy ass shit like that. So there's always something to go around. Every girl not gonna be down with it. Like people gonna get the leftovers. Black people fuck fat women. Like ugh. Like it's always gonna be a fat bitch that
God
don't get
damn,
chose.
hell yeah.
It's always gonna
Hmm.
be a fat bitch that's one gastric bypass surgery away from getting chose.
And,
Like don't worry about none of that
Not
shit, bro.
gastric bypass.
Man,
Hey,
they don't
and
even
old as
need
fuck
that, bro.
too.
Niggas still choosing
Old
them.
too. And
wait.
old too. Don't forget about
When you
old
got when you
Hey,
hear all
hey.
these
Well,
when you hear
speaking
all
of
these
both of them, right? Speaking of both of them, like Hood was playing the Monique clip earlier, where she was like,
Man, what Roden won? I like that. Go ahead.
man,
That's perfect.
she said she wasn't a hoe, like, cause she caught herself, right? Cause she's about to call herself a hoe,
she was a
and then
hoe.
30 seconds later, she's like, I was a hoe, and then we had the whole melody of like the remix of the what you
Dude,
want from me.
yo, see, god damn it, you about to bring it back up. Yo, could you just imagine the DMX song where he was just naming all the girls that he done fuck,
It
what these
was
bitches want from a nigga.
Linda,
Just
Felicia.
imagine,
oh for
yo,
sure.
no, but Trey, she was telling her husband all the niggas that she fucked back when she used to be a hoe. And I'm just sitting there like, damn, she did the DMX on him. There was Calvin, Alvin,
But
Yeah,
Dalvin, and Ralvin. Like she was
hey,
just
look,
going.
look, 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 the DMX,
Bob, Hung Lee,
About
he
three
was the
bikers.
Chinese dude.
Like the DMX mixed with the damn Tupac I get around, and then Dirty First put a cherry on the Sunday or whatever in the comments talking about what he
How
said.
homeless was he? Shit.
Yeah. How homeless was he? Because
Hey,
most
I got some.
dudes, most dudes that have like any kind of like options, they ain't gonna be like, oh, it's all right. They're gonna be like, nah, that's not up to my standard.
Nigga, you fat, you broke, and you a hoe. How broke? How homeless am I? Like,
Mm-hmm.
It's
okay,
like this, and you
okay.
know, for leaked. Hey, for leaked. Here's the thing, little mama. Go listen to Moneybag Yo Side Bitches. Go listen to that song.
I've heard
That
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 song before,
okay. That okay.
and
So
and
that's it right there. That's reality in the world. Why more than why certain niggas can have more than one bitch. That's it. Plain and simple.
and
But
that's
here's
okay. I'm not saying, I'm not telling you what you can't have. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying at the end of the day, we understand that most guys can't even just get just the one woman, let alone
What?
okay.
several.
What?
Fuck
What?
those
What?
dudes. And
What?
no, here, no, no, no.
Exactly.
Hold on. Let
Well,
me
she made
respond
the
to you.
point. She made the point.
All them dudes. No, no, no. Hold up. All them dudes can get women. The fact is, they don't want to put in the work. These niggas is too lazy because
No,
guess
no.
what? They was
Y'all,
listening to their mama. They was listening to blue pill bitch ass dudes over on nigga tube or whatever. Talk about no, the red pill is bad. I don't like
No,
Myron Gaines. He gets niggas sit around all day,
well,
and then
well,
5 years later they sitting up in a courtroom getting all their money and kids taken from them.
Hey
okay.
Trey, I do gotta
Fuck
push
'em.
that. I do gotta push
but
that because I used to work with a guy, right? And we was in Vegas for like a work trip, and these dudes try to surprise him on his birthday that we was there with, and they try to buy him one of those ladies in the night. The lady sees the guy and says, "Oh no, he's too ugly," within earshot of him.
Okay.
I'm like, so I'm
Let,
like, I'm like, yo, he wasn't
he,
getting none,
yeah, he can't even
nothing.
buy. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was bad, man. It
But
was
Bro,
here's the
funny.
thing.
I
But
ain't
here's
gonna
the
lie.
thing. The man who says he can and the man who says he cannot are both right. Let's say he cannot get a girl. That don't mean the girls ain't available. So somebody got to masturbate, bro, for the team. Like I've taken one for the team before. I've had to
No,
talk to the ugly
no.
girl.
Here's the problem with that. Do that masturbate so much, go crazy with that, man.
Wait,
You
no,
get
no, no. Let me
about
ask
it.
you a question. Let me ask you a
But the
question.
reality, hold, let me finish. But the reality is, and everything, he wants to still get with girls. He thinks about it.
I
So
don't
just
care
like
what he
Trey said,
wants.
he still
Everybody
has
want to
to
be.
put in the work.
Everybody
Period.
want to be rich
He's
too.
not
They don't put in
to.
the work. I'm with you, but here's the thing: if he doesn't have a girl, what does me having one girl or 50 girls matter to him? He can't get any girls. My life
And
doesn't impact his
why
life at
why he can't
all.
get any girls
No,
because of his own choosing? Yes, that's
man,
his own
let me
choosing. So why not get?
hold up real quick, man. Let me respond to old boy talking about old boy couldn't get no pussy because he was that ugly. Look, man, the dude hit a lick on the lottery, or hit a lick on crypto, on like the right meme coin, and makes a grip off of it. That nigga can buy a hoe that will let him shit all over her chest, just
Exactly.
like that. For the right amount of money. I don't want to hear that shit like a nigga can't
Exactly.
get no pussy. You know how ugly he is? Look, man, women got a price on their head. Every single one, including leaked up here.
Yeah, but
And
look,
like I said,
I got
remember the dude that was online talking about
throw
how
me
ugly
in
he is?
there.
He's married now.
You have no respect at all,
hey,
Yeah,
I
look,
got
that
hey,
that
hey,
and
was
it
that
hey,
was
shows.
a
the
cold
truth.
stray.
And it
That was a
shows.
cold
Hey,
stray out
I
the
don't
blue.
care.
It was like
hey,
a
the
gunshot in the
Disrespected
truth
you.
middle
is
of
the
the
truth.
night.
I haven't
You ever just
disrespected
wake
you.
up in the middle of the night and hear one gunshot for no reason?
Hey,
It's
you ain't getting
hilarious. It's
you ain't
hilarious.
getting
No, I hear
nothing
them
but the
every
truth
day.
up here, Leak. Hey,
hey,
Leak, would you be
But
with your
yeah,
man?
it's
Hold up,
hilarious.
Leak. Would you
I
be
don't.
with your man if he was broke? Would you be with him on a street corner
I
out there
don't
begging for
have
dollars
a.
every single day?
I mean, you're not even probably gonna let me answer. So what difference does it make?
I
I'm a
asked you, would you be
woman.
with a man on a
Women are
street corner
wrong.
panhandling?
Women are wrong. Men are right. I get it.
no, it's
Can't
not.
have an honest
no, no,
convo.
no, no, no,
I've
no,
never been
don't
up
do
here
that.
before. I've never
No,
been on a
Oh,
panel
Leak,
no,
before.
leak,
that's the
leak, leak,
problem.
I
You
leak.
have
ain't
no
No,
you,
respect.
Leak.
no, no, leak, 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 leak. Don't do
Hold on,
that
guys,
because, like,
And
we do
guys.
respect you. We do
Yeah,
respect you,
listen,
leak.
we're actually treating you like one of the boys, so don't take it
I
too
don't.
offensive. This is
I'm not one of the boys though.
I get that, I get that. This is why I'm trying to kind of ease us back into some kind of calm. But the thing is, I think it's a fair question. He might have been rude to you asking it, but I think it's a fair question. Would you be with a man who was broke? Like, do you stay with a guy that's broke? Like, I'm not going to do the loyalty thing. I'm just going to ask a flat out question. Can you be with a broke guy?
If I say yes, you're gonna tell me I'm lying. So what
I'm
difference does
not
it
going to
make?
tell you you're lying. I might
It, it
criticize
it's
your answer, but your answer is your
it,
answer.
it's am going to be told I'm lying because all women are the same.
No, hold,
So what difference does it make?
My
if you have
question:
an
would you be on the
explanation,
corner with him?
if you
If
have an
that's my
explanation for
husband,
your answer
yes.
that you give, then yeah, we will accept that. That's the whole point. So if you say yes and with an explanation behind
If
it,
that's
then
my
yeah, that's
husband,
different.
yes.
See, that's cool, but I know that's the minority though, because like look at Ryan Coogler, the dude that wrote Black Panther and a bunch of other stuff. Like besides his politics, right? Let's move that out the way. His wife actually bought like Final Cut when they barely had any money. You know what I'm saying? So he could work on his writing. That is the ride or die that used to be less rare than it is now. That is a unicorn now.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah.
unicorns don't exist. Good women don't exist. Women aren't loyal. We're
No, no,
all
no, no, no,
hoes.
no,
We're
no.
all
I
baby
would
mamas.
tell you
Even though I don't have kids,
no.
we're
There's good
all
women out here.
strippers.
There's
You
good women
know,
out here, but the culture breeds more bad women, and it's like a crabs in a barrel
but y'all
mentality.
don't want
Where
good women. Y'all just said y'all
But
wanted
but
hoes.
no, 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 no. I
Why?
say
Why
no.
the
You know what? You know
nihilism?
what?
I asked the real
Hold on,
question.
hold on. Let me
Me
throw this out
personally,
there
I did
because
not, but
I have been at that dark place, I guess you can call it, where listen, if I was to meet a good woman, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with her. Like, what I'm gonna do with you? You trying to be a good girl? Like, you just
Literally,
fucking up my hustle right now.
just prove my point, and that's
then that
how
then
a
yeah,
lot
I
of
was
guys
I
I'm
are.
would
I'm
give you
like this. I'm like
If a
this.
good
Here's the
woman
deal.
was in front of you right now, you wouldn't even know what to do. You would have no use for her.
But that's
I'm
not
like
I
everybody
this.
wouldn't
on
even.
here.
But
I wouldn't even
sex,
believe her. I swear to God, I wouldn't even
that's
believe her.
literally my
I
You
would
know,
point.
test
okay.
That's
her.
literally my
hold it.
I would
point.
This
test
is what
her in every
I do
way I
agree
could
with Link.
imagine.
I do agree
Hey,
with Link on
let
that.
me give
On the
Leak the
situation.
follow up,
Hold
yo.
on,
Hey, Leak, you a ride or die then. You're gonna be with your broke nigga. So you're gonna get out there on a stroll and freaking, sell that ass. You're gonna get up there on OnlyFans to help
Nah,
support the
bro.
I
family.
never.
Hold on, bro.
First
That's
of
that.
all,
I'm
first
at
of
no
all,
real question. Real question.
I can answer the question as we know. We live in
Respectfully,
a
I would divorce my wife if she
Oh,
started
shut
selling
up,
her ass.
Snowman.
I'm
Nigga,
just
you
No,
broke
that's
stuff.
because
why
I'm
because
saying
we're not
divorce
having an
hypothetical.
honest
respectfully.
Stop caping.
conversation.
Let her
It's
answer the
all
question.
jokes.
That
It's
is an
all
extreme
jokes.
though. That is an
You guys
extreme,
aren't
bro.
having an honest conversation. A
I mean,
woman never has to sell her body. There's
Would
jobs
you do
around.
it?
There's things
Would
that
you
she
do
can
it?
do. No, of course not.
Okay,
'Cause I'm not a fucking
I'm
whore.
asking you.
I'm not the
Would
whores
you
you
get?
like.
Okay, so what would you do if your man's broke and he was like, "Baby, we got to get this money.
I would
They're gonna
work.
you."
Duh.
What would you
There's
do?
jobs. If
all
I
right,
had to
hold.
fucking
Let me.
make
What you?
plates and shit
That
and
is
sell them to
crazy.
So
people,
okay,
I
okay,
fucking
okay.
had to
So
bake
all
cupcakes.
right, cool. So here's
Like
the
what the
deal. So
fuck?
now he broke as fuck, and you daggone out there working. You out there getting in it. This nigga sitting, I don't know, on the corner doing absolutely nothing. Then what? How you still gonna look at him the same?
You said if he's
How
what?
many times you gonna move the goalpost?
Yeah, you did kind
I'm
of move
not.
the
Hey,
He's
stop
goalpost
he's
it!
there.
doing
I
what
didn't
he's
move the
doing. No,
goalpost.
No, you
Listen
are.
to me.
Yes, you are,
Hey,
Dre.
hey,
See that? You right.
listen to the question, y'all. Listen, pay attention. Stop caping, y'all. Put
No,
y'all
you're
fucking capes
no,
away.
no
Dre.
one
You are
cape.
so
Put
bullshit.
y'all
You're
capes
saying
away for a
No one
second.
no. This
capes
is
Put
the
away.
same thing that these
put
ratchet
y'all.
ass
Here we
guys
go.
You're
do to
not being
fucking dudes when
honest.
they ask
Put
them
y'all capes
questions. You're
away
doing the
for a
same
second.
thing.
No
yeah, but
one.
Put your
No
capes
one's
away, y'all.
caping for
there's no
me.
cape. There's no cape in it, Trey. Like the biggest thing is,
Exactly.
Oh,
okay,
here's the
no,
deal. I
no,
asked the question to Leak.
He
Why are
wants
y'all
me to
answering for Leak?
be.
Why are y'all answering for Leak?
No, bro.
I'm not answering for her. I'm saying that,
Snowman
hey,
is.
what is
Let her
what is
finish, y'all. Let her
yo, but-
respond.
yo, but what is the whole thing? Didn't you? Wasn't your original premise like there's this particular type of
If he
guy?
broke, okay, here's the deal. I'm talking to Leak. Put y'all capes away for a second. Leak, if you get out there and work, okay, my scenario, he broke. You said you get out there and work. You ain't gonna get on OnlyFans. You ain't gonna sell your ass, nothing like that. So, okay, if he don't start working, what you gonna do? He's still broke,
What
and
do
you
you mean?
working. Now what?
So what you're saying is that I'm going to go find a homeless guy on the street.
No, your man is fucking broke, and he like, yo, I need you to work.
How
So
do we
what you
even
gonna?
Let her.
fucking get to be?
Hold on.
Well,
Order,
no, 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 no,
Let her
because
answer. Let her
because
answer
you're
without
giving a loaded
interruption.
fucking question and you know it. We all know it.
Yeah, but
It's fucking
you can
loaded.
take it or not. It is a loaded question. You can take it or not. We all acknowledge
It's
it.
fucking bullshit.
I'd tell him to go eat shit
What you're
personally.
giving to me is that I'm with a man that literally is not going to provide for himself or me. But like, what the fuck are you talking
So
about?
are you staying or what? You said that's my husband. I'm
Because
staying. Are you staying?
hold on. The issue is, listen, as much as I could, shit on women and say, hoes, and it's like I'm kind of gonna side with Link just half a step here. There is a line. All right, there is a line. You know, loyalty has its limits. All right, there is a line, and I don't. If you're going to craft a question that already puts the guy well beyond the line, then it's kind of a sandbag.
That was the
Yeah, but
that was the original question, Hood. The
yeah,
You're
original question
basically
was
saying if
if
I
your
get
man
with a
is
guy
if your
that
man is broke,
literally
are you
is a
staying?
piece of shit,
yeah, yeah. But
he
No,
he's
remember,
not going.
remember.
but the
Listen, listen.
You
context of
asked
how he
me.
got broke is the main important thing here. Like, was he working before?
That's
Is
what I'm
he is
I
he
saying.
didn't put
somebody
no
that works?
context.
It's a
Is he
loaded
broke?
question.
That's
It's
why
your
It's
even
a
husband. You
loaded
said
Context
it's
even
your
even
question.
husband.
even when I laid out the initial question, I kind of said I don't want to do the loyalty thing because that's where we're kind of now it's a test of the loyalty, and that's that's too far down the line. I can't really have that much control over human behavior.
Thank you. Proving my point right there. Hey, women, oh y'all are all the same, Lee.
No, no,
You
no,
ain't
no.
staying.
No, you
Wait,
didn't
no.
prove anything.
Look, wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait, wait.
but Trey,
Prove
Y'all ain't
Trey,
anything.
staying. You
hey,
ain't
but
staying.
Trey,
You
Trey,
didn't prove
Trey.
anything.
Seriously, if we flipped it, if
You're
we
not
flipped
even
it,
having an
would
honest
the dude be
conversation.
there? Would the dude be there if we went to like, oh, don't do nothing, don't cook, don't even provide for your kid? I mean, like, yo, it'd be hard for you to be like, oh, well, she's my wife and she ain't doing nothing for you or your children. Come on,
Bro,
man.
that was the original question. You don't get no argument from
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
I
but it's
asked her, and she said, "Hold up, bro." I asked, and she said, "That's my husband. I'm staying." Okay, cool.
All right.
But
Here's
you guys couldn't take that as an
here's the thing.
answer.
Here's the
It
thing,
had
bro.
to have
I'm trying
been
to
he
find
ends
out
up
what
being
was
a
the
piece of
answer
shit.
to the question you
He's
kept
not gonna
asking
actually
her.
work and make sure that we actually can get off the street. That was
I
your
think I
whole
think that's what
premise.
happened. You started drilling down after that. Like
Right,
it
right,
was a
Like
one
clearly he
level
wasn't
thing.
gonna
Nobody
accept.
Because
trying
here's
to
the thing. The conversation went forward, and I didn't get a chance to follow it up. I
I,
came back a couple minutes later.
I,
I
I,
apologize for that.
I get you, but check this out, fam. And look, nobody gives less of a fuck about a girl say with clothes on than me. But even with that, br- at
You
some
can't
point,
even have an honest conversation.
you can't make her wrong. That's entrapment. Like girls can be wrong all on their own because they talk, but that was kind of entrapment. Like
Yeah, it was.
Kinda.
I'm
all I'm
not even
saying,
gonna freaking deny it.
all
I'm
I'm
just
saying.
saying.
So
Hey,
like
y'all know who the fuck I
that's not,
am.
but that's not admissible, bro.
You
Entrapment's
could have
not
gave me
admissible.
any other example, but you chose that one for a
I
reason.
just gave a simple answer. If he broke, are you staying? That's it.
Listen, never let it be said that
And
patriarchy is not fair and honest. All right, we make every attempt to be fair and honest,
no,
even
that's
if
not
you
what he
win one
did, and
every
y'all
now and
already
then.
admitted that.
All
So
right.
No,
I,
we're actually hold on. We're siding with you against him. What do you mean that's not what we did?
yeah, for
you
real.
literally
I'm
just
an
said
Hold
that.
asshole,
it,
So
hold
Lee.
it.
you're saying that he was just being honest?
All right, hold it. Let me
No, he was being honest, but he was also being an asshole, and we were kind of pointing
yeah.
out the asshole part of the question.
All right, Lee.
Yeah, I got told that
So
I was simping because
Yeah.
I did it.
right, so
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
saying like that wasn't
You
even
always a
proven.
simp, snowman. Shut up,
Dude,
cracker.
you can eat shit, you fake white guy.
We just use
Fuck you,
simp
cracker.
for
Wanna be
anything.
fucking
You just
nigga.
All
wish
right,
you had my skin tone. You're mad because you
You
can't.
wish you were a nigga.
There ain't enough bleach on the planet to get my skin
okay.
tone.
All right, can I
Hey,
talk
well,
now?
see, this is that thing with different dialects and all that stuff that I kind of spoke on before. You know, words need to have meanings. If we don't have the same shared like definitions of the words, then what's the point?
Okay, Moy, no one's ever going to be loyal. We get it. Like I just
All
don't
right,
understand.
Lee. I want to ask you the question.
It's
Can I
fucking
ask you the question?
insane.
Oh, Lee. This is me.
What's the
No.
is it going to be an honest? Can we have a real
Yeah,
conversation?
just listen. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like
Link,
Chris.
link, link, link. I know you're frustrated, but you realize most
Oh
of the panel just
man.
sided with you. Like it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
If
Can I
if you
talk
if you
now?
knew me a little bit more, you'd understand why I'm so frustrated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why
I
should
mean,
we
maybe we
know
should have
you?
this
Why does it
You
matter?
don't know me.
You
What?
there you go. You don't know me. If you knew me, you wouldn't even respond to me. That's why Snowman was like, "Oh fuck."
You literally asked me a question though. What are you
Hey,
talking about?
Yeah.
this
All
is
right.
Okay,
So
what's the
y'all
question? No
done?
logic.
All right, Lee. Here's the main question. The question. I'm gonna reframe it differently. All right. If your man lost his job, became broke, and he
Are
was
we
sitting on
talking
his ass
again?
for a
I have to
while.
make a difference because I don't expect men who are not my
Oh,
husband
you're talking to me. You're talking to
to
me. Forget about the rest. You're talking to me. Just me and you.
okay,
That's it.
let's say husband
Yeah,
because
your
You
husband. Yeah,
gotta
your
say it.
diff
You
husband.
gotta
He
say it
lost his
softer,
job.
okay.
Mel.
He lost
Hey,
his job.
Mel, dip into your
Quiet,
feminine energy
quiet.
for the
Let me
question.
talk. Let me talk.
Dip into your
Please.
get out your feminine energy, Mel.
I don't give
Ask
a
me
I
fuck,
don't
man.
something.
Damn, don't
expect
interrupt me, man.
boyfriends to
Stop.
pay for my bills.
Damn,
So
man. Shit. Lee,
all right,
you and
what's
your
up?
husband. He lost his
Uh,
job.
okay,
You the breadwinner for a while.
okay.
He's sitting on his butt, relying on you paying all the bills.
Hmm.
For too long, let's say 6 months to a year. Would you stay with him after a year after that?
Yes,
My
and
wife's been with me for 4 years
I,
doing that.
I say yes because I don't even believe in divorce. I know that's hard to believe. I don't really care. I say the same thing every fucking time. I don't believe in divorce.
I'll
It's
accept
for
your answer.
richer or for
Anyway,
poor, for
This
better or for worse. I don't believe in getting married to a man, which is my family now, and then leaving him because of it's ridiculous. We dying. We not either. Like we would have, one of us would have to die first.
all right. Look,
all right,
That's how I roll.
I'll
See,
accept
look.
Mel,
your
Hey,
answer.
you re-asked the question, Mel, which
look.
you
No,
know what
I'm
you
No,
asking
solved
wait,
didn't
wait,
be the
everybody.
wait,
same
Who's going
question.
to
wait,
answer?
wait,
That's
You
not
are
the
asking
same
the
question.
question.
It's
I'm
not the
It
same
asking
ain't
the
the
question.
same
question.
question.
wait. No, no, no.
I
Wait, wait,
want to
wait,
hear the
wait, wait,
answer.
wait, 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 wait. Hey, guys, check this out. Cause you're not. Look. First of all, you're forcing me to listen to her answer, and I don't like that. Second of all, y'all can't bully her with relationship questions because that's not what Black History. I guess that is what Black History about, saving a hoe. But this ain't that panel, bro. Like this ain't that panel to ask her about her. You would assume that he vetted her, and if he married her, that he thought she'd beat on the side, and we'll just roll with that. We'll leave that superficially there. But y'all making this a whole other shit. It don't matter what the fuck girls do with clothes on. It don't matter what they say. You got to run your program. Lose one, gain seven more. They told me that when I was a teenager. I used to go to the mall. If one girl wouldn't give me a phone number, I would have to get seven phone numbers before we left in order not to get teased. Nigga, lose one whole, gain seven more. If she left, he'll if she don't put him on child support, he in a better space. He'll cry for a minute. All his guys will buy him a beer and then shit. Be back out here on. That's all that shit don't matter, bro. None of that shit y'all ask her matters. None of that shit.
You're right. It doesn't matter because
It
it's
doesn't
not
matter.
literally
Thank
happening.
you.
But I mean, we can ask hypothetical questions.
Hey,
I
hey,
mean, it's
Lee,
not a
I
big
want to
deal.
ask a hypothetical
you were
question.
getting
You can
trolled,
have
Lee.
you like it or
You know,
not.
I wasn't. Here's the thing, Mel. I was trolling him, bro. You know, just that
Well,
that was it. I was trolling you.
I know.
So
Y'all asking a real life hypothetical questions. You know goddamn well. It's
There-
one
there's
step at a time, nigga. What
No,
happened on Saturday?
I know that all women are gold diggers.
I ain't said all women are gold
All
nah.
diggers.
women
Why
all
why
women
do
are
you
gonna
why do
take
you
your
keep getting
money
stuck on that idea? Like I
because
think we're a little bit.
that's what the premise is that we're
Well,
all the
well,
same.
I
well,
think we're a little bit
respectfully,
more
nobody's
nuanced
ever,
than that, Link.
yeah,
That's
nobody's
what
ever
you
really
guys keep saying
ma'am,
though.
Oh
ma'am,
no,
no,
no, no.
respectfully, nobody has ever came out and said all women or anything. We might
That's
say the
what dirty
majority.
folks just been
We
No, no.
might
shit
say
has
the
been
Wait,
most of the
happening.
I
majority.
didn't say that.
wait,
Respectfully, we don't. Most of us don't
I
even
did.
listen to dirty folks. He's just
I
someone
did.
clamoring
wait,
in the
wait, wait. Hold
Literally
on.
background half the time.
rewind,
Wait,
and
wait.
he
Hold up.
said
Hold
that
up.
we're all the same several
Wait,
Yeah,
times.
but I
wait.
didn't say
Hold up.
y'all
Hold
were
up.
gold diggers.
I
Hey,
said
wait.
all women are about resources.
Hey,
That took us down this road. I said all women are about resources at
Well,
the
well,
end of
well,
the
well,
day.
wait. Hold
let's
up. Let's
explore
rewind.
this.
Let's rewind to something. Let's rewind to something that I said earlier. Remember when I
Okay.
said that piece or whatever about in this particular case, and I was talking about if I get clipped, and then somebody was about to jump on me when I said that. Hey, I understand the whole not all, not all, not all, and we shouldn't have to do that.
Right, but he
So that
literally
applies
said
here too.
all numerous
Yeah, yeah.
times. I've
He
been
said
on the panel with him several
No, no, no,
times.
no,
he
no.
said all.
Listen. We're in the advanced class link. Even when we say all women, we will acknowledge the rare oddity or whatever. But we do have to acknowledge it as a fucking oddity and not act like not have a heart attack when somebody says all. Just because there's an odd woman who breaks the mold, it doesn't change the mold, and the mold is kind of awful.
But nobody's saying that though.
Exceptions make you exceptional. I
Nobody is
also said
saying
that.
Right.
that though.
He
But
just
no, but
did.
so
He
so so
just
what,
did.
what's the actual what's the issue with the all thing? Because if you'll tell us not all women, and we'll say fine, and then we'll
Because
talk you in.
you guys don't want to have an honest conversation. You ask me a
What's
question and then you say I'm wrong anyways.
well?
Nobody
What if
said you
men
Nobody
were
would
wrong,
even
honestly
have
Link.
a
don't believe?
conversation with someone like that.
Link, what if
Yeah, hold
men
on. Can
honestly
I?
don't really believe women? What if we honestly don't believe women?
What if
Let
when
me
the baby?
remind her real quick.
No one's
Hold up, real quick, y'all.
asking you to just believe. Oh my
Let her
god! See
answer
what
the
I'm
fucking
saying?
Hold
question,
up.
Trey. Fuck.
Hold up,
Right,
real quick,
please,
Sim.
you gotta let her answer. We were having a
Okay.
conversation. Let her answer, and then you got the floor. But let her answer real quick, please. Don't interrupt her. Give her a second.
What's the question?
No, what if men just honestly don't? We're having a hard time believing women. Remember earlier when I brought up the whole poll about globally, men are shifting to the right, women are shifting to the
Yeah,
left.
yeah.
All right, you can look at that as a trust issue as well. We just don't believe the things women have to say. What if that were true? What do you have to say? What do you think
But
about that
that's
idea that
I'm
men
not.
just don't believe women?
What I'm saying is that's fine. I'm not. This is the thing. I am. I would never say to just believe someone just because they're a woman. That's stupid. Stupid as shit. You're not supposed to do that. There's supposed to be some type of evidence, some type of facts behind what they're saying, some type of proof. You're not supposed to do that with anything. You're not supposed to be just going through life blind like that.
Okay.
So, like, you're arguing against me only because I'm a woman. That literally makes
No,
no sense.
no.
Leak.
What
Nobody
we're
was
arguing?
all. Okay, let me respond to that.
I've
No,
been
no,
on
no,
a
no, no, no.
panel
I
with
got it. I
on
got
Wait,
it.
this
wait,
panel
wait, wait,
before
wait,
many
wait a minute,
times
wait
with
a
you
minute.
guys. We can have
I
regular
was gonna give Trey the
conversations about
floor
what I'm mumbo
after.
jumbo.
Wait, but
If
before Trey,
anybody gets the floor, Trey get it right now because I was going to give him the floor after. So you
all right,
please respond whatever you had to say, Trey, and then we're going to open it
All
back up.
right, Leak. I led you down a trolling rabbit hole about the resources thing, and all these men up here know I'm an asshole, and they came to your defense, and you still went heads up against all the men defending you. So men default to the whole back to we live in generalities. In this world of
I
generalities,
get that.
most of the women out there, and you proved it by going against the men that were actually defending you against my trolling.
That literally makes no sense.
of course, because girls don't make sense. But here's
N-
the thing.
There we go.
you,
See?
you
But
just
no,
prove
no,
my point every
but
time, dirty
no,
folks. You prove
no,
my point every
no,
time. Do you
because
see what I'm
I give
saying?
up.
You're not
no,
having an
no,
honest
no. I am having an
conversation.
honest
No, you're
conversation.
not.
Here's the honest
You
conversation.
guys are
No,
doing
no,
this
no,
on
no, no, no,
purpose.
no, no, no. Here's the honest conversation. What makes you think you're the first woman in shit this week, fuck the last 15, 20 years to tell us choose better? What makes you believe that you're the one?
Nobody is saying that.
And then
It's
and
just
then
like
if
you
I
guys
no
are
no no
saying I'm saying
you
shit I've
said
never
but you
said.
did say that. You keep saying that y'all need to choose better. Y'all need to vet better. You keep saying that. And we keep saying no. That's not
Oh
it.
my god.
Guys, am I hearing something
There's
different?
context to what I say. You
There's no
pretend like
context to what you
everything I
say.
say is just so vague. I just say
No,
something.
you
There's no
specifically
point of
said that.
reference. There's
There
nothing.
is no point of reference. We are the point of reference. You're talking to a bunch
What?
of men that have shared experiences of dating women, and we're like, nah, that ain't it. So you're saying that the majority is wrong. That's why the 19th needs to be repealed. Because you keep saying that the
But I
things that were
actually
made.
agree with that. What are you talking about?
So even in this context, your vote don't matter. It don't matter what you say about living shared experience. If everybody has the
You're,
same living shared experience on
dude.
this side
You
of the
don't,
fence,
dude. You-
I feel like we're arguing just to argue at this point.
That's really what's
no,
It's
happening,
fun.
Angry Snowman.
I
That's
feel
literally what's
see, look.
happening.
Hey, Snowman, when the woman is arguing against us is agreeing with you, that makes you the simp, bro.
No, it doesn't. It really
No, it
doesn't.
doesn't. I
See?
literally am. I've been agreeing with you guys. You guys just want to argue with me.
I'm not
Hey,
arguing.
Snowman, you're the simp, bro.
I'm not arguing with you.
Just put a
Once
cuck
upon
sign
You
on your
Hey,
head,
are.
why
Snowman.
don't you
You
sip on these
are.
nuts,
no,
Trey?
let me tell you
Oh
what you're
no,
doing.
no, that nigga
Let,
pause, Snowman.
no, let me tell you what you're doing.
Simp on these nuts.
Hold on. Let me tell you what you're doing. And I'm gonna use a story. Once upon a time,
Oh
I'm
my
take no, no,
god.
no. This is a quick
I'm about
story
to.
though. No, this is a quick story. This is a quick
I
story.
should just drop.
No, 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 no. Once upon a
We're not
time.
gonna have an
No, no,
honest
no, no. I'm
conversation.
having an honest conversation with you. I'm telling you
It's
what
a
you're doing
fucking joke.
with hopes that you would have a better understanding of what we're saying. You want to say your part, but you're thinking everybody else is against you, even when they're for you, and that's what he was saying.
You're not. You
I took
literally
up for
just
you.
said that.
He made me take up for you, and you still said, you know what,
No
GD?
one told you to
Look,
take up for anything.
see,
It's not about taking sides. It's about what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah,
What's
that's
your
the reason why
problem?
that's the reason why we came to your defense because we saw Trey as being
disingenuous.
facetious.
But once upon a time, I went viral for a Facebook post. The post simply said, "Man, that there is no mammal on Earth with green and purple hair. Not an elephant, not a orangutan. No, there's no human on Earth, no mammal on Earth with green or purple hair. Why do black girls have green and purple hair and think that shit John Blaze?
Oh my
No, no.
god.
What I'm saying, listen here, you didn't even get to my point. So the women that went against me were bald head, they had dreadlocks, they had afro puffs. None of the girls who argued against a woman's form of expression had green and or purple hair. You know who defended me? Girls who had green and purple hair was like, I did that crazy shit. That was wild. I was going through a phase. But
What's your point,
the
dude?
pushback was people, women who swear to God that they weren't like that, who still want to argue the point that women don't do that. That's what you're doing. You're saying that.
That's not
Yes,
what
yes,
I'm
yes,
doing.
you
If you
are.
actually
Yeah,
pay attention to
no,
what I
no,
say,
no,
it's
no, no, no,
not
no,
what
no.
I'm doing.
I'm saying that
That
exceptions don't make the rule.
I've
Exception of
already
people.
said that.
Right, but then
I've
you're acting
literally have
average.
said on
But
this
you're
panel
fighting
numerous
for the
times.
average.
That's
You're
not what
fighting.
I'm
You
doing.
are fighting for
That's
the
not
average.
what I'm doing.
And
No,
then you
I'm not. I
condemn men
actually
and said
don't.
men need to choose better.
Anyone
So
that knows me in these
you did a
spaces know
reverse.
for a
I
fact
I
I
know
do
what
not
you
fight for
say,
that.
but every time you say
I
something, it's
don't
a
fight for
fucking lie.
that.
No, but I know what you say you are, but
You
I
think
see
that over
no.
talking me makes you right, and that's not true.
No, I'm telling you that you're a liar. I'm saying
Oh,
that
oh, and I'm a liar now.
people. One of the
Okay.
wisest.
All women lie.
Okay. Oh, okay. All women lie.
One of the
All
wisest
right.
things that my big play aunt told
We're
me is
all
people
wrong. I
people
get
doubt
it.
what you say, but they believe what you do. What you say is you're not, but what you do is exactly what we argue against.
No, it's not. No,
I
it's
just say
not.
it's just solipsism. It's just point of day solipsism. Look, human species wouldn't have made it this long if women didn't lie. Y'all lied through omission. Y'all lied through
Oh my
manipulation. Y'all lied through
god.
bullshitting. It's what it is. Like shit. Thank you. If y'all didn't lie, we wouldn't be here right now.
What?
I don't know
Over
why.
your head.
No, don't worry
Yeah.
about that. I'm laughing at the comments. It's like loser incels. You know, my first best-selling book was how to have one night stands. Right? I get hoes, but the fact that you think that men that don't agree with
Everything
women.
you say is a troll.
No, 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 no,
Like,
no.
what are
I'm
you
talking about
talking
no.
about?
I'm not trolling you. You're just wrong all the time. But
Yeah.
I'm sitting here and I'm looking and I'm like, yo, it's
I
always you
can't
can't.
even
No,
have
no,
a
no, 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 no,
conversation
no,
with this
no,
dude.
no, 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 no. So and it's always you can't
This
get
dude
girls
just
and mama.
talks and talks and talks. There's no substance.
Go ahead, give us substance. Go ahead, enlighten us.
Dude, what is happening?
Okay. Question for you. I want to help me out. I want to know. Not you, free zone. I see you up here. Leak. What is an honest conversation?
I'm not gonna be allowed to answer.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Sorry, I didn't know I was on.
Clock's ticking.
An honest conversation. Is a good faith conversation. You're not having that. You're going into with the premise that I'm already lying and that I'm not a truthful person already. That's what you've been doing this entire time.
No,
You
no, no,
can't
not what you
have
say I've been
you
doing. What
that
is an honest conversation?
that's
The
I
definition.
literally just
I don't know.
answered I just
I know
answered the
you didn't.
fucking
You gave
question
me
and you
this.
don't like the answer. You
You
don't
gave
like
me a
the answer,
description
so I'm
of
wrong.
our discourse. What is an honest
I
conversation?
just explained it and you did not listen.
No, you didn't. You described
I
what we were,
did.
what
I
you
just
perceive as what was
explained
going
it.
back and forth.
How
Now,
are you going
somebody
to
else
ask me a
can
question and I
can a
give you the
man
answer? You say
can
I
a
didn't
man
answer it.
answer a direct question? Can
That was a
somebody up here?
direct answer. That
I
was a
know,
Let's
direct
I know the
answer.
answer to the question. I understand
please
what's
somebody
going
help
on
me
with this.
out.
That was
This,
a
this,
direct question.
I think that this is a thing that happens all the time, is because the way women view accountability is different
Oh
than
my
when men
god,
view
Noe.
accountability. I'm being serious, Leaked. I'm not fucking with you. I actually most of the time support you
No, you
and the
don't.
things you say. I'm not
You do
messing with
this
you.
over here. You don't do this over on Angry Man's channel. Though. That's interesting.
No, but look,
I'm
on
a
Angry
terrible
Man's
woman
channel, I'll say
now.
the same thing. And I've
I'm a
been looking at
terrible
this
woman
psych.
now because I'm over
I'm
here.
not saying that, Leaked. Just listen. I've been listening to this dude who's a psychologist,
Don't
and
do
he
it.
was explaining how women perceive things differently when it comes to discipline than men do.
You
And
came
because
to the
of this,
convo late.
I didn't come to the convo late.
I've been
I'm
getting trolled for
talking.
the past hour.
I don't think they're trolling you. I think they're trying to
He just admitted
explain.
to trolling me.
Well, that one guy is.
Like what the
One
fuck?
guy was,
Fucking
but in
gaslighting.
general, nah, Leith, in general, you got to take into consideration how men, okay, for example, how men take these things in, and like what they were just
I
saying.
can
You
have
said
a
you
real
agreed.
conversation with Angry Snowman, but can't have it with anybody else. Does anyone ever notice that?
Wait, hold on. Like, cause like
Nah, Leith,
I've
that's not
been.
the
Anyone ever
case.
notice that? I don't have
What,
these problems when it's just
Ah,
me, him, and some
come
other
on.
Hey,
guys in the
hey, Hood.
panel.
Saturdays are yours, my brother. Well done,
I'm,
sir.
I'm I'm working on a thing. You know this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
what,
yeah,
what,
man. I
what,
love it.
what, Well, leak.
This shit's
You got
fucking pathetic.
you got to be careful though with the generalities and excuse me, the platitudes or whatever, because I've been quiet for the most part, and
I
I've
don't even
come.
know who's speaking right now, to be
This
honest,
is true
because
hype.
the
This
screen.
this this is true hype talking.
Oh,
And like I've given you your fair share. I push back on you here and there. I think
you're
we've
one
had a
person. To be fair,
yeah, but okay.
you're
So
one
me
person. I've
me
been
is one
told.
person. Snowman's one person.
Yeah,
And
I constantly give Snowman that credit.
and then Mel is another person who's
Because I
not
get
on the panel anymore.
because we can have a regular conversation and we can have fun too.
I
But
really
you
think
guys can't do that.
Malik,
This
they're
is
not
If y'all knew
hilarious,
the
hammering
man.
on
dudes,
you.
this wouldn't even
Yo,
be happening right now.
This is so
They were all
hilarious,
on your
by the way.
side.
I
All
No,
the
you're
dudes were
not.
on your
You literally
side.
no, you're not. I don't care about sides. To be fair, this is not
Well,
about
No,
I
but
need
what
to
sides.
know
I'm
what you
It's not
care
about
about
oh
then.
sides.
man, come
bro.
Malik, what
I
I'm
think this
saying
is
is that
insane
all
that you
those
guys are
men
pretending that you don't know what you're doing.
Well, no,
no,
because the
all
thing
those
is,
men
listen,
stuck up for you.
you
15 minutes
literally
ago, all these men
right.
stuck up for you and you still didn't agree with them. That's what they're
What are
saying.
you talking about? That they stuck up
And
for
then
me.
Trey just told the story over again when
You
he was
called them
speaking a few minutes
simps.
ago. He called people simps because they were kind of trying to speak to defend your point.
It's about
And then
what's right and what's
hold on,
wrong. It's
hold
not
hold,
about
hold on.
simping. It's not about
Hold on.
taking
What
a
you say,
side.
you think, you listen, you're getting caught up in the words of it because, like, we're dudes. We're not getting caught up in the words that got
You are
thrown
getting
around.
caught up in the
Exactly.
words. That's what you're literally
We're
No,
saying.
really,
You've
we're
been
we're
doing this
not.
really
entire
not. We're
time.
really not.
You're getting caught
That's
up on
why
the
I can.
words, Lee.
That's why we can agree with you and then disagree with you depending on what's being said at what moment. Because sometimes you got a point. Sometimes,
I'll
okay, yeah,
repeat the
Trey was
same
obviously
shit that
trolling you.
someone said to me. You guys will tell me I'm wrong.
It's funny that she keeps complaining about not having an honest conversation, but she keeps interrupting everybody.
And,
You noticed this, right?
That's
It's so
true.
and
fucking
That's true.
hilarious.
I'm telling
That's
you what it is.
true.
You
No,
said what? I don't
this
even
is
know what
what
he
it really
said.
is. Angry
What did he
Snowman
say?
has white privilege because Snowman said the exact same shit we do. That's why Snowman is an honorary grifter.
I
So,
don't even know what the guy said. So
so
I
God,
said that you keep saying you want an honest conversation, but you keep
Honorary, I'm full
interrupting
blown
everybody.
grifter.
all right, full blown grifter.
well,
Well, then you white explain what we said then,
I,
Snowman, because apparently she don't understand the colors. You
no,
white
no,
But
explain
no,
what we
no,
said
no, no.
because
you know what?
I still wasn't able to hear what the guy said. To be fair,
everybody
because
agreed with it.
you
She
guys
said, "I
were.
don't want y'all to agree with me." Okay,
You
cool.
want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Makes no sense.
She don't want the blacks to agree with her.
She don't want the blacks to
Mhm.
agree with her. That's what
Do
I'm
you see
telling you.
my point? You're just
Well,
you make
not
assumptions. You just
listen.
make
To be fair,
assumptions.
I don't understand what you taking so much issue with. We've agreed with you
I
on
know
some
you
things,
don't
disagreed with
understand
you
because
on
we don't.
other
You're not
things.
listening to understand. You guys just listen to respond, and that's it.
Oh
This
God.
this
I'm
is
with dirty
actually the
folks
first
now.
time.
I'm
This is
only
the first
listening
time
now.
I'm
Be
actually
be with
confused,
dirty
though.
folks. I don't care. You guys are not.
I'm with dirty.
You guys don't know how to have a regular conversation without just jumping me on the panel. It's only because I'm a woman. I've literally been told that.
Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
We
You
told you
keep
it's
saying a
because you're a
woman.
woman.
No, it's not because of that. Because
That's been
I
the
would
premise the whole time from
yeah
dirty folks,
no well with
and you
dirty
guys have
folks
been agreeing with him.
yeah, but
Well,
outside of dirty folks
well,
in out
respectfully, Dirty Folks doesn't. He isn't. He isn't the rest of us.
yeah, but
Man,
He doesn't
and,
speak for
and
everyone on
outside
the
of
panel.
and outside of dirty folks and Trey, you really haven't got much pushback from
and she ain't get no
most of the
pushback on
panel.
me except I'm telling her she can't tell men
Yo,
how to date women, and
yo,
That's not
she's
what I
got
did.
I put a link in the back chat,
What
by
do
the
you
way, of that
like? You guys
psychologist
keep
talking.
saying I'm telling. No one told you to do
there
anything.
are multiple men on this panel. We all heard the same thing. The pushback was about that thing, and now you're
You've
saying
been
you didn't
pushing
say
back
that.
on anything I've said.
No,
Dirty
no,
folks.
I defended your stupid ass, and you said you didn't want my defense. So if I agree with you, I'm
Yeah,
wrong. If
and
I
I'm.
don't agree with you, I'm wrong because you're a girl, according to you. I never said it was because you. I don't even think you should talk with
Yeah, I
clothes
knew it
on.
was psych
So
hacks. Let's go.
Play it. I'm not playing. This is not crazy.
Let's take a pause in the beefing to have we need some white splaining. That's really what's going on here. We have been
Yes.
niggering. I gave us several nigger warnings. We've been niggering it up
Yay,
too
white
long.
people!
We need white splaining, not from you though, Chuck. You've been up here blacking it up. You've been niggering it up just like everybody else. God damn.
Well, you tend to act like the company you keep.
Uh
oh
oh, it's
Uh-oh.
my
shit!
fault.
Uh-oh.
It's
Oh
our
shit!
Wow.
fault. Just like the white
Uh-oh.
man. Just like the white man. I tell
Hey,
you.
Hood, this is all your fault.
I guess I am the captain of this ship.
You ruined Thanksgiving.
God damn,
This
God
guy
damn.
speaks psychology, so no women can argue with this man. This is psychological.
You would think that would be true, but we're gonna
Uh,
find out it's not.
Psychacs don't know what the fuck he talking about most of the time.
Respect means different things to men and women. So I'm going to be presenting this idea in the context of some feedback that I frequently receive from women, both in real life and on this very channel. I often hear them complaining about the fact that in their eyes, it seems like men don't really know what to
And
do
Leak, you
with
didn't
women.
get kicked. I don't know why you
They
got
don't seem to
dropped.
take the initiative. They don't seem to lead the relationship. They might seem awkward or inept
It's
at
too
sex
much
and
truth for
seduction,
her.
and they don't seem to pursue women with any sort of real purpose. I hear them say, where are all the men who know how to treat a woman? It's a great question. And I can understand from a female's perspective how this would be a frustrating experience. So I'm here to help. I've given it some thought, and this episode is what I've come up with. Now,
He sounds like one of those really soft-spoken, just generally helpful white guys. I appreciate him right now.
yeah, and he
He
had the
Nah,
sounds
he
like
cool as fuck.
he sounds like he gobbles cock, dude. Let's keep it real.
Hey,
Nah, he don't. Nah, he
hey,
don't.
hey,
no,
he makes a lot of good points,
no,
but he was going to war with like quote unquote red pill dudes until he went to Japan, and now he sees the
Yeah,
difference.
Yup, exactly. Yup, he went to
man.
Japan and he saw the light of the feminism that's not over there, and he's like, "Oh, this is the real."
Anton Daniels had that exact experience. He was
I
like, you know
said
what?
that
I hate you, American hoes.
he sounds like he got a hole in the
might
backyard.
exist. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It takes less than a second, costs you nothing, and it's how you can support me in my mission to deliver free, high quality content to the world. Thanks
But
for being
women
here.
hate him because he
Be sure to
speaks
watch the end of the
facts.
episode because I've saved the most important reason for last. Now, back to it. I think that this experience of women can be attributed largely, though not entirely, to different comprehensions of the idea of respect. Respect means something different to a man than to a woman. And this is something that we haven't really appreciated as a culture because it may create unintended consequences, such as the ones that we're discussing, when you tell men to respect women. This is something we drill into boys from a very young age. You have to respect women. You have to respect women. But respect might mean different things to men than it does to women. Let's look into this further. First of all, let me make very clear that I'm not advocating that anyone should be taught to disrespect women. I'm not saying that. That said, if you don't respect somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're disrespecting them. For instance, just because you're not giving me respect doesn't mean that you're actively disrespecting me. You may just be feeling neutrally towards me. And as I've said in a previous episode, it's always best if people earn your respect and your disrespect. At the end of the day, I think it might be a better idea to teach boys that they shouldn't disrespect women. That would
Some
potentially
women
prevent
need
the problem here.
disrespect. Is
So,
what it is.
what's the issue?
Exactly.
There
Some
are
women
three,
need to be shamed.
and they relate to how men understand respect. So, what does respect mean to a man? First, respect means that I look up to you. There's an element of admiration to respect. It's not really possible to respect across, and it's certainly not possible to respect down. Remember, we're not talking about respect in the sense of basic human dignity. Men tend to associate respect with admiration of excellence. So when a man respects a woman, he puts her on a pedestal. This tends to create a lot of difficulties in the courtship process. This is because it puts the woman in the position of the adored and the man in the position of the adorer. And this robs the woman of the opportunity to have the more emotional experience in the relationship. And if you want to know more about these terms, please check out my series on the balance of attraction, links in the pinned comment below. Women are generally more emotional than men. And so they prefer to go to relationships to feel, to have emotional experiences. And they're going to feel much more if they're in the position of the adorer, not in the position of the adored. However, they are put there when men go out of their way to demonstrate their admiring respect. So that's one unintended consequence, that women might
He's
be bringing up
basically
these
saying,
men
"Don't
onto their
simp."
pedestal, which in
I
turn,
mean, really, this is like listening to a game coach, but slower. That's why I literally had to speed him up, just like a game coach, but on half speed.
Facts. But he's
Like,
basically saying, "Don't simp for these hoes." Like
yeah,
you got to
but
be.
like,
You know what
if
I'm
I
saying?
if I listen to him, I ain't never gonna get no pussy. This nigga takes forever to get to the point. God damn.
Yo, but he got a good
Oh, look,
point.
I listen to him while I'm working. That's the
Fact.
only time I really,
Or at the
while
gym.
I'm doing other stuff.
But he got a good
this
point because in the '90s, for real, the women was chasing the men. We didn't have all this stuff where you were pandering to bitches.
No, I'm not
That's
saying
new
he's
school.
wrong. I'm not
Nah,
saying he's wrong.
nah,
It's just
nah.
that you know what? I'm
Nah,
hearing this.
he just
I'm
slows he
hearing this
slowly gets to the point.
right, and I'm
That,
hearing this with several years worth of like game video knowledge. Like none of this is groundbreaking news to me, right? So it's
No,
like,
no,
bro,
it's not
you heard
groundbreaking news.
it,
But the
so you
reason
might
is
as
he
well admit
explains
me.
it in a scientific manner. And for these hoes who never want to hear anything, you know what I'm saying? You could show him something like this, show them something like this, and maybe they'll get
Here,
it.
here's the thing. They're still not going to get it, and I'll tell you why. Because women, liberal women, hear the masculine point of view of things. They're vaginal men. I'm telling you, they there are messages for men, then there's messages that you break down and compartmentalize for women, right? So when women hear men talk, especially to other men, they receive that as that's what I'm supposed to do instead of that's for them because they don't have a sense of propriety. Like they don't have a womanship, right? Like women want to be so hard at being equal, but to be equal is to be better, and men are better than women. So they want to
Bro,
be like men,
but they don't understand also that if you want to be the captain of the ship, you got to be willing to go down with the
but they
ship,
don't want
aka
to be they don't
responsibility.
want to be the captain of the ship. They just want the captain's hat and the captain's salary, but they want you to do the work.
Exactly. Exactly.
What they
Yep.
want is slavery. And I keep telling you, they want men to be slaves because women project, so they want to be slaves. But y'all let them talk.
No, exactly. You got to use that backhand.
I mean, we kind of we already dirty folks tonight. At least we already worked out the problem solution thing. We just got tripped up because there was literally a girl in the room and she was like, "What?" And then all kind of shenanigans ensued.
Yeah, like every time I see some shit like that, all I can think about is Dirty Folks' quote: "Stop listening to women with clothes
I
on."
mean, it's really simple. I think the issue with the panel and the female guest that we just had, and Leek, you're welcome back on the show. Nobody has an issue with you. Nobody, you never got kicked. Sometimes people just drop because internet shit. But the thing is, when I explained earlier how women will not just naturally create the patterns of the nuclear family without oppression, that's the general concept, and it's not going to go away. Even within the bounds of this conversation, allowing you to speak was a courtesy because we've already worked out the solution here. But we decided to not oppress you for the sake of entertainment and YouTube live streaming, because
Yeah, but
generally the oppression makes everything smoother.
yeah, but the one of the problems we have, at least in our culture in America, is the fact that women unfortunately view discipline as a negative thing. And then they end up touching the stove and they're 40, 50, 60, and they wondering why they fucked over in life. It's like, hello,
They
somebody
don't.
No,
told you
you,
what
No,
to
you
no,
do at 20.
did you
no.
notice this pattern happening a little while ago with leaked? On the one hand, you would say, men need to be more masculine and men need to do this and that, and then it's, oh, you just don't want to have an honest conversation. You don't know how to talk to you. You're only saying this to me because I'm a girl. And the thing about it is, even when you have women who could somehow place in the advanced class, like I said about Leak, I shout out to her for making it to the advanced class. Ultimately, you're
Facts.
gonna have to put your faith in men because
I
even girls in the
never,
advanced class are gonna let you down sooner or later.
I never thought she was in the
Because they're
advanced
gonna
class.
default. Because yo, let's be real, they're they're the weaker sex physically. They don't want to be perceived weaker emotionally, metaphysically. So they're always like that's their worst nightmare. A man can sit here and talk about his flaws and talk about his mistakes
But
because we view that as a form of honor, and we're gonna go be better than that. So you could be like, oh yeah, I fucked up 5 years ago, and now I'm doing X, Y, and Z. But a woman, she's not going to view, let's say, holding her mistakes accountable or being responsible in the same manner because to her, she's going to view it as a weakness. So unfortunately, she's going to shut up. She's not going to work on herself, right? Until the shit hits the fan. And then maybe if she's lucky, she's going to start doing self analysis.
okay, everything you said was wrong, but
Really
I respect what
quickly,
you're saying.
Nah,
let me
yeah, I disagree
respond.
with
Yeah,
that.
let me respond to Leak before you guys jump in on that. Like I said, you're welcome back, and we argue all the time, Leak. We don't even take it personal when we argue. That's why we're so flabbergasted by you.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I
I,
mean,
we don't
it's
care.
it's it's an
you,
8 hour it's an
you,
8 hour panel, and This is Saturday, so this
You know
is
what's
what
so crazy?
Right.
Hey, but so
you
what's so
feel me?
crazy
Like
is before you read that off, before I saw it, I just told him, man, I don't agree with anything you just said. Now, and I'm gonna eloquate why I don't agree with it, even though I understood where he
Hold
said
on,
it.
hold on, real
Yeah,
quick,
why don't you agree,
real,
dirty folks?
real quick before you guys get into it. Just to lighten things up, man. Here, show my screen, man. This is my. I've been cooking this for about 6 hours. It's about halfway through. I'm getting ready to put some butcher paper.
Did
Get
you
ready to put
season
some
it,
bacon fat
Snowman?
on it, wrap it up in some butcher paper, and finish
Did
the
you
smoke.
season it?
What the
Yes,
what?
What is that called? Brisket
that
or
is a
something?
brisket.
Oh,
that
he's
Oh,
is a
making a
okay.
brisket.
brisket. Yeah,
All
man,
Brisket
that
right.
be
shit look good.
Brisket be
Let's
fire.
go.
Yeah, and
Brisket
I
be
was about
fire.
to just make some old regular hamburgers. God damn
No,
it!
now I
I've
want
been
brisket.
smoking that. I've been smoking this and some apple and some pecan pellets for about 6 hours now.
You showing off.
I
God
know,
damn
right?
you.
Like I
Look,
said, what I'm about to
Hey,
do is I'm about to put some.
Snowman, do you
What
use
they
one of
what they
those
what
like
they recommend is
smokers?
a lot of people
Let's
they
go.
put beef fat on it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some bacon fat because I save all my bacon grease, and I'm going to smear the bark with that bacon fat, and then
Oh
wrap it up
yeah.
in some butcher paper and then some aluminum foil, and then it's going to sit on there for about another 8 hours at about 175.
Yeah,
Snowman, do
it
you
re-
use a stove or you put that in a barbecue thing? The thing outside. I
You
forgot
ain't
what
going
they're
to
called.
get that is not you are not going to get a brisket looking like that coming out of the stove.
Oh, okay. You
What?
put that in the
yeah,
barbecue thing.
you got to use a
Yeah.
smoker for that. But it really depends. Like using tallow or lard, you got to pick and choose your battles when to use which.
Let me make this one last comment. I'm going to leave it alone unless you join the panel. Leaked. You were called some bad names. You had some harsh things thrown at you. Yes, that's terrible. Maybe, perhaps, in a fair world, I guess. But the reality is, and I said this to you plainly, Leak. We treated you like one of the boys because we don't know how else to do that. I'm not going to flirt with you. I'm not going to sweet talk you here. And I would probably start talking shit if any of the guys on the panel started flirting with you and sweet talking. So you got treated like one of the boys. If you wanted to make some, if you had a good name, if you wanted to say something back in your defense, that's totally fine. The number one rule is be funny. If you can't be funny, then you suck. So you really taking this all personal, like you got muzzled or something. Like, we treat you like one of the boys. If you sorry, I don't know what else to tell you. Not
Well,
sorry, but
she
whatever.
But
she
also,
stated her
men.
she stated herself that she didn't want to be treated like one of the boys. So what was the purpose of coming? I don't understand.
It's all good. Listen,
Exactly.
man, you
And,
wanted to
and
walk in the barber shop. Now you got hair clippings on your shoulders. That's the way it goes.
facts. But also, dudes can have tussles and can fuck around and have disagreements, and we can still be homies. It's crazy how women, one little thing, and they go off the rails, and it's like all of a sudden, it's like, yo, that's crazy. That's why women are like children. How could they ever be in positions of power when they act like that?
Which now
Yeah,
that's
and why? That's
that's
why when
nice.
you when you recommended this doctor to explain things, and it's not you. I understand. You had a good intent and all, but it's like,
I'm
bro,
trying to
we
be
we
diplomatic, man.
no,
I'm
no,
trying to be
we
diplomatic.
Yeah,
believe me, we all understand the moment, and it's just her inexplicable emotion kind of made it weird. But we all understand the moment. Girls don't understand reality the way men understand reality. We all coming at it from a different angle, so that's just how it goes.
look, I get a bad rep, but it's deserved, it's earned, but it's still a bad rep. Here's the thing, you because I'm here to help, right? Like even when he said what he said about women seeing certain things as weak, women pick and choose when they want to put pigtails on in a courtroom, but a miniskirt on at school, and say she's 18 when she's 15. Women are predators. The
True.
the thing is, bro, that what we experienced is projection, right? Saying
Right.
that
Wait,
men
wait.
just
You're talking about the comment I made, right? Dirty folks, you're talking
right,
about
right,
what I was saying?
right. What you were saying,
Yeah, yeah.
like I don't necessarily think that girls, because girls want men to show their emotional side. Girls want to bitch men up and become the man. I told you they always take the male advice. They never learn how to bake biscuits. They always want to learn how to drive trucks. They just whatever. But but as far as I'm just being honest, bro. But as far as the 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 comments that hoodservative just said, there is not a time in which I'm not a fair person, right? But you people My dad does that because my dad a boomer and boomer act like black women. Like he'll say something and I'll repeat what he said. And he'll be like, I didn't say that. Like you just said
True.
that.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah. That's
just
gaslighting. But though that's gaslighting. Those are all gaslighting techniques. Those are all narcissistic gaslighting techniques
I
that
get that.
children do.
I get that. So now you want to argue about what you just said. And then now you're like, I'm like, no, we're doing clarity. We're not doing arguments, we're doing clarity. But to clarify means that now it's an argument, which means it's disingenuous, right? Because I'm not here to argue, right? I'm
No
here.
one was arguing. No one was technically arguing with her. Actually, people were trying to side with her. And I know I got to the conversation late, but what I did get to, I heard everybody actually trying to boost her up, and then she went against everybody.
There's a movie called Scary Movie. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. It was a dude in a wheelchair. They kept trying to help him. He was like, I can do it myself. Girl tried to give him head. He was like, I can do it myself. Gave himself head. Girls are retarded. I could do it myself. As people, man. God
Presented
bless them.
feces on that one.
Yeah, but
Like
that's the only point I was trying to
Yeah,
make, dirty folks. I was just
Nah,
trying to make that point. And
nigga.
when it comes to responsibility and, like, let's say emotions, that men view discipline and responsibility as love, whereas in a woman is going to view love as feelings to herself. That's all I was trying to say.
I
But
got lost in all the shit that y'all was doing. I don't know where like
The
the,
problem
the
is
the the
we
the
white. We
part
not
that
white.
I
Blame
seen
Trey.
that the yeah, I'm blaming Trey for this one because it the part that I saw, right, and I was in and out of the conversation, but where it went left from what I was hearing was like this instinctive need on panels to prove that a chick is just like everybody else.
Why
And
wanting to
that's
be
where
the chick? That's the whole thing. Why
and
wanting to be the chick though?
right, that's why I was kind of thrown off with where Trey was going because it was like it's that whole loyalty test thing. Like, all right, if a nigga is homeless, are you gonna
Right.
stay with him?
If
And it's like
right. If you sleep
Well,
with your mama, y'all gonna
I
stay
don't
married? Like
well, free zone. I wasn't trying to get an answer from her. I was trying to trigger her.
right.
I was trying to
No,
trigger her.
and that's what I was saying. I know what he was doing,
the
and he was
funny
trying to.
part though, right there, I tried to step in and say, listen, like we understand it's the fair question. It's not a fair question. He's sandbagging, and then she was still fighting everybody at the table. Like, bro, we can't even side with you without being against you. Like, how does this work? But
what
you know,
what
That's the
what,
female nature, and that's
what
going back to it, and that's once again proof of the emotions and only being loyal
Well,
to the emotions. That's what I think Trey was trying to ask by that
uh,
question. I
well
knew
there,
it
there
was a
it's not
curveball.
female
well what
nature though.
How is that not
Trey
female
said
nature?
something. Trey said something one time, right? And Hood actually stepped in and he basically threw a flag on the play. That was him, like basically resetting everything.
like
Okay,
literally. And then
and
from
and and
there
by
on, it was still like it was a little anger, like attitude. I'm like, what the hell? We understand. Yeah, yeah. He was being an asshole. Yeah, we get it. But you don't have to answer. Fuck it. But she kept
well,
wanting to go.
This is why we don't
like
defend black women. Look, I was sitting in the crib with my friends, right? We all chopping it up, and we started talking about the experience that made us stop defending black women, right? For me, it was a girl getting robbed on the train. And I just happened to be sitting by the door. And the guy grabbed the girl's gold chain and tried to run off. And I grabbed him by the scruff of his collar. I was like, bro, give her a chain back, bro. He was like, all right. He gave her a chain back. He ran off the train platform. The girl didn't even say fucking thank you. Didn't even look at
good
me.
for
Not a
you,
head
dirty
nod, no
folks. You
shit.
did that.
Yeah,
Good for
that
you, man.
yeah, that was before I realized these bitches ain't shit. So
No, but
Yeah,
no,
you
it
should
we
have
had
left
all
with
had
the you should have
experiences
left with
like
the
that. Women
so
you
don't
should have
realize every
you should have
man had
left
an
with the
experience
chain,
like that.
dirty.
Well, hold on. I like where Dirty is going with this, and this is probably a
Left with
great.
the chain.
This is probably a great way to wrap this stream up as we approach the nine
so
hour mark.
so
What was the final straw against defending black women? Dirty, you continue your story.
so with that happened, there was an old lady on the train. She saw it happen and she was like, she called me and she was like, that lady, she was so rude. The lady gave me $5. Like, you did the right thing, young man. I'm like, fuck that. I'm like, fuck that. She ain't say thank you. So then my boy Conto come up. He say, man, the last straw for me. He said, man, I saw a guy and a girl arguing on the street, and we went to break it up, and we grabbed him like, yo, don't beat our ass. And she stole his car while we holding him back because
Damn.
he there was like,
Uh
damn, my bad, bro. He in the middle of the street, his car, looking at his car, the
mm-mm-mm.
tail lights. Then another guy came in and say, "Man, check this out, bro. I went and tried to help my cousin, bro, and come to find out, man, she fucked his best friend. She having you guys there pulling pistols." Then another story was my cousin was like,
Yo,
then my cousin was like, his no related to that. So then my cousin come in.
yo.
So then my cousin come in, right, and he go to the full apex. He was like, "Yo, um, his homegirl called her brother to beat up her baby daddy, and they're fighting. They fist
Oh
fighting,
my
right, and
gosh.
hands in hand. But he body slammed her baby daddy. But they fighting on the street, and when he body slammed, and the head hit the curb. So they was on the sidewalk, but the head hit the curb, and it cracked his neck. And she went to court and testified against her own brother, like, I didn't tell him to kill my baby daddy. And there was like no good reason we could come up with to protect the black woman. We was like, yo,
Bro,
fuck
but
this shit,
that's
man.
what I said. Push comes to shove, a female is going to do. Yo, people don't realize, and whoever said that that's not true, I'm not saying that women are going out here and just doing evil shit, but I do think that women by nature have a more capacity to do evil, and men always think they're innocent. That's what I'm saying.
Because women don't pay the price, men pay the price. I had a gr-
Exactly.
I had a
Who?
girl
What?
I had a girl try to get me shot because I bought her daughter a birthday gift. That's a true damn story. She lives
Bro,
right across the street from my grandmother. Her grandmother was throwing the birthday party. I went to the house the day before, gave the gift to her grand. I said, "Look, your granddaughter, I can't fuck with your granddaughter, but I ain't gonna take it out on her daughter. Like, yo, the girl, she about to be 2 years old. I bought her a little outfit from Rainbow, a little guest outfit or something. I was like, I want you to give this to your granddaughter, your great granddaughter, really, and say it's from you. Do not, I don't want no credit. Don't give me the credit. I just want her to have it, right? I thank
mhm.
what you think grandma did? Girl, you fucked up with
Uh,
that boy. He bought your daughter a gift. Yo, you should have woo
Mm.
woo. She gets mad and calls her cousin and was like, yo, you need to get this nigga because he playing me like a bitch. Woo woo. But didn't tell him what happened. So dude called me like, where you at, nigga? I'm finna come at you. I said, no, nigga, I already know where you at. I'm on my way. So I hear in the background, get the folks, get the folks. I'm like, all right, GD, nigga, we could do it like this. You in my hood, nigga. All the G's you gonna get my niggas. And she was like, well, fuck that. Get the bases, get the bases. I was like, all right, square. He was like, damn, you a Mason too? I'm like, yeah, travel light. He was
Mm.
like, he was like, come on, square. All right. Then he got humble because he couldn't get no backup. He was like, yo, bro, what happened? I was like, I bought your cousin a daughter a birthday gift, and she mad because her baby daddy ain't get her shit. He was like, bitch, you got me over here trying to fight a nigga because he did something nice for you. There is never a good time to defend a black woman.
Bro,
Never.
but you guys always say it's black women stuff. I see this all throughout the culture in America. It's not
Liberal,
just it's women in general.
liberal women in general.
Yeah,
Liberal
it's
women
liberal
don't
women
deserve.
in general.
Liberal women
Exactly.
don't
It's
Black,
deserve
not
a
just
black
chance.
black
women
women
are the
because
most liberal women of all.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
black women are
bro.
the most
But
liberal
hold
and
on, hold on,
ratchet.
hold on. But fellas, don't forget, man. The trad cons are exactly the same.
True.
Same
That's
thing.
and that's what I said. It's female nature, and for anybody to say that that's not female nature, just hasn't been through enough life.
Well,
Because
this is
push comes to shove, if a woman is truly down and out, she is
hold
going
on,
to be
hold on, bro.
more
Let me say
survival minded than a dude, and she's
this.
going to do the more ratchet shit. I'm
This
telling
is
you.
why I don't talk about shit like game or whatnot. Because I mean, game is game. I'm not saying it don't exist or whatever. Being charming and having conversational skills is always better than not having them. But the point is, it's not about game. It's just that the landscape is so fucked up. The oppression is the only way forward.
Facts.
Facts.
The culture.
Facts.
It's a
But
Right?
that's
cultural
but I'm
thing,
saying that's
man.
You
how it's
have to
always
break the
been,
culture.
bro.
You have to break the
In the
culture.
90s, if you was getting it and you was having a good time with girls, you was that dude who didn't mind putting them in their place. So like somewhere between 90s and now or 80s and now, it changed in America and it went from happy wife to happy life. Because when I was growing up, bro, we
It
would
was
have terms like don't get pussy whipped and all this other stuff.
well.
And
I mean,
dudes would
I'm gonna
know.
put it to you. I'm gonna put it to you like this. It
It's
didn't. It
further
didn't
back than that,
happen.
but yeah.
It didn't happen like an instant thing. It was that slow boil, that boiling the frog thing we were talking about earlier. But you can sum it up in one basic concept, bro. Women own the children. You know that saying, "The hand that rocks the cradle."
Hey, but,
Hmm.
but it didn't change though, because those same dudes that still operate in that fashion are quite desired. But
Yes,
but
that's what I'm
but
saying. It
but
doesn't
but
change.
no, no, no. But the only thing that's changed is like the programming that's going in, the whole hand that rocks the cradle thing. So like if your mom raises you to be the guy that she always wanted, you're gonna be the guy that no other woman wants.
Facts. Fact. You know
Ma-
what though? That's
But
true.
what would you call that back in the day? You just be like, he's a mama's boy. We
No, no,
always
no,
had
no,
terms
no.
like
This
that.
No,
is
no,
beyond that. This is beyond that.
A
This is way
snowflake.
beyond
Now they
mama's
call
boy.
it a snowflake.
no,
No,
no.
like it's different than that too. It's not just it's not just a snowflake or a mama's boy or whatever. It's like it's like it's a slow repression of your natural like urges and desires and even like programming.
It's a reprogramming. They
Yeah,
rewires your manhood.
it's a complete reprogramming.
And
That's
on
crazy.
and on
You know what's
top
so
of that,
funny?
go
Sorry,
ahead.
let me just make this
Go ahead,
point
bro.
because I've been noticing. You guys probably can't see this because I'm in the studio create, like I'm in the creator, the host version of the back chat, so I can see a lot of the comments that are posted from the different areas, and I'm used to YouTube comments. I expect Rumble comments to be, like YouTube, but worse. But Facebook, oh my God, Facebook is like so 2000. You guys are so blue pill on Facebook. I almost feel
Man,
bad for you. I'm watching the conversations here. It's like, except for the one or two people that I know are also my regular listeners that I notice in the Facebook chat, you guys are just so blue pill. Like everybody on Facebook is scared to talk about girls. And then I
Yeah.
realized Facebook is it's way more censored than every other social media. Like you
Same
literally
with
can't have
Instagram.
red pill stuff on Facebook.
that's
Yeah,
facts.
Bro, try Reddit,
yeah.
bro.
Why I
Try
don't be on
Reddit.
But
socials,
Say
man?
shit on Reddit and watch what happens.
Oh no,
yeah, you can't
you
say
might
shit
not be
on
on the
Reddit.
platform. You might not be
Yeah,
on the
but how
platform
did it
already.
get this way?
No,
When did it get this way?
you know
Where
what's
Like
so
you
that,
can't even say
no,
shit about bitches.
yeah, but
Motherfuckers are scared about talking
When
about
Barry
bitches.
no
and
no
Mike were in office.
yeah,
but look at who controls
yeah,
look
it's
who
facts though.
controls all that stuff though. Like look the
Say
tech
their
gurus.
name. Say their name, bro. Say
Don't
it.
Liberals
say
I'm
don't
no
say
liberal
no
their
the tech
name.
gurus
That's
liberal
the one
no
name. That's the
lib,
one
no
name.
liberals
no
and white women.
not even the one name or whatever. But it
Liberals
tends
and
to
white
be like
women.
on the left. The left controls like the tech, the
It's not the
entertainment.
left, bro. It's not them.
The liberal semi media. Look,
I won't say it.
I look.
Hey,
Here's
hey, look, this is not my channel, man.
you know who I got around the Facebook thing. You can't say black women or women at all. They're gonna flag you. I say toddlers, and I changed my gender from man to non-binary binary
See,
lesbian
I
woman.
don't do nah. Bro, see, that's
I had
crazy. How come
bro.
we're grown ass men? We
I'm a
gotta go around and fucking
bro,
change shit. Come
bro.
on, man.
You know what's
All
that,
that shit.
bro? Do you know
Listen,
that,
man, it's a brave new world.
bro? Do you know that I only was on Facebook for 18 days and 9 months, not 18 consecutive days. Like they'll get out of Facebook jail 2 days later, back in Facebook jail. I changed
Bro,
my gender and started saying toddlers, no more
come
flags.
on, man. If we
I
all
had to be good,
acquiesce to the
man.
dumb shit, if
I
we
had
all
to
acquiesce to
because
the dumb shit,
yeah.
we're all
Here's
gonna
the
get
thing.
dumber.
You got to have a
Hey,
backup and use a VPN. My main businesses, both of them, were connected to my Facebook, and I realized, shit, I got to be nice, or I lose all this. I lose all this income if I fuck with Facebook.
hey, all I'm gonna say is this: I wouldn't discount that completely because you know who the main ones who acquiesce and change to blend in so that they could take power.
Who?
The folks that Trey mentioned.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah. When they came over here, they left the
the
Seinfeldness behind or
facts,
cloaked it and it actually integrated into different cultures with completely different names, completely different backgrounds,
facts.
and they played that game to get in power. So if you're
Yep.
trying to be serious, I'm not gonna shit on what dirty folks are saying because
I
that's
just
the
say
reality.
this, man.
Yeah,
Based
but
on
don't
Freeze
you
on it
don't you
said,
guys
just
think it's crazy that you have to, like it's just I
No,
don't know. I feel like
no,
no,
it's
bro,
Hey,
no.
no,
disingenuous.
now you sound blue pill,
Machiavelli
bro.
stated in the
You
print
you you sound blue pill, bro.
Why?
that Mac,
Like you
Nah,
might
bro.
be you
no,
might
no,
be you
no,
not
might be
that blue
you might
pill.
be
No,
you might be
No,
you might be
I'm
red pill
talking
about
about
that's a little
women,
changing.
raging.
but
Yeah,
no.
come
You're
on.
not.
No,
I'm
You're not.
Freeze,
talking
no,
about
I give him credit, Freeze. It's a
No,
little
you're
more
not. You're
raging.
not. Yeah, but you're not
You're
changing
raging.
anything. You're not changing anything though. Like you got to think
bro. But I'm
if
a
you're in a
grown ass
particular.
man. I'm not gonna put
No,
he,
no,
she,
no,
they,
no. If you're in a
whatever.
particular. No, no. If you are in Rome, you do as the Romans. You don't have
No,
to do
man.
that when you're in your home. But you
What,
when you are
what's
in
that
Rome,
say? What's
Listen,
that
listen,
say
listen.
about my
Hold on, hold
character
on.
as a man?
Hold
What's
on.
that
Says
say
you know
about
how
my
to move.
character,
Listen,
man?
listen.
It shows you how to move
Look.
in a room full of vultures, as Zay
Right.
said.
No.
You got to understand. I think there's something else happening that needs to just be said. Not everybody gets to go on the Black Ops mission.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I got to dip, David. But let me just say this, man, especially to Lee. And you see up here, Lee. I just want if you hopefully you listening. Like we don't get along. Like we gonna sit up here and argue. Even me and Hood, we gonna disagree. But after this, we gonna figuratively all go freaking take a shot together. We all gonna pour a brew up,
Fact.
and we gonna come back next Saturday and do this shit all over again with no emotion.
Hey, the
Facts.
hilarious part is we don't get along. It is true, but
Yeah,
it's just funny though. Like, yo, this
Like, nah, that's how it works, though.
but that's why I say, man, being number two, right? I don't have to get along with you, bro. We number two. We number two. We don't have to get along. We just have to have a mutual goal.
Exactly. A
That,
man's life shouldn't be about happiness and pleasure and hedonism. That's new
that's
school
that's
shit.
that's that's a hoe's life.
Yeah.
Literally. I got this
Classic.
last video I want us to queue up, and then we're gonna wrap this stream up. We are officially past. Are we? Yeah, we're 8 hours and 54 minutes. We're hitting up the nine
Yeah,
hours, y'all.
I'm a drop off Hood, but I just came up to tell you, bro. Saturdays, I'm digging it, bro. I'm
Yeah, I'm
digging it.
trying.
I
I'm
see
trying
what
to
you're
work
doing.
on something, man. Because
Yeah, these Saturdays are
consistency.
kicking ass, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like Angry Snowman next Saturday. I'm gonna stream this shit, bro.
Yeah,
I put some
consistency has
money.
been tough for me, but Saturdays have kind of. This is the one day I kind of can focus on streaming and
You
not
know,
worry
Hood,
about working out.
you may very well be bringing back the Rumble on Saturday on Saturday now.
We'll see if it gets that big. That's even better, man. Because I'm not even. I would like to be monetized, but I'm not pressed over it. And you guys, my audience kind of keeps the show monetized unofficially, and so we're kind of going with it. This is a great symbiotic thing we got going here. And so if it grows, it grows. I'm gonna keep it going.
I don't even like you colors, but I do need watch hours, so I should have shared this because
Hey, listen, I ain't mad at you. Go and share it, spread the word.
nah,
But I want to get this last
let's
video
get it.
out.
Let's get it, man. I'm 2 hours late for tequila, man. So let's get it.
Yeah, I'm starving. I got to make something to eat and have a shot my damn self. But let's go.
Hey, tequila,
Okay,
ya
guys,
tú
so welcome
sabes.
back to How to Avoid Red Pill Men. I saw you guys' comments, and I know I left a lot of words off the list because I was just thinking of the words right off the top of my head. So I added those to the list, and we're going to go over it before we jump into step 2. So it's high value, traditional, cooperative, beta, cuck, Western women. Bop is a new one, but it is definitely red pill. 304, fit and friendly. Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Ray is more so used by a specific demographic.
These bitches done recon, bro. These
I know,
bitches
bro.
are
These
they are
bitches doing
doing
recon,
they're
bro.
doing red pill recon, bro.
Yo, these bitches don't want to have standards for nothing.
No,
Did
no,
you hear,
I keep telling you,
bro?
bro. These predators want to be niggas, bro. I keep telling y'all act like they women. They vaginal men. But anyway,
Bro, they don't even like the
See,
Dignify app.
look,
They getting all heated about
this
Dignify.
this is why you don't trust any woman that says that she's an MRA. Look, even before YouTube went completely totally woke, or not YouTube but Facebook, when all the men's rights Facebook pages were up, every one of them ended up becoming inundated and overran by women, and now women have taken them over and are doing their agenda through them, using it to basically they're doing like Good Mother does, hoodservative recon on her enemy. That way she can try and get as much information as she can to share with all the other strags.
Like I
That's
said, man.
crazy.
Even if I were to
That's a
meet a
great
good
point.
woman, I wouldn't believe that bitch. I don't know. I was having this conversation with a cousin a while ago, and I was joking with him because we talk about girls. He watches some of this red pill stuff, and he was into it years ago when I first got into it. But one of the things I was explaining to him is like, bro, for one, I don't know what is a good woman anyway. Like, what the fuck even is that? Like, that's
There's
kind of
no
where I
such
was
thing.
at the point.
Cooperative at this point. As long as you can
Yeah,
cooperate with me,
cooperative.
you're good.
I'm
Cooperative is
like,
big, but also those other things are big too. You want to be friendly. You want to
no,
be
no,
feminine.
well,
No,
You
I
no,
know.
need
the
no,
point I'm
cooperation.
kind
no,
of the deeper thing I'm
no.
kind of going on is like I was saying earlier. Like, even if I was to meet one, I wouldn't believe you. Like, you
Nah, nah, they
lying,
all
bitch.
chameleons.
You
They're
fronting. I don't
Oh,
want
chameleons out
that
here.
shit.
Like on
And
the
see,
topic
look,
of a good
the
woman.
thing is the real ones that understand this, they know that the ones that are real and that are decent, they know that because of the shit that other women have done, that they can't even be trusted because they are lumped in with the rest of them as a collective. It's no
True.
different than what they do to men.
That's kind
Like
of
on
what
the top.
Leaked was saying.
Uh,
Leaked was basically saying that, like she's
She
good, she's
was
trying to
saying
do her
that.
thing.
She was saying that, but she is that. Like if I
yeah,
say
exactly.
I don't like whatever I said I don't like, and I am that, it don't matter, right?
No,
Right.
I
But
It's
hear
like
you. I hear you.
I'm so different, but doing the exact same shit that
But
you say
exactly.
you don't.
That's
It's such a weird
what
yeah,
concept.
exactly.
Like
But
well there
if I say
there's an important point that I wanted to make. She claimed to be married, but she's up here arguing with men and being disrespectful, and that's supposed to be a good woman.
Oh
uh
God!
oh,
Listen,
uh
like I said,
oh.
bro, what the fuck even is a good woman nowadays, bro? It's
I
not just me.
no the
Yo,
fact
but
that
the truth is that these bitches that be talking about this stuff, like this little video clip, they be the same ones that in real life be hanging out with dudes like us because they don't really want no simp ass dude.
no no no
They
no
be
no no
talking all this
no
shit,
no check
but
this
they
out.
be the same ones
Actually, I
that
don't
be
believe
calling
Leaked
you
is
back in
married
10
though.
years.
Yeah,
She
but
What happened?
she
I
said
said
she
I
ain't
don't
Oh,
believe
she's
married.
not
Leaked is
married.
married
Okay.
married because she's been on my panel before, and I'm under the understanding and always have been that she's a single black woman.
but
All right, fine. She
God,
ain't
Oh,
God,
married.
okay.
God
That
She
bless.
ain't
that
even
makes
got no
perfect
kids
sense.
or any exes. She ain't never
Right.
been
We
married.
we
I
we
don't
That
think.
we will
that
accept
makes perfect
factual
sense.
corrections.
Here's
That makes
why.
perfect
See,
sense.
like, here's the
But
thing though,
what
bro.
I'm saying is women want want masculine men.
No
They be
no no
talking
no
all this shit,
no
but
no
at the
no
end of the
no.
day, they don't want these fucking simp ass dudes.
But
They don't
then no
respect
no
them.
no no no. Women want to work dual dating. They don't believe in hypergamy. They always date down, but they want dual dating. They want to fuck the thug and marry the simp. But that's not even the point. The point is, bro, the fact that those three F's, which is a man's wish list, by the way. So I don't even care about that. It's like men playing make believe like girls do. But even if they want a woman that's fit, friendly, and feminine, the fact that women have to research how to be feminine tells you.
Well, that's crazy. And by the way, Dirty, that's not crazy because you know what? It's only crazy in the United States. In other
I,
cultures,
I
bro,
did.
women be fit, friendly, and fit, or whatever the expression is.
I understand that. In other cultures, men dig a hole in the backyard and they tell her if she don't do right, she gonna be in it. It's a
Facts.
man's problem. Girls say they want a strong man until a man tells her no. Then they want to have a dialogue.
Bro, that's exactly. Listen, I've been there so many times. All right, let's get back to it.
Thick of men, but nonetheless, there's still a red pill, so they still gotta go. Okay, y'all. So part one is to weed out the men who are actually dumb enough to use those words, but the majority of men who consume red pill content are smart enough not to use them. So this is why we have part two, right? Step two is knowing their tactics. Their goal is to create emotional turmoil in order to get you in a vulnerable place so they can get
What?
what they
That's
want.
their
And
goal.
how they're going to do that is by doing all of this. And these are the
Gaslighting
things that they
hoes.
said. They're going to try to get you.
I mean, yes and no. It's a gaslight, but here's the thing. This is what this is
These
why
bitches are crazy.
this is
Yo,
why I had I don't really care for game as a thing to do. I'm not trying to convince you to fuck me. That shit's I'm over that right now. Either you like me or you don't. But here's the thing, right? Because I realize what game effectively is men understanding women and doing to women what women naturally do to men. That's essentially how game works. That's what all the emotional bullshit she's describing now. This is shit. Game niggas that teach game, they will teach you how to play these games, and women get caught up in the emotions of it and all that negging and shit like that. But basically, like it's old PUA shit. Yes, there you
Yeah,
go.
but it's true
negging
in
is
the sense what
wild.
dirty folks say that they want to be slaves in the sense of look, I bet every man can attest on these panels, maybe not, I'm making an assumption, but I could say there's no woman in the bedroom, right, that doesn't like to be choked, that doesn't like the dominance over her. So
Nah, I've
let
met some women that don't like that, dude.
I mean, but it's so few, maybe like but in general,
I
come on,
I,
that's
I
what
don't know, dude. Women
I
will.
don't know, man.
No, I
I'm
What I'm
know a
just
lot of
saying
telling
women.
is
you,
it's like
women.
There,
what was
there,
that?
there,
Sorry,
there are
Eddie.
there are a lot of vanilla people out here, man.
All I'm saying is
There
to
are, there are.
trying to lump all women the same in the bedroom isn't the same as you know basically survival lumping women together as how they survive.
I
That
mean,
Okay, well,
the
what
choke
you're
thing
not.
is hold on. The choke thing is sort of an extreme
right.
representation, but I think we kind of all agree. Like, all right, listen,
Yeah, it's an extreme representation. My bad, but
sex in and of itself is an act of violent, aggressive domination, and if you're
yeah,
not
even
doing that,
intercourse is technically violent.
she's probably not going to get there if you're not doing that. You know what I mean? That's just kind of the reality of it.
What you're
So,
getting at is women aren't attracted and don't get all wet and moist inside by some 4 foot tall dude that can't pick them up and manhandle them. They like a little bit of aggression and to be,
We're
you
all
know,
animals at the end of the day. We're all animals, and if you don't have a little bit
well,
of
you
the
know, it'd be
animalistic
nice if a
side,
motherfucker could get a point across without you interrupting them.
my bad, Angry.
Go ahead, finish, Angry
Go
Snowman.
ahead, I'm done. I just wanted to point out that quit interrupting people when they're fucking talking.
Yeah, like
You gotta let the white man speak. He knows better.
Not
and then
just the
after
white man,
him,
but everybody, including the
yeah,
goat.
after you let him speak, let us talk too. But let's get back to the video.
You to fall
That's
in
funny.
love and feel attached, push and pull, hot and cold, never compliment you, try to get you to chase and view them as a prize, break you down, make you submit, punish you, pretend not to be into you, stress you out and give you anxiety, acting nonchalant, presenting themselves as the dream guy, stringing you along for as long as possible, sending you mixed signals, trying to train you, and putting in as little effort as possible. So when
You know what? This isn't even anti-red pill. This is like an anti-PUA handbook.
Yeah. I mean, it's straight up like I
True.
mean, like 2004 PUA. Because I'm
What's
like,
Right.
PUA?
because you remember like they used to
What is
always like tell
PUA?
dudes about like pickup artistry.
Yeah, a
Pickup
pickup
Like
artist,
artist.
pickup
yeah,
artist.
Okay.
they would like be like, oh, emotional variance is the biggest thing that women like get hot for and all this other stuff. And that's
Yeah.
basically what this is.
Right, and it's like the red pill recon. I called it red pill recon, but the more I listen to it, like you're not really getting into the red pill because the red pill is, it's sort of like the thing with with women that we just experienced. It's an inescapable reality of the male female dynamic. That's basically what the red pill describes. So you can't really write a handbook to get away from that shit, but you can write a handbook to get away from the PUAs, I guess.
But you know what's even more crazy about that PUA list? Do you remember the movie that Vivica Fox did with Morris Chestnut? It was an old
Two
one.
can play that
Who
game.
can
I,
play that
I
game?
I know of it, but I don't think I ever watched it. I always wanted to.
Everything she listed is what Vivica did to Morris Chestnut. It wasn't even
That's what I'm saying. All this is projections. Women are the ones that play games and pretend they don't like you and all this bullshit. Since the third grade, bitch has been doing that shit.
girls
That's
do
what I
that.
said. Most PUA shit is just understanding female psychology and figuring out how to apply it against them.
This is how bad girls do that, bro. I am a 29-day boy toy sometimes, right? Like a girl be like, I like you. I'll be like, okay, give me some ass. Well, or they'll invite me. They'll be like, you want a massage, which means they want to give me some ass, right? You know how the shit go. And then they'll be like,
Hmm.
you want to be my boyfriend? I'm like, nah, I ain't really trying to be nobody's boyfriend. And then she'd be like, well, I met a great guy. I'm gonna put him on a 30-day rule, so you can hit it for 29 days. But on the 30th day, I gotta be with him. And I'm like, all right, cool, right? Tacos and wine because girls don't drink tequila like that. Tacos and Moscato for 29 days. Cool.
All you fucking incels ruined the Matrix. I'm just going to say it. I'm putting it out there. You all fucking ruined it.
All right,
So
you got it off your
Everything that
chest.
was glorious about the Matrix and all of its analogies and all of its shit that you guys ruined it all. Just
Yeah,
saying.
but
Now
but
that you got
but
that off your chest, okay. I know you were just waiting to say that.
I
Matrix
wanted you because
purist.
just saying.
people ruin everything.
They took the
No man,
purity from
people.
the fucking movie and what the message that it had, and they had to
Let me
fucking throw it into this fucking gender war and ruin it.
let
It
me
was
let
it
me
wasn't
open
too
up the
pure.
floor a little bit. We got a couple of new guests on the panel. Let me pass the mic to them because we're not going to be up here all that much longer. But Black Pill Thomas, I muted you up because you had wild static and shit in your background. So,
I'm sorry about that.
but you're not cool. You got anything to add? What made you want to join the panel?
Hey man, I was listening in, and I agree with you. The red pill, that shit's bullshit. I mean, I'm black pilled. I mean, those dating coaches, they act like
Facts.
if you do this pickup line, you'll get the girl. But that's not gonna work for the guy who's 5'2". That's not gonna work for the guy who has a receding hairline. Like, what the fuck is that? And when they got called out, they was like, "Oh, we're not dating coaches. We're real social dynamics." And when they got called out for that, they're like, "Oh, we're not real social dynamics. We're PUAs and shit." So they're like shapeshifters. So they're grifters. They grift off of the men, the misery of young men.
you know
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that. I'm a little bit over the
uh,
PUA guys.
Damn, he just called them all a bunch of skinwalkers. That's
no, but
crazy.
you know what's so
That's what they
crazy?
are.
No, but this is why they're necessary. And I'm no PUA, but this is why they're necessary. Because my stories about grabbing a bag of cookies and going to the mall to get phone numbers is different than them dropping in the inbox and they're in a woman's playground already being on the internet, a bunch of filters and lies, and so they don't have the the dynamic that you get from going outside, right? You got to scrape your knee in order to ride your bike.
Yep.
So
It
then
ain't,
We
it
got
ain't it ain't gonna work for the guy who's 5'2". It ain't gonna work for the
it's
clothing
some girls
style.
out here that's 4'6", bro. I mean, somebody it's 5'2". He might get a girl 6'10".
If
You know
he
what I'm saying?
pays for it, yeah.
No, you ain't got to pay for it, man. But you got to go outside. You got to
Got to
be
go outside.
you got to talk to people. You got to be charming. You
Facts.
got to work on yourself.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think an incel is really a thing. I think incels are like, if you listen to them talk, it's not that they want sex; they want women to love them. That's a whole nother thing.
God damn.
66%,
Exactly.
66% of men are single. Now you can't just say, "Hey, you can't fire me. I quit." No, they're single because those women don't want them.
No,
Most
Single
no.
guys are
doesn't mean they're
acceptable
not getting pussy
incels.
though.
Yeah, single don't mean I just told you I was a 29-day boy toy. Look, here's the thing. Hood is right. I say it differently, but Hood is right. I always say men out here looking for the hug they never got from their mom. And if they got the hug from their mom, they'll never get a girl outside. Either way, they're hugless in these sheets because
Yeah.
they're looking for love. But only men can love. Women just reflect, project, or weaponize men's love. And
Let
Yep.
me
no,
get
Facts.
let me get a Zenifrix in here. What's going on, bro? Welcome to the game. Going once, Zen. Going once. You got the floor, bro. Welcome to the show.
Going twice.
Oh well, it was nice that we tried, though. Aren't we nice?
I know, right?
Sold.
Only during this part of the show, you're nice.
He said, "See my screen in the back."
Yeah, yeah, dude. You kind of your panel etiquette's off. I don't need. I haven't even said a word to you. I don't trust you enough to share my screen with you.
Yeah,
You haven't
exactly.
even introduced yourself. We don't know each other. You could be up there trying to do, Twitter porn or something on the screen.
Yeah,
Oh
I
God.
mean, you ain't even popped any. Nobody's cherry's been popped with you yet,
Right. Don't even shake my hand or nothing. Here, watch my video. Dude, I don't know you.
dude. That's like coming into my house and me thinking that you can reach into my refrigerator and just grab whatever you want. I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" That's how
Yeah,
you die.
yeah.
Hey,
I ain't.
Right.
what kind of
Anyway, we're wrapping this up soon,
Yeah,
so we're gonna keep the panel where it is right now.
I like the refrigerator
Hey, let me
analogy
tell you
too, by the
something.
way.
Did you know that only 5% of men get matches on Tinder? Did y'all know that?
yeah,
I
but I
did
mean,
know
Uh,
that. Yeah.
I
yeah,
haven't
but
heard that number, but it tracks.
that's not a really good place. Like maybe if you were early adopter of Tinder, like, but that's not really a good place for
Yeah, to meet chicks.
Oh
most
no,
Go
but
dudes that aren't like
online is real life now.
go to
no,
Bumble.
I understand that, but guess what? Like if you're not like peak physical condition or whatever with all the measurables, that's not where you're gonna get the best outcome online.
Well, that's
Facts.
the only way you can get female attention
No,
today.
that's bullshit. Because
Nah, you go
most of that's
out, man.
AI.
Just go out.
Sexual
Most of that no no
inflation is at the
most of
highest
that's
it's ever
AI and the
been.
apps trying to sell you some shit.
No,
Facts. Yo,
that's
you
real
meet girls
shit.
at the grocery store. You meet girls everywhere, man. I mean, I don't know where you live,
But these
but
girls got 1,000 options. They got 1,000 guys hitting up on
No no
Bumble
no
and
no
shit.
no no no. They think they have those
No,
options.
and that's their
yeah.
problem.
Those aren't actually options.
But what does that
They're
call? It
perceived
causes
as options.
sexual inflation, which means
No,
they don't
One
want
thing I
average
need you
guys when
ladies
they're
to
getting all
know
these
is all of
options.
their tactics, every single one of these falls under emotional manipulation, okay? All of their tactics revolve around emotional manipulation. But today we're going to focus on number one, which is trying to get you to fall in love and get attached.
Damn,
This is
bro.
how they're trying to
Oh
get you to
shit.
fall in love and get you emotionally attached. They're going to do all of these things. They're going to smooth talk you, sweet talk you. And this is actually important because whenever we think about red pill men, right? We think about these angry, aggressive, women hating men, in which they are, but they know
What?
that in real life
wait.
that
Can
doesn't
can
translate.
can I have a question? I have a question. Didn't she
This
just
bitch is
say that?
crazy.
No, no, no. Because this
I,
is
I
the
don't even want to play no more of it because it's so
no,
stupid.
no, 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 no,
It's
no,
so
no, no, no.
stupid.
No,
Yeah.
didn't the list start off by saying never compliment her, and then the next thing she says, the first thing is they smooth talk you and be never listen to girls with clothes on. You'll only be confused because girls are confused.
Nah,
Facts.
here's
Yeah,
the
that's just
problem though.
wild.
Here's the problem, and it's so stupid, right? All of those things that she wrote down, and you realize that was like a whole, like I haven't seen a notebook like that since I was literally in high school. Like she filled up the whole notebook probably with tips and tricks. And the problem is this, right?
She
If
spent all that energy.
Right, and the problem is simple. If whatever guy your friend likes is cute enough, she going. It's that simple.
No,
Hood,
You
what
see what
that
he said there? You
Hood,
see
what
what he
that
said?
is, it's even
She shouldn't.
simpler. What that is that's just a list of all the things that she looks for as far as qualities for a mate. That's her list
You still
of
have to meet
qualities.
the minimum looks threshold.
say
That's
No,
what?
just her
that's the
projecting. That's
reality.
her.
That is
That's
a
actually
Yeah, that's the black pill.
that's a
that's
black pill
actually
reality with women. Like listen, there is a beauty quotient with men. Listen, I played it the other day. This motherfucker wearing earrings out here fucking your bitch. You know why? Because he's prettier than both of us. He's prettier than me and my girlfriend. Like
Yeah.
that's what the fuck's going on out here. But it's a black pill. Some guys get the privilege or whatever. The rest of you, you're gonna have to learn all those tricks that
Yeah,
she's
and my
trying to
point
teach her
is, my
girls
point
about.
is, my point is,
Facts.
social media has made it worse because now women want the top 6'4" Chad because they get all these options, they get all this attention.
But they don't get the options. They just get
They just
first.
get dick.
They
Yeah.
and they don't even
Yeah,
get.
they
Well,
just get dick.
You don't think
sometimes they
dick
get dick.
causes sexual
exactly.
impression?
You
No,
know what?
no.
The attention is actually almost more important than the individual
There
dick.
you go. There you go.
Actually, what it's done is that social media has given a bunch of, uh, I would say, well,
No,
basically
it's
selfish
caused
ass,
sexual
selfish house
inflation
at. Hold on, it gives a bunch of selfish ass, self entitled, angry women that have divorced their husbands for no reason other than they were bored and lonely, and they felt like their husband didn't want nothing to do with them. It gives them a bigger market to actually go out and project an image of themselves that they couldn't even project for their husband.
but you know what that's
That's what it
called?
does.
But
You're proving my point.
hey,
That's sexual
but you know what's
inflation.
but you know what's paradoxical about that? Those same women or whatever that go out there and see the grass is not greener, and nobody wants to get in a relationship with
I
them.
mean, Christ, let's be real, man.
Yeah.
How often do you get? Every one of us have Instagram and been on Instagram, scrolling through our feed, and there'll be through that feed there'll be at least 15 or 20 different between 35 and 45-year-old single moms whose kids are either fully grown or they work full time and they already got six figures and they just want a man and they'll take care of everything. All this shit out there. Well, why didn't you just stay with your husband? Why are you out here trying to, at this age, remarket yourself?
Because
Well,
society
Snowman,
incentivizes
I
her to
think
be
your
divorced
algorithm's
husband.
fucked
The
up.
divorce laws
Because
go in her
women love
favor.
attention.
What,
Hold
Women
on,
what,
love
I find it hard to
attention.
believe that
one at a time.
the point I'm getting at is I find it hard to believe that every single one of these women fell victim to a sexually violent or physically violent husband.
I agree
You
with
know
that.
what? You know what? Let me just end it on this statement because we're definitely past 9 hours, and I want to wrap this up, and I'm starving. And by the way, thank you to everybody who joined the panel. Even you, Leek. Thank you for being here, Leek. Just because you're a girl doesn't mean we don't like you. This is a retarded idea. I don't know why you have that idea in your head, but anyway, thank you for being on the panel, Leek. Thank you to everybody who donated to the show. But the thing about it with oh damn, did I just lose my train of thought? God damn it! I guess we got to continue the show now.
Yay!
Hey, by the way, my 48 laws of dating on my profile pic, the law number 1 says never trust a dating coach. Just putting that out there.
Respectable.
You know what's so crazy about that? And I agree with that. But you know what's so crazy about that? That men hunt in packs, right? And we've gotten so far away from natural law that girls hunt in packs and guys hunt solo. So when you're dating a girl, it's just you and her. But when she's dating you, it's you, her parents, the police, all her girlfriends, the other dude she's sleeping with that she's telling you about, the crying on her shoulder. It's a crazy system how things got reversed.
Yep.
That's because over here you guys all got all this stuff, sugar and spice and women, everything nice, happy wife, happy life. Only in America you have this stuff.
Yep.
Facts. Listen,
Facts.
I totally
What's the
forgot what I
point?
was about to say. I had some really deep, dope, profound shit I was about to say, and I totally forgot it. And now
Hey,
you'll never know.
just pretend that you were saying it and you had yourself on mute the whole time,
Right.
like you
Right.
normally do.
But either way, listen, I've said some of the dopest shit you never heard on mute before, and you guys are worse off for not hearing it. But
Hey,
that's
man.
how it
No, the
is.
thing is that the problem with that is every one of us in the chat we're trying to get you to pay attention and realize that you're on mute because we know that you're just fucking going off saying some
Right,
epic shit that we'll never get to hear ever
yeah,
again.
you know it's good. You know it's good, man, when it's silent for like too long.
When I forget to unmute myself, we cook it.
Yep. And then he comes back and he's like, "Oh shit, guys, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was on mute. I just said some of the most profound shit that you'll never hear."
Hey, your wife will put the pet hamster above you. So If the pet
I'm,
hits you, said you're sleeping on the couch, you're sleeping on the couch.
hey, look, man.
That's how brutal it is.
I just want to say one Kang to other Kangs, and I don't know how everybody be Kang. Like there's a monarchy with 50 kings, but we all Kangs. I would like to just say, bro, somebody give me a Griffin. My birthday is like next Saturday. I really need a Griffin, bro. Somebody give me a Griffin,
You about to
bro.
get a
All right, we're
statue?
gonna
You ain't
we're
You
getting
gonna
better
something
we're
you
try
gonna
to
can
get
we're
a
buy.
gonna
rich
start
fat woman.
a GoGriffin All right, we're gonna get a GoFundMe for Dirty Folks' Griffin. All right, go Griffin me,
Yeah.
y'all.
He better go
Get my
find
man a
himself
Griffin.
a rich fat girl.
You don't know
Yeah,
how
Griffin sounds expensive.
you
How
don't know
much
how
is a
my
Griffin?
I don't
I don't
know.
know, but we're gonna learn.
Look, bro. You're
Look,
not
I
gonna
know how cheap you brothers are. I've had to do contract work for you. There ain't no brother buying you a Griffin.
look, bro.
No, that's okay. Don't shit on my dream. I didn't say I was gonna get it from a black girl either, but I'm gonna get one. He gonna get him one, and I'm gonna buy it from his dealer.
Look, bro. You're not gonna send a fat girl on me. I know that black men have made it bad, so you think that
Dude, quit
everybody.
lying. It's a
But
cap, dude. You try and tell me
I
you ain't no cap,
no, bro,
cap all day
bro.
long, dude.
I don't know why
That's
you
like you
think.
trying to say not all women act the same way, man. I'm gonna
No,
say
no.
not all. There's no way you're gonna convince me that not all black men like fat girls.
Oh no, not all.
Oh, that's
Wow,
true, bro.
that's racist. Look, let me tell you something, bro. There's a photo that a young man sent me from America's Top Idol, whatever that is with Top Model, the show with big head
Tyra
Tyra
Banks, yeah.
Banks.
Tyra Banks,
Next top bottle.
Yeah,
and
all you got to say is big head, and you know who it is.
that's
Right.
crazy.
It
That's
is.
crazy. But anyway, so there was this petite girl. She had to be about 5'3", maybe 105 pounds, and she got kicked off the show because she was too big. She was too fit to be a model. She was too heavy. And he said, and the show came out in 2002, right? So he hits me up. He said, "Yo, the '90s really did have the best girls. Like, yo, it's nothing wrong with this girl." And they called her fat. Y'all really did have the bad chicks. Like, y'all left this with these fat chicks. I said, "That's your mama, then, bro." Like,
Oh,
Facts. I said that. I've
damn.
been saying that, bro. The '90s, there was not simping like there is today, and bitches were held accountable. You wasn't seen hanging out with fat chicks. It wasn't cool to like fat chicks. None of
That
this
Speak
shit
for
was fly.
yourself.
One
like
of the
I
first
gotta
black
push back.
pills.
I
Yeah,
gotta push
that's
back
Hold on.
bullshit.
because guess what? The R&B music was full of that shit, man.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you. Thank
bullshit.
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
dude.
Listen.
R
One of the first black pills I ever realized,
R&B
like
was full of
listening to all
stupid.
these creators and whatnot, is your mom is in on it too, bro, and
Oh
that's good.
yeah.
Facts.
Your mom is in
And your
on it.
aunts and all
Listen.
that.
We are gonna leave it on that note right there. But I want to leave you all with that dark, sad piece of wisdom. Your mom
Yes,
is
your
in on
mama
it
Yo,
is a
too.
hoe.
yo,
Facts. Your
What
mom's a
That,
hoe.
more
that,
do you
that's
want
why
from
your daddy don't like her
me?
like that. That's why daddy don't fuck
Facts.
with her like that.
that the worst dating advice I ever got was from my mom, and the best dating advice I ever got was from my mom. But it
Hey,
was me.
dude,
Oh,
I intentionally tried to make sure every girl I dated, my mom hated.
bro.
If my mom liked them, we broke up.
Yeah,
Hey, bro.
listen.
I ain't mad. Hey, that's a formula to live by right there, bro.
Listen,
Oh,
you guys have a great Saturday night. I wish you all the best. Go have a drink and a burger on me because I'm about to have a burger and a drink my damn self. So you go get yourself
Enjoy.
one. And we are wrapping this one up. Thank you so much to everybody who came through today. Like I was saying before, we might try to keep these Saturday marathons as a regular thing. It looks like this is the solid
We
space in
like it.
my schedule. And I can probably put in at least a good 5 hour, if not longer, stream. We capped out at 9 today. I think this is the second longest stream I've ever done. And we're going to keep this up. You guys have a good day. Great night. I'm out of here, y'all. Later.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.